Get everything you need for your holiday meal at Whole Foods Market. Right now, you'll find Animal Welfare Certified Rib Roast on sale. It's a deliciously crowd-pleasing centerpiece. Plus, save on Spiral Sliced Ham, bone-in lamb, and seasonal produce like sweet potatoes and Honeycrisp apples. For ready-to-eat sides, head to the prepared food section. Done. And remember that Whole Foods Market caters. Order gourmet catering at shop.wfm.com. Bring the holiday magic with Whole Foods Market.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Hi, I'm Bran, and I love Deck the Hallmark Clip Shows.
I'm Dan, and I actually also love Deck the Hallmark Clip Shows, and this is the Deck the Hallmark podcast.
Yes.
Boy,
oh boy,
you know
indeed.
what? I didn't think we had 30 minutes worth of funny material, but it turns out after last week's 225 episode that occasionally we do some good stuff here.
Funny
on Deck the
boys.
Hallmark.
We're funny boys.
And we dug through and we found them. And you know what? We're still funny apparently in 2021.
And with more episodes too. So who knows how long this will be? I don't know yet, but it's going to be long. Dan, it's just been a joy. It's been a joy. Today, literally today, is our anniversary of starting the show. On this day,
that's right,
in 2018, our first episode, Rocky Mountain Christmas, was released.
Teamwork makes the dream work, baby.
June 30th.
Unbelievable. 2018 was a simpler time. You know, the best of then would have just taken you maybe an hour or two.
That's right. And now, longer.
Preview episodes. We're doing one a month.
Okay.
One a week.
Yes. You should be so lucky.
You should be so lucky.
Exactly right.
If we went back to once a week, would people just forget about us? I think they might.
I think they might, and that's fair. I forget about us too.
Yeah.
Thank you so much to the Double Deckers who helped comb through every episode to find moments that aren't awful. In the grand scheme of 40-minute episodes, hopefully there's at least one nugget that's not awful. That's what we shoot
That's
for.
the goal.
So thank you to the Double Deckers that go through all of them. Thank you to Brian Harold for helping edit all of this.
Video too. Wow.
Thank you to Sheila Calloway for setting up the spreadsheet and the forms that make
They're
it
on
possible.
It, man. They're on it.
All the Double Deckers are amazing. If you want to be a part of this amazing group, BrambleJamPlus.com, that's the time to do it. That's exactly right.
Absolutely.
And also, thank you to everybody, to all the Hallmark people who have come on the show over the past 3 years, from Palaha being our first guest, so many other people, Andrew Walker, Nikki DeLoach, Ryan Pavey. Thank you guys so much for coming on the show. It means so much. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
It all starts here in 2021 with Taking a Shot at Love, January 5th, 2021.
We got a bunch of reviews over the holiday break.
All
and
very
one of them
kind.
gave it 4 stars and said it would be a perfect podcast if there was less yelling. But they have to constantly adjust the volume on
And
there.
to that I say, get out now! I do my best in post.
Nailed it.
They call me Post Malone.
Benjamin Ayers, actor Cranberry Christmas, January 6th, 2021. Is there a memorably bad audition that you had? Like one that you remember just leaving going, boy, did I tank that. Like they're not calling. They're not calling.
There are multiple. I mean, they happen all the time. They still happen. But I remember when they were casting this one in particular movie, this big, nationwide, worldwide search for a character. And there was a very specific note on the breakdown that I did not want to do.
Oh, no.
So I did what it said not to do. And in the second scene, it starts out, and I'm having this conversation. And in the conversation, I slowly unbuttoning my shirt, and underneath is my Superman t-shirt.
Okay.
Because it was for Superman. And they did not want to see anybody in the Superman garb. But I was like, I have a Superman t-shirt. And as I started doing it, she said, cut, Ben, I said, don't. And I just laughed she didn't even let me do the scene. So that was my
Is this a
attempt
true
at Superman.
story?
Yeah.
Time out.
You just
Ben,
you just trolled Superman for no reason.
You get an audition to play the Man of Steel, and the one note is don't wear anything
Wear the
Superman.
t-shirt.
And you're like, F it. I'm doing it anyway.
I'm doing the Superman. I don't know, because everybody wasn't going to, so I was going to. So that happened.
Hey, Ben, why do you think everyone wasn't going to?
But you know what? What if that was the story?
That
Like,
was-
let's see who has.
That's right. That's right. No, I like that.
What was the movie? What was it? A
The
movie?
Man of Steel. Which side?
Which movie? Which Superman was it? Was it Man of Steel?
It's the one they only did once.
Okay, Superman Returns, Bryan Singer. Yeah. Well,
That's
the reason
the
I ask is because
Get outta here, Singer.
Luke McFarlane, that McG story was for Superman.
Yeah.
He told a story about a Superman audition too. So like, I didn't know if it was the same Superman. You guys both just crapped the audition.
No, I set myself up for failure.
I love that
But,
they
you know,
didn't even let you do it. When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 1, January 7th, 2021.
The only thing that was a little bit of a, I'm not sure about this is the forgive me paw sign.
Yeah, I would say that's near the top of the list. Yeah, for sure.
So here's where I'm confused.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. How do you read? How do you read the sign? Is it the guy writing it? Forgive me, sign paw, or is he saying forgive me, paw, as
Forgive
if
me,
he's
paw?
asking paw to forgive him? And
He's thinking of Pa, the big Pa, up
or
in the
big
sky.
paw? Who's
Forgive me, Pa.
paw?
Is it forgive me,
Forgive me.
Pa? Is it forgive me, Pa? Or is it
Forgive me,
forgive me,
Pa?
Pa? Like I'm Pa.
And
like forgive me, sign
was,
Pa.
Yeah, and everyone was kind of fighting over it. And I
Here's
was a little,
the foggy detail, though. The
Did everybody
detail
call
that
their dad Pa?
yes, but everybody at the end of this episode, they all. I'll go because one of mine is how'd they figure out that it was Abigail's? They all like
She never
Jack.
offered a sample.
Jack, Elizabeth, even Gabe was like, you know what? Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
it's
it was
definitely her.
yeah.
Well, how they figured out? Because here's the thing: they seem to be implying that it was her husband that wrote it. So what? So who is he signing it?
Yeah,
These are the details that I'm a little
They
bit
never
foggy on.
say, I'll just piggyback right off of that. They never say that he wrote it, but we know that her husband and her son died in
Yeah.
the mine.
Yeah. But they say his name explicitly.
Yes. Noah.
When talking about the son.
But if he's right, could he have been writing? Are they just playing writing while they're in there dying? Like, are they right? Is he writing "Forgive Me, Pa" to his dad? And if his only son is dying, why would he call himself Pa in talking to Aunt Becky? That's his wife.
maybe someone can help us in the chats because
It makes zero sense. There's no help to be found. It makes zero sense.
forgive me, Pa. Forgive me, Pa.
Forgive me.
Forgive me, Pa.
You know how you end a lot of letters with "forgive me."
Forgive me.
Sincerely, forgive me.
How did
Pa.
they figure out that it was? Did they?
They
was
just
it,
went to the house.
I don't
and
know.
went- Yeah,
Was
yeah.
it because of his painting? How many people were literate enough to write back
no,
then as well?
They
to
saw
get,
the painting, the handwriting on the painting, and you can maybe put that together. But it doesn't make it makes literal. Even if they figured out that it was hers, I don't care if we make that leap. That is fine. That happens in detective shows all the time. Why was it written? And who was it written for? If the son and dad are both in the mine, why would you choose in your last breaths to write 3 words and 1 part of speech and call yourself Pa to your wife?
Yeah. Sheila says the signature on the painting was the clue that Jack saw to tell him.
That's
to leave.
fine. Don't
That's
care
fine.
about that.
But that's the bigger question is
Forgive me.
we still don't know who
Pa.
he's writing to. So it was him definitely writing.
Okay.
So was it forgive me, Pa?
To who?
I think okay.
To
okay,
her?
I think, no,
To
no,
her.
no. Okay, I think it was the father writing to the son, saying "forgive me," and he was asking for forgiveness because he was the one who dragged his son into
But
the
once
coal
again,
mine.
still dying, both of them. Why would he write that to his son, who's going to die
Maybe he
too?
held it up. Like maybe it was a Love Actually situation.
Oh my God! Like I know about your MS.
Yeah, I know about your
It's the dumbest thing in the world.
Forgive me.
It's just,
Forgive
just
me.
so dumb. It's terrible.
But if he's holding up, he doesn't have to sign Pa because
He doesn't. Yeah. Yeah, there's no reason if he's writing it to his son in the mine with him, he would have to. Hey, I know you're getting a lot of boards from a lot of young men, and I want you to know this one's from Pa. I know. Look, you're the belle of the ball down here. We're all about to die. What are you doing?
Forgive me, Pa.
Forgive me,
Pa.
Forgive
Pa.
me, Pa. Why wouldn't he, if he's leaving it for her, why wouldn't he sign his name?
That's right. No. It is, as a pilot goes, it's more confusing than the orphan children in that Christmas one. Move on.
It's time for our news segment because what the Hallmark, a lot of these are going to be answered as the show goes
It
on.
wouldn't be fair to do what the
It wouldn't be fair. And so we have a news segment called Hopes and Valleys. And just really, who cares about the segment? Who cares? We have that segment now, the name of it, Hopes and Valleys, and it's just good. It is where we each share one hope and one valley. Thing that in this episode...
I thought we could share a hope or a valley. We have to do a hope.
You have
for
to do a
every
hope and a
episode?
valley.
What is this, team building? We have to, the floor's lava next? What are
What?
we doing?
Actually,
What if I don't have a hope?
You have to... There had to be something in this episode that gave you hope for the
I came up
future.
with the name of this bit.
Yes, so?
I thought it was a hope or a valley.
It's a hope and valleys.
hopes and valleys.
Hopes and valleys.
Okay. All right.
The and explains the segment.
And our valley is something that makes me sad.
So makes you bummed. You're a little bit skeptical. Of
Oh,
the
yeah.
future.
Okay.
You go ahead, Panda.
Okay,
Hopes and
so,
valleys.
Hope, let me tell you.
Now that we've talked about this on the air and explained it to each other for the
thank
first time.
No, now that I got clarity.
Do we
on
all
this.
agree? Is this the way we're doing it?
I think it should be hope or valley.
But that's not a thing that people say.
So you say hopes and valleys. Do people say hopes and valleys?
Yeah.
I don't think anyone says no. I've never heard that. I think we could do whatever we want. I'm giving both a hope and a valley.
Do it.
For my opening.
Okay, fine.
bit.
Yeah, do whatever the frick we want, man. Who cares at this point?
A New Year's resolution, January 12th, 2021.
I'm at home today. I'm hanging out. You always got to be safe. So there was a contact of a contact, and so I don't want to get my boys in trouble over there, and so I'm staying at home today. I still got my trio, so still holly and jolly. And Dan is running point, and Dan has had all of 10 seconds.
That's right.
And so it's going to be great. It's going to be flawless.
Yeah. There's not going to be a single issue all day. I got all the cameras lined up. We're good to go.
Good. You're a good camera boy.
I'm a good camera boy. I switch them like I know how to switch them.
You made a song?
I did make a song, if you can believe it, because this is how I have to. This is my
Yeah, of
process.
course, yeah.
So this is the wide shot.
Yeah.
So wide shot, me, Panda, big boy, because you're the big boy on the screen.
Right.
And it goes like this: wide shot, me, Panda, big boy. Wide shot, me, Panda, big boy. Wide shot, me, Panda, big boy. Wide shot, me, Panda, big boy.
That's good.
You like
No,
that?
that is-
I think it's going to catch
hard.
on. I think it's going to catch on.
I don't think that's going to be the last we hear of that song.
You think we're going to hear it again at some point? Do you
I think
think
we might come
today
back
I'm
to
going to
it.
be better, or you think I'm going to get better as the week goes on?
Oh, for sure, as the week goes on.
Week goes on, I'll get better. So today's going to be rough.
No,
and then
you
we'll-
know what? I sense some arrogance in you. I
You think
there's
I'm
a
going to come out of the
downfall.
gate hot,
and
and then
I think it goes downhill.
slide on down?
Yeah.
Just a
Dan
descent.
doesn't have an arrogant bone in his
No,
body,
I don't.
Panda.
That's
You know
accurate.
that.
Yeah,
You know that.
that's right.
Guys, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was great, Brand.
So good, so good. You know, here.
You guys want to know how my week was?
Yeah.
You did you have any major milestone in your life, buddy?
I am entering, and boys, to the last year of my 20s, and I have some dreams, some goals.
You're not going to get any
aspirations.
sympathy from us because
No.
I'm 37, Panda's 85. So you in your 20s, I don't even know
What a young sprout.
Good gosh.
I'm just a baby.
Happy
I'm just a
birthday
baby.
though. But what are your goals?
Thank you. Well, to eat more cake. I ate a good bit of cake this weekend, and I said, you know what? Let's just keep it going. Why only eat cake this weekend? So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to see if eating more cake at all affects my goal of also getting to 30.
If you really think about it, cake's just a fluffier brownie, right?
It's a fluffier brownie.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's one way to look at it. Yes. It's a dynamite drop in.
Sure. I guess it's fun, but I don't like frosting on my brownies, but I like it on my cake. I wouldn't want a cake with no frosting.
I'm not a huge icing guy. Little bit's enough for me. You're a big candy boy. Well, everything okay on your end?
Yeah, it's just Rue.
We're all
I
Rue.
forgot he was in here. He was under the covers.
That's one of Brandon's sons he keeps in a cage.
He was on my bed, thank you, not in a cage. He'll be in a cage from 12 to 1. Everyone knows the schedule. We're all fine with it.
Yeah, we're good with it. We're all fine. It's
with it.
non-profit.
Yes, you know.
Our January 2021 mailbag.
I remember when we did that.
Yeah, January 13th, 2021.
Look at this. It says, "Oh, what fun." And then it says, "Thank you for all you do to bring joy to our lives. Happy holidays to you and your families. Desiree." Or it could be Debbie, or it could be Devna.
So I just want to be clear. You think that the three possible options here are Desiree, Deborah, and Devna.
Yeah.
You think Devna's a possibility? Devna.
Look at it. That could be a Devna.
Let's put it on.
It says Debbie.
Twitter.
It clearly says Debbie. This is obviously Debbie.
No. The double
Debbie. Debbie.
Okay,
What
that
else
could
could
be-
that be?
The double B's are a little bit of an overlap.
Devna sounds. Devna sounds like Cockney English. Devna.
But I said Debbie first.
Debbie.
To be fair, I went with the top.
You said Desiree first, and then you said Deborah second, and Devna
You
third.
never said Debbie.
You never
was
said
I said
Debbie.
Debbie. I
You
said
said
Debbie.
Desiree.
Take it to the tape. I know I said Debbie.
Oh my gosh.
$5.
This is embarrassing.
$5 on all
$5.
$5 on all counts.
You never said Deborah. Never said Debbie. You said Deborah, Desiree, and Devna. Those are the three that you said. And I will take it to the tape on that. You never said Debbie. It wasn't even an option. Next card.
Let's go to a quick break. And
Okay.
We'll come back and we'll decide whether or not he said Debbie or not.
You get
so
what you
during
pay
break-
for, am I right?
Yeah. During break, we sent Rig back to the tape to take a listen. Rig, what did you find out?
I
about?
did look at the tape, and I'm here to tell you that surprisingly enough, he didn't say any of those names. He didn't say any of them. He did not say Debbie, Deborah, Desiree, or Devna.
What did he say?
My pants.
I didn't see it coming. I should have. I didn't.
I saw it coming right before it happened.
I saw you switch like immediately. You were like, "What did it say?" Oh no! Oh man! All right, and then we've got a tin of peanut butter balls.
Oh, I love
Peanut butter balls.
Oh my gosh.
Boy.
Could not be more excited
I'm gonna
about
give you a
this.
little close up here, just for funsies. Look at this bad boy, peanut butter. Let's go to work. What do you think?
Oh my.
Why are we even doing the rest of this? This is dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
good. Yeah.
How you doing, Bram?
Doing good. I'm just reading the back of the 1994 Little Women DVD. So just what I'm doing. It's good.
Oh man!
So why on a rider?
I'm gonna. Oh my goodness, Sarah, this is unreal. And lastly, we have apple cider caramels. Bran, you used to be make caramels, and
I did. I used to work over down there at the mill. DJ Caramels. He didn't make caramels, so to speak. He made what he called caramels. So they were a type of candy, largely.
Yeah, that's
edible.
great, Brand. These are the best caramels I've ever had in my entire life, and that's not an
I
exaggeration.
also had you vamp there, if you couldn't tell, guys at home, because I thought this would be the most dangerous it could be. Tough for us to chew.
Those disintegrate in your mouth, and they're amazing.
I got to be honest. All four of these things are just dumb good, just unreal. She could open up a candy store tomorrow.
Yeah.
The caramels may be at the top of the list. I thought they would be my least favorite.
Yeah, those.
Oh my goodness,
I'll eat
Brand,
those
you are
every day
missing
of my
out.
life.
You're
Those are
missing out,
phenomenal.
buddy.
Holy cow!
So he didn't even make caramel. He named the candy.
You know what it
after
is?
his
It's
last
like an
name,
Applejack
which is
and a
why-
caramel.
It's like, yeah,
That's why it was difficult to market because
somehow
people kept thinking
it's got that
it was
flavor
caramels.
of the donuts you buy at like Sky Top.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, boy, that's
People were
good.
like, these are like, it's a weird, crunchy sour. How is this a caramel? And he's like, it's not. It's my last name.
When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 2, January 14th, 2021.
I'm with Panda on this one. Yes. I'm not as high as I was last week.
Yeah.
I have concerns, but this is what I'm going to say. The looks, Panda, between Jack and Elizabeth are enough to burn through my television and give me all the heat. I feel it. And so I'm only 2 episodes in, and I'm already dreading the death because I know it's going to be.
Wait, what? You keep saying that.
Stop it.
You keep saying that.
I'm dreading it because these looks.
Smoldering.
Once they actually get together, forget about it. And so that part of it I'm excited about. But it did also feel like Jack didn't have nary a thing to do in this episode, and I'm worried about that, seeing as how it's only episode 2.
He didn't have nary a thing to do. I just want to make sure what you're saying is he had a lot to do. If you say didn't,
he didn't have. He didn't have nary a thing to do.
It's still wrong.
But we just didn't see it.
You just say he had nary a thing to do. That's all you have to say.
No, I'm with Bran on this one.
He had nary a thing to do. He had a lot to do, is what I'm trying to say. But we just didn't see it, and that's unfortunate.
Yeah, it's so unfortunate.
2 for the win, January 19th, 2021.
You know, I think that for me, I like the kiss. I thought that the kiss was good this time. A little aggressive, a little cute. You know, I think that was the best one. I don't know.
A little aggressive, a little cute.
A little aggressive, a little cute. You know, that's what people say about me. Aggressive and cute.
Yeah. That was how people talked about you in high school. I mean, he's a little aggressive, but he's cute. So.
And then he was homeschooled, so that was his mom talking.
Classic.
When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 3, January 21st, 2021.
But if you're not going to have any stakes where people could die or people could be just downright evil, like there's no cliffhanger in the world that's going to mean anything. It just isn't.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah.
There is death.
When?
Not in this particular episode, but in the show.
What?
In the show.
Die.
Yeah, maybe someone dies, but also half the town died, Dan. How's that
before
for
the show, we went
to a mega funeral.
Before the show started, people died.
There's a ton of them. They're just dropping left and right like flies down there.
No one has died since we started watching.
Dan, before
we started, it's not like they're going to kill
how much more do you want?
Jack.
What more does your craven heart want, Dan?
I just want actual stakes. That's all I want. That's all I want.
You want them rare or medium?
A Winter Getaway, January 26th, 2021. Neither one makes sense because one version is that I sent you on a billionaire style trip and you can just run up an unlimited tab, which is they didn't do a good enough job then.
Right. That was,
but the other version is that my wife and I, the version that they give us in the movie is my wife and I no longer can go on this trip and it's too late to cancel it somehow. And so instead of canceling it, he's going to send his bro that just got dumped.
Yeah, but if that was the case, though, then why was Courtney not confused as to where the number 2 was?
I'm just telling you, it makes zero sense.
I think he was just covering up for his boy.
Movie's bad. Yeah, it's just a bad movie.
I think he gave him carte blanche.
Cart came out. Cart's freewheeling, dude.
Yep.
Once Cart enters a room, you're never leaving.
Yeah. Well, the thing is Blanche is already kind of squaggly, and you bring Cart on there, and it's just, dude, you forget it.
The last time we hung out with Cart, we wound up in Indonesia. You had a tattoo of an.
Don't say it. Don't say it.
All right.
Yeah.
It was fun though.
I don't have it anymore.
Yeah.
Lots of surgery.
Lots of laser. That's right. But we don't hang out with Cart anymore.
No, we don't.
Man, he was a guy though.
Yeah. I should say that we don't all hang out with him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Say no more.
Let's get Travis Van Winkle, January 27th, 2021.
Movie theaters. We're going to go eventually. We're going to go back.
We're gonna. Dude, I'm ready. I'm ready for it.
What's the
No, that's good stuff, Dan. That's good stuff. We'll be right back to you in a second here on NPR.
Where you invite us out to hang out for a day, and what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do as bros?
In Los Angeles?
Yeah, sure.
I think you just blew our chances.
Yeah, it's over.
After the quarantine is done. I think we've won him over.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
We're lifelong friends. I will show you guys a good time. I think what we would start off by doing, I think we start at the beach.
Okay.
It's always good to hang out in the morning at the beach, let the dog run around and play. I think there's some really cool, there's a cool hike I'd like to take you guys on. We go on a hike that overlooks the ocean in Santa Monica. It's beautiful. I'll take you to a couple of my favorite restaurants. And then I think what we'll do is we'll sit down in a circle and we'll light a fire. And we'll talk about our feelings and we'll hold hands and sing songs. How about that?
It sounds great, but I've got bad news, Trav. By the end, it's just me and you holding hands because these two aren't making it through the hike. I'm just letting you know right now.
I'm not making it past the beach, my friend, because I can't swim. I'm gonna go ahead and drown just early on in the day.
If you wanted just a full day of sharing feelings, I'm here for it. Totally on board.
We'll meet back up.
When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 4, January 28th, 2021.
But Panda, hopes and valleys, pal.
First, I need to talk about Valley, and it doesn't pertain to the future as much as a Valley in my own soul. I need to apologize. I last week said that the Pinkerton guy couldn't find anything, but my man came out with a knife and just flipped over the can one time, and he found instantly the whale oil and all that stuff. They cleared that up this week. That's on me. That's on me.
This is going to happen, I think.
This is going to happen,
it's and I need the process.
But when I do, I humble myself.
Yep.
Before friends, family, and the Lord.
Yep.
And I say,
so
my
you're
bad.
saying you don't stand by it?
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't in good conscience
It's
stand
a
by
weird
this.
time to finally take that stand after 3 years of doing this.
I can't stand by that.
Okay.
The Lord says you're not forgiven yet.
Okay, fair enough.
So I'll keep you posted. But
Okay,
that's
keep-
from,
you got-
from his
will you
ears
let-
to my ears.
Okay.
From his lips to my ears to your ears.
That's right.
Okay, just like, keep me in the know. What am I excited about in the future? More Daniel Lissing, Elizabeth having these sparks but not kissing. I don't want to kiss for a while. I just want the flame. I want more smolder.
That was
okay?
such a weird thing.
Sounds
to
like
hear you
such
say.
a weird, it just made me uncomfortable.
It sounds like a weird fetish you have.
It does.
But don't you love the little
just not
the
play,
sparks,
the
but
interchange?
without the
I don't want any kissing. I just want to watch the sparks.
I don't even
build.
want it. I don't even want any touching. I don't want any touching.
I like your touching.
I want sparks from afar.
I want to watch
the lighthouse.
sparks from afar.
All right, Jerry Jr. Relax. Here comes a bunch of clips from the Deckies that happened on January 29th, 2021.
You thought we'd get to it. We never would, but we are going to get to the award that we never got to the segment of. It's the Razzle Dazzle Award.
Wow.
Razzle Dazzle.
People are excited.
Yeah,
Amazing.
that's right.
Amazing.
What is the Razzle Dazzle segment? Well, that is for us to know, you to find out. However, the Razzle Dazzle Award's pretty simple. This is the best lead couple of 2020. This is the couple that, do the sparks noise if you could. Yeah, that's the one. You get it. The first one sounds like the noise you make when you're trying to get like your toddler to pee.
Yeah.
So try again. Yeah. Get a little bit more pop in there. Not just the, thank you. That makes me feel, there it is. You want to go again? It's not live. We'll edit and post. The best couple in 2020, they get the sparks. Can you do that? Yeah.
Good stuff, guys.
There it
Keep it
is.
up. Keep it
That's
up.
the good stuff. Yeah. So the nominees for the best lead couple.
Keep it up.
You're sort of like devolving into like just runny sink noises.
And the winner is the Christmas House.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I think that's the best one for sure. Christmas House now with 2 Deckies.
Wow.
Does any other movie have 2 Deckies?
No.
Through 8 awards, Christmas House with 2 Deckies.
That's a fourth of them.
Early lead there. A fourth of them. It is. It's good math.
25%.
25%. You're nailing it right now.
Thanks.
For sure. Are you okay, Brand?
Why is everyone covering their cameras?
Everybody's dropping out
This
over
is a
here,
weird
left and right.
This is a weird thing.
They decided now is the time to
I
cover
don't
the
hate
cameras.
it. I don't.
Oh, wow. They're all pumped.
I think they all texted.
It was a big
It was a bit.
It was a prank.
It was a bit. Nicely done.
I
Nicely
love it.
done.
Man, I love a good prank.
I do
You know
too.
what the best part of that prank was watching Brand's just face of sheer terror as he thought something else technologically was going wrong. It was worth every
Guys,
second.
well, Trace is useless tonight.
Yeah. Yeah,
She's
unless
asleep.
you can, slide that keyboard like somehow under like her arms there to type. I don't know. She's got a hammock. Is that an Eno, Trace? What do you got going over there? No? Okay,
She's
good
still
talk.
asleep.
She's still
She
asleep.
is out hard.
I guess we'll continue to move forward.
We got another one?
Oh, we're here for the bits.
Oh, yeah!
Here for the bits.
We can't lose this one.
Here for the bits. It's our bit. It's our bit. We're here for the bits.
Here, yeah.
Yes. These are the best Deck the Hallmark bits.
We do bits?
There are no Hallmarkies bits on here. Not even that cool trophy one. Not on here.
Good.
So we will
will win this one.
First nominee, Big Fun, maybe 6.
Oh, boy.
Come on. I mean,
I love
it's
it.
big fun.
Maybe 6.
Maybe 6. You
That's a
never
great
know.
award.
You don't want to go
It's a great
overboard, but
bit.
it's a great award.
B is Brendan Penny on deck. And look, this is not a bit. I don't know why this got in here. We're trying our best. We only have a certain amount of time. Time is a social construct, but there's still only 24 hours in a day. Even if we're all in the same
We
time.
should commit to one, though.
We should probably. But Brendan, we're sorry. It shouldn't be in this one. We're really sorry about that. C, the helicopter explosion with Chip Checkers.
Boy, the one-off.
I don't know.
The one-off
I
Chip
don't know how
Checkers
that
situation.
got in this for serious. Rick Dilby's love of Sugar Lake. Not a bit. Not a bit. The best band of all time. Take my name out of the running. Paronto. And lastly,
Good stuff, Rick. Good
thanks,
stuff.
Rick. Thank you. Thank you. And lastly, 2020. Just us saying 2020.
When you say 2020, every time I say 2020.
2020.
It's a good bit.
It's a great bit, and we had to retire it because we're no longer in 2020.
Oh, you hate to
Disappointing.
retire a bit. You hate to retire a bit.
Man, I got to be honest. I'm very curious. You guys ready to find out who takes home the big prize?
I'm
here?
pretty excited about
This
it.
is great. Yeah, let's get in here. Let's see what we got. The winner of the Here for the Bits award is 2020. There you have it.
Oh, that's
I gotta be
exciting.
honest. I thought it was gonna be Big Fun, maybe 6.
Yeah,
I
you
don't
never know.
how-
You never know. Am I a little hurt right now? A little bit. But
we cut Riggs' mic off, but he just told me, I'm going to let you speak for a minute, but Sugar Ray just wrote one of the greatest songs of all time.
okay.
I don't know what that
means.
Is that a callback to Taylor and Kanye from like 10 years ago? Rig, like just
Riggs
get
is
it
always
together, buddy.
always at the top,
Man,
on
I
the
don't-
cutting edge
I
of
just don't understand.
comedy.
We do have an acceptance video, from what I understand. Brendan Penny on the line. Thank God we figured this out. Brendan, finally, man, thank you so much for understanding. Brendan, what do you got for us, buddy?
Brendan, you there?
You there, buddy?
Brendan,
Brendan.
can you hear us, Brendan? This is your time, buddy. Right now.
Hey, it says the Skype computer went down.
Which one, his or ours?
Both.
Both?
Simultaneously.
Why do we have a separate computer just for Brendan Penny? Never mind.
As if you need that.
That question answers itself. Should we wait for him? Because this is his moment.
I feel like we got to get going.
We probably got to get going.
going.
Let's get going.
Hey,
Sorry,
Brendan,
Brendan.
try-
Maybe another
next
time, buddy. Next
Brendan,
time.
try to
Next
get
time.
back.
We'll
and-
get you. We'll
That's
get you
right,
next
that's
time.
right.
Don't worry. We'll get it. We'll get
Boy,
it.
you hate to see that.
You hate to see it.
That was his moment.
That was his moment.
hate
He's
when
on the moment.
And guys, the winner of the Hall Star Award, Christopher Palaha.
Yeah.
Wow.
How could it not be? I mean, come on. What are you going to do? He's
Christopher.
Look, all of those people are so special to us. Chris is the gold standard.
He's the gold standard.
He just is one of a kind.
They're from day one almost.
Chris Pine ain't got nothing on you, buddy. I don't care what anybody says. Chris Pine's got nothing on you. True. Even with the shaved head.
That's right.
You look like you're in for a Powder sequel. That's a joke nobody's going to get.
And
do you have any more information for us?
he is.
I think he's here.
Did some of you guys get the powder joke? Anybody back there get the powder joke? Anybody? Yeah, Michelle. Okay, good. Go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, Chris is here to accept the award.
Whoa,
Yeah,
amazing.
fantastic.
Didn't see it coming.
Hi, good evening. It's come to my attention that I have received a Hall Star Award for Best Reoccurring Guest.
Come on, man.
And it delights me to no end that my contribution to Deck the Hallmark podcast is being acknowledged in this way. As the first recipient of the Best Most Reoccurring Guest, I don't know. I think that, I guess if I had to say one thing, to sum up my time on the podcast, my many times on the podcast, it would be that I just have a lot of free time to do that, to be that guy. I'm just glad that people haven't gotten bored of that yet. That's always a fear when you're an actor. I guess I want to thank my wife for her patience to let me go and do as many of their podcasts for free as I do. And then my kids too, because I don't often get to be with them for homework or games and plays, performances. And there was that one vacation I had to miss because I had promised the boys that I would do their show. So yeah, this is an awesome reward for that sacrifice. And I'm grateful, guys. I'm so grateful. Here's to the first ever Hall Star Awards and your first ever Best Reoccurring Guest.
I mean,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
look, what a guy.
What a trooper. Sacrifices so much.
He refused the script, as the great ones do.
He won. Now, I can see why he would. The name of the award is Hey Now You're a Hall Star Award. So I could see.
But the Deckies are literally planted everywhere. Like, try to turn 3 degrees without seeing the Deckies.
They're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Gee, thanks, Chris. You're wonderful, buddy. Love it.
A brand new award I'm bringing to the table called the Best Fan Group, and it's the Greenies because they've been hanging out all day long
to watch
Paul Green.
Man,
you say they're hanging out in the Facebook group. Shout out to the Greenies.
Shout out to the Greenies.
You guys win the fans of the year.
Aside from these guys, obviously.
Of course.
Yeah. Aside from these guys.
They're big awards.
The double deckers and then everyone
The
else
Heinies
agrees.
got nothing on the Greenies.
Wow, how dare you?
Let's take them to the yard and fight.
Take them to the yard with
Guys,
milkshakes.
can you imagine imagine friggin' what's that musical with the knives and stuff where they go to the yard, the old school musical in the New York when you're a jet.
Oh, West Side Story.
You got it. West Side Story, Jake, with the Greenies and the Heidies hanging out.
You described West Side Story by saying they go out to the yard with the knives. That is, we've got Rena here.
Rena, I could not be more sorry,
probably
Rena.
Rena,
I could not be more
Rena
sorry.
has to have imploded. There she
Rena
is.
Rena has the New York skyline behind her, and I'm like, let's West Side Story when you're a jet.
If you had said when you're a jet, that would have been great.
no, I
you
started-
said they go out to the yard with
Oh.
knives. What is that a musical you wrote?
It wasn't.
Knife the musical.
Check out my knife. It's about 4 inches. Check out my knife. It's about 5 inches. That's the opening number, and it's kind of
It just goes from there. And I love it.
Happiest Season on Hulu, February 1st, 2021.
Dan Levy, who's so funny throughout, again, as Dan pointed out, that monologue he has at the end about how everybody's experience coming out is different, and that no matter how it winds up going, the lead up to it is so scary and so nerve wracking. And so just like, you don't know what it's going to be like and how they're going to respond. And, like I came out to my parents my last semester in college, just in case, just in case I was disowned, my education would be paid for. It would work out okay. But, so I just, that I thought was a really
strategic,
smart,
Alonzo.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got to think about these things, I always tell younger people, like, come out when you are in a safe place to do so, and you have a place to live, and you have your own, like if you don't spring it on Thanksgiving and then don't have a plan B as far as where you're going to sleep that night. So anyway, I thought that monologue was great.
Snowkissed, February 2nd, 2021. Guys, I was meeting with my my financial advisor this past week, and he was wondering how your weekend was.
Our weekend? That's weird that he would ask about
He
our
was
weekend.
very concerned about
He's not
your
my financial
weekends. No,
advisor.
he's not yours. He's mine.
But he asked about my week.
He's a big fan of the show.
I'm a little
Oh,
concerned.
yeah. Tell him it was great.
Yeah. Okay. My week was great. Aside from staying up all evening last night. You're on the phone now?
Tony.
Your financial advisor's name is Tony.
Yeah, it's Brain. Oh, yeah, Yeah, more GameStop, please. Yes. They said both their weekends were good. Okay. Saturday? Got it. All right, God bless.
Tony. We're just topical enough on Deck the Hallmark, like just enough to let people know that this is in a certain time and place. And I appreciate that.
Dude, if you listen, I guarantee you listen to this 2 months from now and the GameStop joke is not going to land. Barely landed now.
We had a Tom Cruise joke in Take the Day Off that already people had forgotten about. So there's that. Sometimes it just doesn't age well.
Good times. No, it doesn't, you platter boy.
Harold the Fish. I want to know what's going to happen to him. And I think that this is a fair assessment because she is concerned about Harold the Fish as well.
She is.
Does she take him to Banff? How do you transport a little beta fish like that? Is that something you even should try to transport?
Yeah.
Is it worth the
People,
transport?
obviously, they get transported, Panda. There's not one fish fountain where everybody goes to get their beta fish. Like, they get transported across the country. Dummy.
Yeah, okay. I see
But
where
what about,
I made a
what about-
mistake.
what about by plane?
Should we?
But what about by plane?
Should we transport fish?
Yeah, hear me out. Okay. I did not think it through, and I will.
What you were getting at, though, was about...
I'm sorry I called you dummy.
No, you're not.
I am sorry because it sounded very, very mean.
You
I
were-
stand by that in
That it
this
was a dumb
particular
statement?
case, it was really, really dumb. But I could have
But you're not
better.
dumb for saying it. What about planes, though?
I mean, don't they?
Is it a
when
certain
a fish gets
altitude where
puffed up,
Fish gets puffed up. What are you talking about?
the pressure? You can't. I mean, a pressurized fish.
They're underwater.
Yeah.
Okay, so that
The
makes
air-
it even
the
worse.
water- no.
They're underwater and they're flying in the air. That's double pressure.
There's a reason why water's not floating in the air, dummy.
Clouds all contain moisture in
Yeah,
the
but
air.
what happens
all the
to
time.
different- all falls down.
It's a different
It
type.
doesn't all
It
fall
falls
down.
Fall
It doesn't
down.
all fall down.
Well, it tries to, and then sometimes it evaporates.
That's true.
Yeah.
I stand by
It
it.
tries to.
I'm just saying, maybe we should transport fish.
Maybe we shouldn't. We should
I'm with
keep them all
Panda.
in
Hey,
one. Yeah.
I'm with Panda on this.
Yeah. The Love Ever After preview show, February 3rd, 2021.
Guys, what's a modern day Emma?
Emma is a Jane Austen
Austen
novel.
movie.
Oh.
I said Jane
You
Austen
said
movie,
movie.
and I meant
It's all right,
book.
bud.
I said,
It's actually,
but
there's three. It's a novel in 3 parts, is what it is, actually, technically, if you're getting technical about Jane Austen. But it's definitely not a Jane Austen movie.
Does it have to do with matchmaking?
Yes. It
Okay.
does.
So this sounds like,
And, we know how deftly Hallmark handles Jane Austen. I mean, we've seen it before. And you know a 1-star when you hear it. I'll
Guys,
let
this
everything, I'll let it go from there.
this is the one.
this is the 1-star? What?
Here's the thing is, Brand's seen the trailer for this, and he's very juiced about this movie. That's
What
why.
do you mean it's a 1-star?
He already said it's a 1. There's nothing we can do now.
What makes this more of a 1-star than the one with the X going
Yeah,
along?
them trying in any capacity to do Jane Austen. They have they've never done Jane Austen well, not once.
Oh, no, that is not true. Okay, depends on what you're saying.
Christmas at Pemberley Manor is the closest.
Christmas at
It's
Pemberley
passable.
Manor is a good movie. Is it good Jane Austen? No.
No.
They don't stick to the material.
They never
I'm
stick
not
to the
asking
material.
them to stay, but like.
So what are you asking? Because you like Pemberley Manor.
I thought it was fine. Yeah, it's.
No, you love that movie.
Did I love it? I
Yes.
don't remember. It's been like 3 years and 300 movies.
So you can't say, though, that just because Jane Austen's attached to it, you're an outskirt.
I love how this is the one of all the things he said that are different than what he said before. This is the one where you're like, no, I'm not.
Because
letting
it's
this slide.
Pemberley Manor.
What about it?
It was a good one. Kicking off the season,
Michael
Christmas
Rady.
hard.
Yeah, it's a good
Sinkhole.
movie. But
what-
it's not Jane
Property
Austen, and
owner.
it didn't handle it. Like,
But
if you're
that's
going to
what
make
I'm
those
getting
comparisons,
at
if you're
here.
going to make those comparisons, you cannot.
100% agree with you.
that's a
They
one
need to
for me.
stop doing it.
Yes, well, there
but
it
it
is.
doesn't. But what I'm asking is, are you excited about this movie? And you
No.
said a 1.
A 1. I'm not excited. Why would I be excited about
Because
a
of the
faux-
story here, David Martinez. Being
Now when we
secret-
circle back around to like when it really mattered, like,
being
no, the movie sounds
secretly
stupid.
being secretly set up with his daughter's teacher. The girl is doing a matchmaking business and sets her dad up with her teacher. That's great stuff.
I don't know what you want from me, man. Do you want me to move my star up?
No, I don't want you to do anything. I want you to be true to yourself and true to your school.
I'll give you.
Don't know.
No, it's a
I
1.
just couldn't.
It's a 1. It's a 1,
I
Brandon.
just-
It should be a 1 for you too.
I just didn't understand why it was a 1.
well, it's Jane Austen.
Okay.
It's a 5 for me. I'm just kidding. No, it's a 1. Are you kidding me?
When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 5, February 4th, 2021. You think the show gets better after Jack dies? You think the full season
I think
of
as soon as you bring
Triangle?
Chris McNally in, haven't liked his movies, bet he's awesome in the show.
You're high on the Nally.
I bet he's better in a serial television. That's why I would bank.
Are you more serial or more television?
Serial.
Yeah, I thought you might.
Cocoa Puffs.
Puffs. Puff.
Dude, my parents would never let me have the sugary stuff.
Oh, mine either.
But
it's unreal.
They finally did. When I was a little bit older, they finally let me have it. And
Last week.
Oh, it was great, man. Cocoa Puffs and Cocoa Pebbles. Cocoa Pebbles are
Fruity Pebbles are my
awesome.
jam.
I don't like Fruity Pebbles, don't like fruit. Cocoa, love it.
It's not
because it makes the
fruit,
milk
like-
chocolate
Yeah,
at the
that's how
bottom.
that works.
That's so good.
I'm more Puff than Pebble.
I didn't like chocolate. I'm not a big chocolate cereal guy. I'm not a big cereal guy, but I wasn't allowed to have any of the sugar stuff. It was
I'm
like
more of a Lucky Charm.
Life
I
or
can
whatever.
do Lucky Charm all day long.
Peanut butter Captain Crunch, and then also Golden Grams.
My mind was blown when I saw the.
You always share details like it's like new information.
Yeah.
That no one's ever
Have
heard
you
before.
had these Golden Grams?
Yeah, but Golden Grams are great.
I was allowed to have Golden Grams as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I was allowed to have those.
The cinnamon is delicious.
Cinnamon, yeah, they're all
Cinnamon Toast Crunch
they're
has
just crackers.
been
Yeah,
all rise for me.
Yeah,
lately.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is good stuff.
Started low, gone higher the bigger I've gotten because I like cinnamon.
All right.
You didn't when you were younger?
I don't think I like it as much as I do now.
So
Like,
your
I
love of cinnamon has also
grown.
been all rise.
Oh yeah, all rise.
Wow. So you will love cinnamon more tomorrow than you loved it today.
Oh yeah, 100%. And I
It's
love it a
unbelievable.
lot today.
It's unbelievable.
Do you get tomorrow's newspaper today?
I do. Says all cinnamon, baby.
It's just his personal newspaper. It's just his thoughts. It's not. It doesn't help anyone with anything. It's just his thoughts.
I wonder how I'm going to be feeling about cinnamon tomorrow.
Oh, cinnamon.
Page 8.
8C.
The funnies are just our podcast in cartoon form.
I'd love it. Hey,
A Bride for Christmas, February 5th, 2021. Speaking of fat burgers,
What a segue.
I can't. Andrew Walker cannot get over the fact that a female likes cheeseburgers. Can't fathom it. Can't understand it. He's like, this is the most misogynistic thing. You want sushi or Thai? How about burger? Burgers? She likes burgers. Oh my gosh! I found a 1 in a million, dude. Everybody likes cheeseburgers unless you're vegan. That it's common. But then later on, he's like, bros. He's talking to his bros. Bros. She likes burgers. I'm talking 12-ounce fat boys. Look, I get it. We're trying to sound all macho. 12-ounce burger, that's a 3/4 pound burger. That is unsightly. This side of man versus food, you don't want any part of that. And somebody that orders that on a first date, you need to kick them to the curb before their heart disease sneaks up on you. I'm just telling you.
we'll explain why it took all day and it turned night before they were finished eating it.
No, nobody is eating. Are they sharing it for 2 meals? A 12-ounce burger. People are like at restaurants like half pound. I don't know. That's a lot. Half pound's 8 ounces. What is happening right now? I love a burger more than the next guy or more than the next girl. I do. I love them. That's bonkers. That's like 2 Five Guys burgers. I mean, you are really getting it.
12-ounce fat boys.
I mean, 12-ounce fat boys. Could have picked any number. Half pound. Just say half pound fat boys. I don't understand.
I've done a 1 pound burger one time. It was at a eating challenge in Raleigh, North Carolina.
We went to Red Robin and we did the double, and the double I think was around a pound or a little bit under it. And I'm
Didn't
still
sit
sick.
right.
I'm still sick. That was a year ago. It was forever ago.
12-ounce fat boy. The 12 Dates of Christmas, February 8th, 2021.
I love that Dan thinks that a real place in a non-fictional country has to be a reference to the Shawshank Redemption.
Where else would it
And
be a
can't just
reference
be
to?
a real place. It's a real place.
I know it's a real place, Alonzo, but when's the last time in a movie you've heard Ziwatanehu?
Well, look, Hunter Thompson talks about it, and there are other things it could be a reference to that isn't the freaking Shawshank Redemption.
This is a reference to Shawshank Redemption. I guarantee it. I guarantee. Do you honestly think it's not? Do you honestly think it's not a reference to Shawshank?
I think it doesn't have to be. I think it's like it's like if you mention Narnia or Oz or like something that's fictional, then obviously it's a reference to a thing. It's a real place.
Yeah, it's a real place that is only people know here because of Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, get out of South Carolina.
I'm not
I beg
trying
you.
to sell Mexico short in any way, shape, or form. It's an American movie that mentions Zihuatanejo. What do we want?
Here
Hey,
come the letters.
You can catch more of this on Film and a Movie.
Good stuff, guys.
Kristen Stewart also terrible.
I'm going to make a list.
Beverly Hills Wedding, February 9th, 2021.
Within the first 15 minutes, I thought, I think I've made a mistake, and the movie does not improve for me. Here's why. First of all, Diorce and Penny are just, there's no chemistry there. They are, I don't think that there's a lot of chemistry there. It's a boring relationship.
Is there any chemistry there?
No chemistry there. It's a boring relationship. No chemistry.
No chemistry.
I just want to reiterate
That's one of your classic
You know
go-tos.
what? Listen.
One of your classic go-tos. I mean, Michael Rady, you get what you get with Michael Rady.
No chemistry. No chemistry.
He's going to do the same thing in every movie. Trevor Donovan, you get with
Lindy.
Lindy. It's got to be Lindy Booth.
You got to go with Lindy. Would have done better in this movie, I feel like. Lindy. You got to go with Lindy.
Hey, I know it's Beverly Hills, but people have beer at weddings.
Yes.
Like, that's not the
not a
idea
frat
that they're
thing.
so just taken aback by somebody who wants to have a beer at a wedding is absurd. Like, you're spending millions of dollars. Tell me there's not an open bar at that wedding with whatever you'd
maybe
like to
we're
drink.
so low class and all of our friends are so low class.
That's right.
Like,
Fair. But they're tasting champagnes. I'm assuming that's for the toasts. Yeah. That's not. Or you mean to tell me they're going to get to the wedding and everyone's just drinking champagne?
Boy, that's a tough.
That's a tough
Is
wedding
there
right
anything
there.
better than going to a wedding? You're not excited about it. You're just like, I can't believe this is happening. And then you show up and it's an open bar.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's a
it
good
does,
feeling.
yeah,
That's a
it's
good
a good
feeling.
feeling.
Good feeling.
It's a good
You're like,
feeling.
well,
okay. I mean, just look it
Well,
up.
if I've got to be here. I mean,
Things are looking
also
up.
if they have Chick-fil-A nuggets as well.
Oh, you're at those weddings with open bars and a nugget tray.
It's awesome.
What if we spend all our money on the open bar? What are we gonna do for food? Nugget tray,
dude. Guys, can we stop? Like, let's make weddings fun again. That's what you know what I'm talking about? Get those nugs. Like, nugs are
those
great.
nugs.
Like, stop it with your salmon.
A nacho bar and nugs with an open bar. I'm there. I'll go to anybody's wedding if you have.
Okay, save the money on the like. Don't do invitations. Just do events.
Just
I'm
text me.
down with it.
Shoot
Like,
me a text.
Just let me know what's happening. I'll be there if I'll be there. If I'm there, I want nuggets and I want an open
How
bar.
about an all open bar wedding? Open nacho bar.
Oh my gosh.
Open chicken wing bar. Open ice cream sundae bar. Open alcohol bar.
Stop. I'm there.
Why aren't we planning weddings?
I
a good
wonder if some
question.
people wouldn't find our weddings appealing.
They're wrong. I can tell you that.
Bethany Joy Lenz, February 10th, 2021.
You got it.
What's your worst first date experience?
I went. I don't know if this is the worst. This is just one bad date experience I remember from when I was I was a teenager. I think I was 18 or something. And I went with this guy that I really liked, and this is like what a stupid theater snob I was. I went to go see Les Mis with this guy that I liked, and he was not into theater at all. And we're sitting in the Broadway theater watching Les Mis. It's like my favorite show. I've grown up on it. And Fantine is laying in the bed, and she's like calling out to Cosette, and it's like the moment when you can hear a pin drop in her song because she's dying, and he leans over to me, and it's dead silent in the theater, and he goes, "Is she dying?"
So that worked out. You married him right away.
Yeah, instantly I was like, "Oh, I'm never gonna date this guy again." Nope.
Is she dying?
But I was 18.
No. That guy's dumb. You dodged a bullet. Is she dying? Are you serious?
She's dying.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's a classic. I love that. When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 6, February 11th, 2021.
Billy made Jack look like a fool.
Yep.
Because
You know what? If
now everyone knows his limit. He only has 275 to his name.
You think he was giving his life savings?
Yes.
That's sure is what he made it look like.
He had that amount on him.
You always take all.
You don't carry your life savings everywhere you go.
Absolutely.
At an auction, you do. In case you want to go really big.
If you go
In case
big,
you want to go whole hog, you just go.
I
got
go
it
all
on
in.
me.
Dude, I hate losing at auctions.
I
hate it. One of the most humiliating things you can do is lose at an auction.
I went to an auction.
Every auction loves to have you attend.
No, they love to. I've been to one auction, and here's what happened.
Oh no!
I really just wanted to get involved. I was very passionate, but there were a bunch of big old ticket items I didn't care about. So finally, it was a like Ducks Unlimited beer, like a big cup, big Stein. It was a big Stein, and I was like, "This is the one." And
you're a big beer drinker.
Yeah, sure. So I am going for it. It's me and another guy, and it's going up. And it's getting, it never went into triple digits, but I get close. And I was committed, and I got it, and I yell out, I won. And my wife is like, you didn't win. You spent a lot of money. We lost.
How much was it for the
It
beer
was,
Stein?
I think, like $80 or something. We haven't been back.
Was you listening out there?
I won, and she's like, "No, you just spent more money than him."
Was she mad at you?
No.
Fundraisers who are trying to raise money, you want these two at your auction right away.
Yeah.
Me and Panda getting a bidding competition for a
you
cake.
can hire me to bid against them just to make sure it gets spiked high enough, and I will know exactly when to bow out. I can promise you.
All right, let's practice right now.
What do we bid? What are we bidding on? This football right here.
Okay.
This football. I'll start it at $1.
$5.
$5. Wow, right off the bat. $5 going once.
That's all.
$6 says Panda. Six. I see 6 once. Six
I'm
twice. There you go. You bought this thing for $6.
Worth it.
It is worth maybe 50 cents. It's paper.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he got you at 5. You went 6.
Yeah,
You
no.
literally
But listen, who's
Listen
the real
to
man
this.
here?
That's what you spent.
But Christmas in Conway, give me them hot dogs.
Hot dog.
February 12th, 2021.
It does give a Walk to Remember vibes off from time to time as well. So not necessarily the most original film, but man, there's not a lot to pick at. This movie is qualitatively better than what we traditionally get with a Hallmark movie. There's some really phenomenal performances here. Some really, just gut-wrenching, emotional, powerful scenes. So yeah, I'm here for it. Enjoyed my time. I'm a big fan of course, now I blank on her name.
Mary Louise Parker.
No.
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore. I love Mandy Moore. Couldn't.
Huge fan.
Hey,
of,
listen, I got stuck in my head.
What's her? Such a big fan.
I love.
such a big
You know
fan.
what?
What's her name?
You know what? Don't hurt
her
my
name
heart.
again?
You're hurting my
What's her
heart.
name?
Listen, I got stuck on the M's because there's 2 M's here, and I got stuck.
You got stuck.
I could. And then I was coming up with
Mary
the
Miller.
word Maggie.
Maggie
I
Miller.
could only think of Maggie.
Maggie Morse.
And I knew I was stuck, and
Morse.
it wasn't coming to me. And
Morristown.
I'm sorry. That's on me.
Motel Morris. Christmas Cupid, February 15th, 2021.
There's a lot of jokes in this movie that are something. And I was thinking to myself, man, a guy definitely wrote this. No. A woman wrote this who now writes the Dragon cartoon on Netflix. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. It was I was shocked. A lot of shocking things in this movie, but I did have a good time. So if that's the goal, then
okay,
you did it.
You always give Chad Michael Murray movies a pass.
Gosh, I love that guy, man.
You just give him it doesn't matter what he's in. Like if he redid Birth of a Nation, you'd be like, that Chad Michael Murray.
Yeah.
Whew,
He
good
can do
stuff.
he can do no wrong.
Chad Michael Murray in Scrubs, let's just point out.
That's right. Yeah. In Scrubs, and also basically borrowing heavily from the TV show Scrubs with the basketball scene.
Playing Cupid, February 16th, 2021. is I really wanted Clara to have a bigger role in the matchmaking process of her dad and her teacher. And all she ended up doing in this movie to get those two lovebirds together was send them anonymous candygrams. And listen, no one loves candygrams more than me.
Than the three of us. We worked on the candygrams team. I don't know if you know that.
We were on the
story.
team. And I love.
Sorry, Susan.
I love. You got this, Sis? You got this, Sis?
A quick aside.
We're gonna go shoot. We're gonna shoot hoops, Sis. You got this?
When we were all teachers, we all had to be on a committee, and the candygrams at the school was run by our science teacher, head of the science department, who was amazing. She's the best science teacher in the world, and had the candygrams down to a science. So all three of us signed up to be on the candygrams committee, and we did nothing.
Yeah.
She had all those juniors in high school running the grams, collecting the grams, the money. We did not. We did nothing.
I will say we would go in and we say, Seuss, you good? You need anything, Seuss? And then we would go, shoot hoops or something.
She would look at us
Phillips,
and she'd
God
go,
bless you.
She would look at us and she'd go, "No, I got it, boys."
I got this.
We did. Sometimes I didn't even hand the ones out that were delivered to my classroom.
Yeah, no, kids had month-old candy.
And we did it. That was 2014. Those were the days.
So the thing, they just didn't know how far they could go, and so they just kind of skirted around it. And I wasn't sure if I was supposed to get hot and heavy during that scene or not.
You weren't. So do you wait for the movie to give you what you consider to be approval for you to get? And I don't know how much we can dive into this to get hot and heavy, because I watched this with you
to feel hot and heavy.
Okay,
and I want to make sure that's clear.
Okay,
I'm not getting hot and heavy with Dan in the room.
I'm not so sure that's true anymore. I'm not here when you guys watch it. I can't.
Man.
But when he grabs her face and there's flour, leaves, he's got flour, that worked. But just the scene leading up to it, I felt it had, could have been, oh boy, that's the scene of the year. But it just,
massive.
There has to be more that this money could be used for the greater good of the school than just giving her a new classroom, right?
Yeah.
All the other teachers have to be ticked off.
Oh, yeah.
Because they all have the same stuff, the crappy stuff.
Yes.
She was just the one complaining about it.
Maybe if you assign it, you get it.
I love that rule. That's
you
great.
get it. I
would be assigning
all kinds of
money-making schemes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Just go out and ask for money for the day.
That's right.
We'll learn lessons, I'm sure, but then bring it to Daddy.
To the school. To Daddy? Wow. What are you doing right now?
I forgot that I was talking to students
Casey
there, everybody.
Heights.
That's my fault. I forgot who.
Sweethearts, Hot and Heavy, and Daddy all in this episode. You are crushing it. Awkward dogs.
I forgot I was communicating to students there, everybody. That was on me. I just want to have it on the record, Trace, as you're writing all this down. I never had my students call me Daddy, and I want to make that perfectly clear on the record. It was never a requirement of my classroom.
There is there are several scenes where you get to hear someone cutting grass in the background before Valentine's Day, and then there's a lot of scenes with terrible sound mixing. But then there's two scenes that have crickets in the background, and those two are my personal favorites because. What in the world? Did the crickets hear the lawnmower and go, guys, it's summer. Wake up. Wake up. Start the music.
Oh, it's cold.
Damn.
It's a track.
Why are we out here? It's freezing. I heard lawn mowing. What do you want from me?
I like that there's just two crickets that are really good. Ring it. This doesn't feel right.
Gee. Oh, my goodness. Our good friend Tyler Hines, February 17th, 2021.
Well, hold on. Here's a perfect example. I asked you, Brand, if you guys had some, for the award show that you guys did, because I wanted to shout you out. If you guys had something of me winning the award. You didn't even reply to me.
How did you not reply to him?
In my mind, my mind, I'm sitting there going they were kind enough to include me in their award show. The other award show, they gave me a little thing with my face on it so I could post it and say thank you. And so I asked you for one, even though I felt kind of weird because I'm like,
well, no, here's the thing.
I'm going to pile on. No, I'm going to pile on here. This guy, if you're listening and not sure about what Tyler's saying, this guy reached out to us, we unsolicited, and said, I would like to post your podcast on my social media. I would like to do that for you out of the goodness of my heart. And we ghosted him. That's what happened.
Left on scene.
Just absolutely.
And I felt how I imagined all my fans would feel if they saw me see their thing and then just leave it there. They would go, I understand, but it hurts a bit.
Just DOA.
I want to say, first of all, that I'm very apologetic about this. I'm not going to try to defend myself because that would be silly. I will say,
can I project what I feel like your thought process was?
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like you were like, I don't have that material. I didn't give it for anybody else. So I don't know what to answer him, but I might come back to it later when we maybe make that material and then I'll reply to him. Is that what you thought?
My goal, Tyler, was to pull the clip because there's video to pull the clip of you winning. Yeah. And I just didn't. Okay. But and there's no excuse for that. I will say I don't usually check Instagram. Dan does this, and so I found out secondhand.
I texted him.
So Dan told me, and then it fell through the cracks, which is still on me.
Yeah.
But my thing is, if you want to get in contact with me, Tyler, just get in contact with me. You don't have to go.
Oh gosh, how are you turning this back around on Tyler Hunt?
If you want to get,
I thought that was you on. I thought that was yours. I thought you were the one.
Here's the thing, Tyler. I've talked to you a few times on the Instagram Messenger, but when it comes to this, when it comes to posting the socials, I don't do any of that. Yeah. I'm not like I don't do any of it. He makes all the art, all the stuff.
He responds to people.
Yeah. I
don't
respond
do
to
that.
people on a regular basis. I'm the guy that you're talking to. If you're on Instagram, post it like asking us about a movie. It's me. But I texted him and I said, hey, Tyler sent us this thing he wants to post. Like, I don't know what to tell him. I probably should have said, hey, I don't know. I'll ask Bran. But I just thought Bran would hop in there at any point.
I did not hop in. I did not hop in.
I'm glad we're doing this now.
You guys both have access to the account. You guys both have passwords.
Yeah. We both got the same.
So I don't know who I'm talking to if I'm talking to one of you.
I'll try my best to tell you from now on in that regard. And that's how I'll reach out to you for filming a movie because that's happening. I'm going to bring you on to do that.
Let's go.
I only I talk exclusively through FaceTime. So if you want to contact me, I need to see you. I need to see this. I will say I saw this meme not too long ago that like just I felt so seen in this moment. And the meme said, I have not put my phone down since 2005, but don't expect me to text you back anytime soon.
Yeah,
that's me. Yeah. I just have such a hard time. Like I see it. The problem is I see text messages and I want to give them the time that they deserve. And so I'm like, I'll come back to it. And then I don't. And it is a fatal flaw on because I have all the right intentions and I'm just the worst at follow through.
But isn't this like, to me, there is a whole psychology behind text, Instagram, all these interactions, and it is a cesspool of confusion because everybody is going through their own personal journey when they read a text, wanting to reply, usually 9 times out of 10 with the best intentions, but things get misinterpreted. This is why I try to make my relationship with this phone device the most genuine and simplistic as I can. I don't claim that I answer everybody. I don't claim that I will give you, the most entertaining responses. I just try to genuinely interact with it in a way that keeps my sanity and hopefully is as courteous as I would be in person as I should be on a phone or a text message.
So here's the thing. This is very unnecessary for anybody else to hear this, but here we are. We're here now.
Here we are, an hour and a half. This is what we're doing.
This is why you listen to podcasts.
So one of my love languages, Tyler, to put it that way, is personal time. And so I always want to make sure if I'm talking to you that you're getting my best. Which is why I have such a hard time with text messages because it's just like I want to have this whole conversation with you where it's not necessary usually. It's not a whole conversation. And I also have this thing that not many people know about where I can't I don't have a good imagination. I can't picture things in my mind. And so when I am talking to somebody, I want to see them, which is why I do actually do FaceTime for the most part, because I like to be able to see you, because I don't remember what you look like in my mind, which is like apparently something that less than like 10% of the people have. It's a weird thing that I have. And so I like to be like, I want to feel connected to you as a person. And so that's why I have such a hard time.
Tyler, if you dig through all of those, that sad story and excuses, you'll find an apology in there somewhere. Like if you take it to the tape, like
there's no apology necessary, because I assume I know that. I assume there's a journey on the other end that's taking place that I'm not privy to, and I know I don't get offended by any of these things because I don't expect anything.
From a business perspective, I'm sorry. From a personal perspective, I'm just looking for more than you were willing to give in that moment. And that's on me. That's on me, man. That's on me. When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 7, February 18th, 2021.
I do think he learns to read really fast. And if the only thing that was holding him back was Lil Clay...
Aiken?
No, Clay alphabet things.
If I was invisible.
Can you name me a second Clay Aiken song?
He did a cover of Bridge Over Troubled Waters during American Idol.
Can you name me a third Clay Aiken song?
Better singer or better politician, Clay Aiken?
Singer. Oh, I don't know what his politics are.
Was he in politics? Yeah, he ran for like mayor or something of a town.
Did he win?
I don't know the logistics
of if he won or lost. Just a yes or no question.
Logistics.
I'm pretty sure that song says, "If I was invisible, I could just watch you in your room." Doesn't it say that?
It does say that.
What are you doing, Clay? Clay, what are you doing?
And like in the music video, he's like, "Why?" If my recollection's correct, he is watching through a closet, which is like unfortunate for like his story.
A number of reasons.
But that's happening in that music video. Does that ring any bells?
I can't say I've
Maybe
watched
I've blocked it out. If I were invisible.
Not great. Not great.
Clay.
Who told him that was a good single?
I don't know the logistics.
Did he win or lose? Don't know the logistics. Can't get into specifics here on win or lost.
Clay Aiken. My goodness.
The way they do things in that town, man, I just can't get into it.
It was a double runoff. Pot boiler.
If I was invisible.
This is for you, Millie.
To that point, the feels I got Bo-related feels was when he left the cat can run or whatever outside of Elizabeth's house with the letters. Cat ran fast. That's exactly right. I was like, oh, that's because he's like showing that he can do it, and it's very exciting for her. So that gave me feels. Dan, no feels. All right, let's go to a quick break, and we'll be right back here on Tech Talk.
I can't get into the logistics.
Has no one looked up if Clay Aiken won or not? What are we doing here, guys?
Do I Google Mayor Clay Aiken?
Clay Aiken win the election.
The election. You lost to Reuben again?
2014 Democratic candidate who sought election to the U.S. House of Representatives. He won the Democratic nomination, but he was defeated by incumbent Renee Elmers in the general election.
Do they get into the logistics?
Underneath that, it says we cannot get into the logistics.
Okay. Get a load of this. More shocking, he has a best of album. There's enough where he has a best of playlist. The very best of Clay Aiken 09. Ironically, Bridge Over Troubled Waters is track 4. Invisible track 12.
Dude. A cover song is on his best of.
Actually, there's several covers.
Yeah.
Mary, Did You Know is also on there.
Stop it.
Oh, it's time for the Wait What. It's a party show. We're talking about one of this episode made us go, wait. Mary, did you know?
Clay, all these songs are public domain. Yep.
If I was invisible. Remember that one, though? Remember that one? Anybody?
I always wish I could watch people sleep.
Wonder why you didn't win, Clay. You're over there watching people sleep. I don't like that.
Maybe, do you think whoever was running against him just played that song? Like, my response, Mr. Aiken? What do you got?
Boy.
Silver Bells, February 19th, 2021.
But you know what? You know who I think tells it better? You know who I think will tell this one better?
Who do you think would tell
I
it
think Panda's going to tell this better.
Wow.
So I'm going to go to my friend Panda. Panda, do you have any
This
more?
sharing is
Do you
getting
have any
obnoxious.
more wait
You know,
what's?
there's this really great one, and as good as it is, though, like I'm just like, Brandon.
I got it.
All right, go ahead, Trace.
Go ahead.
So, you guys know Christmas Eve?
Yeah.
So, Catherine throws this Christmas Eve party, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
She doesn't have a Christmas tree. So, no Christmas tree in sight, but she's throwing a party.
What kind of monster does that?
I don't know. So the whole family gets a Christmas tree together, brings it to her, so she can have a Christmas tree at her Christmas party on Christmas Eve, bonkers.
Trey should do all the way what?
Yeah.
Yeah, really should.
God bless.
It's a good one. I've got a few.
Come at me, haters.
Okay. Anything else, Trace?
Nah, God bless. Happy birthday, Millie.
Got a lot of mileage out of that Millie bit.
It's not a bit, Dan. It's her birthday.
Yeah, it is her birthday. You're right. It's not a bit. You're 100% right.
I don't know what you want.
What's in your mouth? You couldn't swallow that just real quick.
Yeah.
Her birthday.
Go me around here. I want to say quick thank you. I got those Bramble Jam Plus subscriptions. Big fan. God bless. Glad you got them.
I just want to know how many people this is funny to.
No one.
Thousands of people, tens of thousands of people listen to this podcast. How many people think that the week-long Millie Bobby Brown bit is funny? What are you guys doing?
I mean, we're even on the fence.
Yeah.
Those are the best ones, though. Yeah. On the fencers.
Classic on the fencers. If I was invisible, sorry. Watch you just right in there, just in the room. Just
Imagine for a second a Clay Aiken, Millie Bobby Brown collaboration.
On what?
Oh my gosh.
An album.
That is what we've been looking for.
That's exact. If that would make them not invisible. That's for darn sure.
True.
I don't know. Let's figure out the details on that before we go any further.
No, let's make this happen. Hashtag
the logistics.
Hashtag Clay and Millie.
Millie Aiken Brown.
Millie Aiken Brown. Clay.
If
Aiken.
Millie's invisible.
If Millie's invisible, so that's not bad. Yeah.
Guys,
keep it up. The Spirit of Christmas, February 22nd, 2021.
And then the whole thing where he disarms the burglar alarm. I'm sorry. You're a ghost. I mean, admittedly, you're a ghost who eats and is tangible, but still, like, that's so. It's not even that he waves his hand over it or something. No, he knows the code. That just seems so mundane somehow for someone who's dead.
I hate to bring this back up, Alonzo, but he is alive, just not in the traditional sense. That is how they explain that, because I had that one down, and then caretaker of the place, I don't remember his name, Harold just wind up in the pitch. He's alive, just not in the. There's only one way to be alive. I just the best I can understand it is he is actually in solid form, not ghost form for those 12 days, and he can press buttons and stuff, but otherwise he just goes through the walls.
But is for the rest of the year, is he still hanging out at the end, but he's just invisible?
It's one of my big ones, but more than that, if he can disarm it, the motion detector should be able to pick him up, because he's not walking through the door. The door didn't set off the alarm. The motion detector would set off the alarm. So when she sets that alarm,
he walks through the door at the beginning.
But the next time she sets the alarm, he's in the house, and he walks to the alarm and undoes it. The motion detector would have caught him if he's solid. If he's a ghost, he can't push the buttons. It doesn't make any sense.
Finally, the major question is: he eats, so does he poop?
Yeah, that is a good one. That's good stuff for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The public has a right to know.
They do. He's asking the hard-hitting questions.
He shaves his
Look,
beard.
they
and
opened
he
that door.
He shaves his beard and he goes immediately to poop jokes.
That's
It's
right.
just unbelievable.
This
This
guy.
guy.
Just stoops so low. So sophomore. So it's a mix-up in the Mediterranean, February 23rd, 2021. It's the best one that they've done so far this year in New Year, New Movies or Love Ever After. So I'll give it that.
Did you like it?
No, I didn't. I would never watch this movie again under any circumstances, but it has more to recommend than any other movie.
Under any circumstances?
You know what I mean. Under any normal circumstances that don't involve me getting paid a lot of money.
Okay.
Or a gun.
If you watch this, you get to hang out with Ben Affleck for the day.
No. Who cares?
You get to hang out with Ben.
That's the dumbest
Get Duncan.
of all the things. Get Duncan?
Yeah.
No, I'll
in
pass.
that case.
Hard pass. Sorry.
Get to play golf with me.
Well, that's not I get to play golf whenever I want, and you're always invited.
Yeah, but I'll actually come this time.
But that's basically like getting paid lots of money. I mean, let's be honest. Like getting to play golf with you, that is hitting the lottery. Just getting to watch and record it.
But it's a more normal circumstance. I'm just saying.
You watch this movie, Crandall doesn't come around anymore.
Ooh, what about Janie?
Jani's still here.
No. So no. Do you have one, Alonzo?
Could I have the Duncan without the Ben Affleck? Is that
Yeah. I get free Duncan, no Affleck.
Deal.
Back on board.
Deal. What about like Matthew McConaughey or someone? Someone fun.
I don't know, man.
Ben Affleck's a sad sap right now.
But all of these are things that are of value that you can't put them on. Like, that's not an option. So anything.
It is an option in this hypothetical.
It's a contest or sweepstakes. I'm talking about on a normal
It is not a
situation
sweepstakes.
in a normal day under any
Matthew
normal
loved this
circumstance.
movie. He's upset about what you said. He says if you give it
Matthew
one more
McConaughey
shot, he
loved
said
the
if you
movie.
give it one more shot, Dan,
No.
I'll finally come around. All right.
He did say that. I heard him.
He tweeted that out. He didn't even know Do you know Matthew McConaughey?
I do.
Oh, that's wild.
Me and Matt go way back.
It's unbelievable.
Aaron Krakow, February 24th, 2021.
And, another thing was as soon as I read it, I felt like, oh, this is Tyler Hynes. This guy is Tyler. I mean, not that they're the same person, but I just felt like Tyler's going to nail this role. And so I really hope they offer it to him. And luckily he
Tyler
accepted.
seems like the guy that would steal his brother's fiance.
Yeah, no,
Is that what you're saying?
I agree.
Oh, no.
I do agree,
Unbelievable,
though.
Aaron.
I agree because that's the
Unbelievable.
vibe that I get too. Every time I talk to him, I was like, "This guy, he's up to no good."
Yeah.
Let me ask you this.
Oh.
You can answer it if you want, Aaron. You want to clarify it all, or you
Okay.
just you're going to stand by it?
No, I think I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, I love it. When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 8, February 25th, 2021. Look, the episode's real bad television. Life is not all about
Don't say it.
walking into a door and getting your kids to hug you. It isn't. However, if you're a parent, there's not much better of a feeling than that. And that scene, as bad as everything is in that scene that happens before and after that, that one thing where she stops mid-song and runs to her dad and gives him a hug is always from the first, like it's been done 1,000 times. It will always work. Even if everything else is bad, it will always work. And so that moment, there is no need to not stand by that moment.
And we tested that because you had your kids run through the door, give you a hug.
That's
And
right.
then I ran through the door, give you a hug. You said it was not the same.
Not the same. I thought for sure it would be. When you jumped up and wrapped around, that
Yeah,
was when it got weird.
Okay, close your eyes, and we're gonna
Okay.
play a game called "Is It Your Kid?"
Okay.
And somebody is gonna run and jump in your arms, and you have to decide: is it your kid, based off of the feelings.
I'm not doing this.
Okay, ready? Close your eyes.
Okay.
Here we go.
It's definitely my kid. Definitely. There's no way around it.
Come on out, guys.
Debbie McComer's Trading Christmas, darn it. February 26th, 2021. Slowy Talkerson Ray and
Kendall, Mary, Sean Trawl,
Emily. And Emily, they kiss big ones a lot.
A lot of kissing.
In this movie. There's a lot of kissing big ones. And I just want to know, was it ever brought up, like maybe tone it down? Like it was a It was a lot of kissing big ones.
Well, it's
they're making out on the couch. They're making out anywhere they can, and my poor guy.
They kiss a ton, but the other couple, it's implied that they sleep together.
Yes.
So one couple goes all the way. The other couple takes out a mortgage on first base.
Yes.
They just live there.
I have never seen a Hallmark movie with that much making
kissing,
out.
laying down on the couch. It's a ton. It's a lot.
It's a lot, man.
Sheesh.
It's a lot.
Operation Christmas Drop, March 1st, 2021. Yeah, I had parents with Wi-Fi feels in this movie. I got to be honest, man. We FaceTime my mom and dad, my twin boys, so they can see them all the time. And it never fails. I swear, every time it starts breaking up, quality, poor connection. And my mom goes, I'm really sorry, Daniel. The router's upstairs. I know the router's upstairs, Mom. Like, I know it is. We need to find a way.
It's the same thing at my parents' house. They always hang out in the den,
That's right.
which is the furthest possible part.
That's right.
From the router.
Right. Just get a mesh system, get a Google Nest, get something. You can have multiple routers throughout your house. It costs $150. I just think if you have a house big enough to where you can be in the den and be too far away from the router, you can afford the Linksys system. And then
buy them a very long cable.
Yeah. Well, what's crazy is my dad loves tech stuff. Like, they're not super old. Like, they love tech stuff, and they're probably going to watch this on Friendly and give me a hard time. But like every time, it's like, just fix it. Just for crying out loud. I've had my kids for 4.5 years. Just fix the thing.
Guys, we'll send you a system. It's coming in the mail.
Yeah.
It's coming in the mail.
Can the business buy them that? It's
I think we can buy
$150.
Hi, Thompson's.
Yeah, that's right.
It was always you. March 2nd, 2021. Anybody who hangs out at an ice cream parlor and like stands like this.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird bit.
You know what you're doing.
That's
you're
right.
up to no good. Anybody who sits in a tree house with his leg dangling off, serenading himself, you're up to no good.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that, but I loved the movie. So I don't know what that says about me. Again, it really could have been anything. It could have been plumbing, and I would have been very, very much invested in this movie. But yeah, best movie of the year, but still not without its struggles for Brand personally as a human.
Chris McNally, March 3rd, 2021.
Before those 3 minutes, can I quickly do a fact check with you guys?
Sure. Please.
Okay, because I feel like you would be relieved to know that in Sailing into Love, it is in fact the ocean. It's not a lake. That's filmed in Victoria, BC, which is probably about a 10-minute boat ride from the border.
Man.
The story takes place in Washington, which is on the other side of that border. So it is authentically the Pacific Ocean. It's not a lake.
I got to be honest,
legit.
Chris, I forgot you were in the movie, and I thank you so much for sticking with us. You're ahoy.
You're ahoy.
I gave you such a hard time, man. What a sport. Unbelievable.
You know, it was deserved. Hey, I've seen it too. It's okay.
Dude, you are awesome. Keep going. Keep going, please. Do it.
Yeah. Snow-kissed.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Definitely not Lucia playing that violin.
Definitely not. I thought so.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
The woman's name is Momo. I don't know her last name, but her name's Momo.
love Momo.
And that's why I say in the camera.
In IMDb, it said it was Lucia, and it's like, just can't be Lucia.
I looked it up after listening, and I checked. I'm like, yeah, it is in fact not that person.
Man, he did his homework. This guy.
Anymore, or is that it?
Well, I really love the comment on the hip check in New York on Jen Willie.
It's a good one.
Take it down a notch.
I think all the points were awesome. I laughed hysterically last night listening to that.
I'm glad. When Calls to Heart, Season 1, Episode 9 with Daniel Lissing, March 4th, 2021.
I just wanted to thank the fans very much for making this show so popular and for supporting Jack so much. And I had just so much fun playing him. So that's it. Love you guys.
It's very sweet.
That's to the
Love
fans.
you too, man.
How would before we leave? How would you?
I just realized I blew 3 strapping men.
No, I caught them all. Don't worry, buddy. That's right. Right over there. That's
How
right.
would you? How would you vote our kind of smolder for this episode?
I want to see your smolders one by one. Brand, go.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah. So go like this, guys. That's right. You go like this and then turn.
Okay.
Look at this guy.
Oh my gosh.
God.
All right. My heart just started pounding.
Is it on me? Is it on me?
Yeah, it's on
It's
you.
on you.
Was that good?
I do it again.
Give him one more. Give him one more. Give him one more. One more. Here we go.
All right. Number one, know where your camera is?
Yeah.
Know
Right there. Okay.
Okay. And then slowly bring your eyes up to camera and squint them slightly. There it is. There it is. There it is. Yes. All right, that's great. All right, Panda.
All right.
Oh.
Well,
A little smile there at the end.
Where you landed at the end. That's where we want to see. We want to get there
Early.
Get
early.
Get there as soon as you turn around. So you turn around and bang, you're there.
Okay.
There it is. There it is, mate. Yes, very nice.
That's great. That's great.
All right, love it. All right, Dan. Whoa.
Wow.
That was like, what's my turn to take that stress?
That's right. Yeah, I was going for smolder inquisitive is what I was going for.
That's exactly what it looked like, mate.
Wow.
I love it. A Dog Named Christmas, March 5th, 2021.
Mine is also cougar related, but from a filmmaking standpoint. That cougar looked real.
Yep.
And there is a wide shot of Coug and Christmas together.
You think they split it?
I don't know. That's what I want to know because I can't imagine because that cougar was acting real good because that cougar looked vicious.
Yeah.
And Chris was just over there. Roof, 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 roof. How'd they shoot that? How'd they shoot
know.
that with
That's a good
that Coug and the pup?
What if you found out they were best friends, really?
That Coug and the Pup, I used to listen to them on the radio regularly. That was my favorite morning show. Coug and the Pup, man, they're good. Got in trouble back in '96.
Shock jocks.
Yeah. What I mean, why are you dropping just giant boxes of mandarin oranges from the sky in the chopper?
That's
It's dangerous.
That's
somebody's gonna
downright
get-
dangerous.
That's a Coug idea.
That's a Coug idea.
I don't think that would have gotten them banned by itself, but when they locked the studio and played Chumbawamba on repeat.
Yeah. The pup got rehired, which is crazy.
Where?
FLAM, Flam.
The Flam Chan? Man.
Flam.
What do they play? Do they only play Wham?
Yacht Rock and Wham.
Welcome to Flam Chan. We don't play Wham.
It's the Wham Flam Chan.
Wham Chan. Christopher Palaha, March 7th, 2021.
I've been writing, and I have a stack of journals at home, which are ideas and then short stories. You guys know I do like the little haiku things, which I have shirked all my responsibilities for the rest. Sorry, guys. I'm sure you've moved on, but
That's where most people know you from is Take the Day Off. The
That's
haiku
right.
guy.
They take the day off. Haikus.
They're just happy to know you're alive.
Speaking of which, I know you're in the middle of an answer, but you said you were in London at this hotel and you're in the zone writing. What was it like to be in that zone and have some idiot from South Carolina keep asking you to go do haikus out in the field?
yeah, but how great was it? How great was it? I got up at 5:45 in the morning and there were birds.
Dude, the haikus
Langley?
it was so perfect. Like
my favorite was when the guy
there's a guy walking behind you
just like walks
and you're
by.
just like, hey, what's going on there?
So good.
That was great, man.
I know, and I could keep them up for you, but I feel like you guys are. I feel like I don't know. You tell me what you want to do with that.
He
But
clearly
anyway,
has moved on, and that's part. Like we got a lot of haikus out of Chris, so we're not going to ask for any more. I think that's fair.
Speak for yourself.
Brand's like,
I'll be talking to him later. You stay on the line.
Love at the Christmas Table, March 8th, 2021.
The big one though, I think, is like we kind of touched on, like when they have the major drag out, blowout fight where they say all the terrible things. It really felt like they had not made any effort to let us know that those were things that were happening. And again, I think another 5 or 10 minutes of this movie would have maybe bridged that gap nicely.
I wrote down, I was going to propose, but instead here's a tight 5 on your dead mom. Like, I don't know how we got there. I get it. Like, she's staying away, but he had a ring in his pocket instead. He's like, and another thing.
When he said, and about your mom, I was like, no, don't do it.
Stay on the ombe.
Wait, like he stopped talking and she was like, no, tell me. And he's like, oh, no.
But,
I'm like, it's a trap.
The other
it's
thing,
a trap.
The other thing,
don't do it.
Like, she is going to town on him about like 8 jobs in 6 years. You don't know what you want to do. Like, all fair. And he takes it. And he could, instead, he's like, all right, well, I've got a dead mom waiting on me. Like, it was brutal. Like, it was like, oh my goodness.
You go visit her grave too much.
Yeah. Like, I just couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe what I was watching there.
Fit for a Prince, March 9th, 2021.
Maybe not a lot of feels that they would necessarily want, but I do, like, I have a special place in my heart for scenes where somebody comes to an event not dressed appropriately for the event. Like, I feel that in my soul, like the panic rising up when that happens.
Yeah.
That's happened to me before, where I didn't get the memo. I wasn't supposed to wear jeans.
And
I wore jeans to an event.
My favorite story, if I can tell it.
Yeah,
and if
sure,
not, we
go
can
for
edit
it.
it out because I don't think we're live right now. But
sure,
we all worked at a school where there was a baccalaureate service. And part of the baccalaureate service is that 3 members of the faculty would give a 5 to 10 minute challenge to the graduates. And this is the night before graduation. So it's like pre-graduation. And 2 of the 3 people that got to get up and give those little vignettes were the 2 of us. And I showed up in a suit and tie. And Panda is in a like Miami Dolphins teal golf shirt. And I was like, what in the world? Like, I didn't know. And I went to him and I was like, what's going on? He goes, I didn't have a suit. I didn't know. I tried on my suit. It didn't fit. This is all I had.
And what's even worse is I went out special and I bought the golf shirt thinking that was pretty classy. Like, that's what's even worse about that. Like, I was like, this is the...
Like, all the parents are there. Everybody's in suits and ties. And Panda's over there just, go Fins. Like, it was just like, that's what I think of. Whenever you tell that, I always, like, I picture you in that shirt.
I was sweating the whole time after that because I was just like, oh.
He crushed it. He was great.
Yeah. You didn't let that shirt keep you down.
Boy, but I was thinking it about the entire time. If I hadn't had my notes in front of me, I would have been like,
oh,
it was bad.
Country Club. Kevin McGarry, March 10th, 2021.
And I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to get this. They're doing the chemistry reads in person, and I can't make the week that they're doing this. And then all of a sudden I get another call later and they said, hey, you know what? We can actually make this work. Aaron will stay back a little while longer or something if you can fly down on this date. I was like, okay, great. It works out. So I'm down there. They put me up in this hotel right across from the Crown Media studio or, building. And in the morning, I'm going to go and I'm going to go over there. So the morning comes and I'm supposed to wait for the person to pick me up or something. No, I'm supposed to walk over. So I walk over and there's a fire or something. And all the entranceway is blocked in with all these fire trucks. And I'm like, okay, something is telling me that I should not be doing this job. Like, this is the third try that it should not be happening. So I go back and then I get this call and they say, hey, somebody's going to come and pick you up. Sorry about what's going on. So then I go back down to the lobby of this 1950s hotel that I'm staying in. And Lori Loughlin and Becky is standing there being like, hey, I'm going to drive you to your audition. And I was like,
are you serious?
This is a dream. I'm dreaming that I'm in this 1950s, like,
Aunt Becky was your driver?
Aunt Becky's driving.
The nicest person. Yeah, the nicest. So she's like, well, because they needed somebody to like pick me up. So yeah.
What was she driving?
Come into my personal car.
What was she driving?
They needed someone to drive you. That's what drivers are for. You've hired. You don't say, hey, Aunt Becky, you busy?
She went above and beyond. They went above and beyond. And one of those spiders that don't have the it doesn't have a roof.
Yeah,
it's got 3 wheels.
Oh wow!
I know what you're talking about.
Like a 3-wheel. I got you. Yeah.
I'm kidding. She wasn't driving that. She was not driving a spider, but that would add to it. No, so we got into her car. It was a nice car, and we got.
You're not going to tell me what she's driving.
It was a nice vehicle.
It was a Tesla. Was it a Tesla? Jaguar? What was it?
It wasn't a Tesla.
Okay.
I think it was a Mercedes.
Okay, that's fair. That's more than fair. She's earned it. Nobody's upset about that.
Absolutely. So, so anyways, we get over there, stand up, we go up the thing, and I'm kind of making small talk with Lori. I don't know what's going on too at this point.
Did you
And
ask her how good of a kisser John Stamos is? Because that would be my question.
I think that's when she stopped talking to me.
Yeah.
I kept asking all these questions about John Stamos, and she
So,
said, "Okay,
let's talk about John."
Yeah, this is where I leave you." So I get into the room, and there's a couple executives there, and Aaron's there, and we do the scene that was written, and there's somebody in the hallway getting ice. And it's just like, we're trying to do this friggin' scene, and it's getting quiet and stuff, and all you can hear is like,
yeah.
It's like maybe the machine got stuck or something. I don't know what's going on. And all I can hear is this person. So, we finish the scene, and everyone's, nobody's saying anything, and they're all in their swivel chairs like this. And somebody was like, "Do you want to do it again?" And I was like, "Oh, please, can we do it again? And can we close the door?" And so we do it again. And that was the first time, at least I thought, I was like, oh, there's something, Aaron was really into it. And
At what point did Bill Abbott come walking in with his ice cubes?
Bill Abbott was on the TV. Remember the screen that in the story that I was on previous? He was on that.
He's not the ice guy. I'm just gonna keep that.
No, he was like Big Brother at that point. He was on watching the.
Wow.
So I did the thing, and it went well. Everybody said thanks a lot, and I left and headed to the airport. And within an hour, I got a call being like, "Hey, do you want the job?"
Wow. And all of the calamity to get there, though. That does sound very madcap until the point where you nail the audition. Like the ice machine, Lori Loughlin somehow a dry. Like, what is Hallmark doing?
How was the fire? Did they put the fire out?
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. Maybe the fire was going, and the person doing the ice machine was like, "This'll help get the fire out."
We're out of water.
Like,
We're out of water.
Shut up.
Crazy.
Water. And I'm like, somebody's auditioning in here. Excuse me.
When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 10, March 11th, 2021.
I saw Jail Cell Redcoat live. Not great.
No.
Not great.
No, I was at that
studio
show.
voice. He has a studio voice.
He has a studio voice.
There's no way around it.
I was in the pit. I was in the pit for that show.
Yeah.
And he kept throwing stuff at us.
It's wild.
Yeah.
He has
Crutches,
a bunch of stuff on stage. He just keeps throwing it.
Machinery.
That's his bit.
Strucking it down there.
And he just kept yelling he was the new Gallagher. I don't even know what that means. But there weren't any like hammers or watermelons. Like he just would grab things and throw them full speed at your face. Your friend got hit with an overhead projector.
He did get hit with
Has not recovered.
He is not.
No.
He now, like, if you put, this is actually a pretty cool party trick though. If you put a piece of paper on his chest, his eyes glow. And I
love how in this world, when you get hit with something, you take on its properties.
Not usually.
Yeah. But you got
old school projectors though, yes.
You got hit with a chia pet and now you look like this. Christmas Getaway, March 12th, 2021. And lastly, Alvin Saunders says, we got to go to Costa Rica. It's the most biodiverse place on the planet. Now, Brain, you and I have been to Costa Rica. It is beautiful.
Beautiful.
It is not the most biodiverse place on the planet. It's not even close. In fact, it ranks in countries 25th is where it ranks. Anybody want to guess number one?
America.
Hawaii.
All right, well, Hawaii's in America.
Yeah, but you can't pick the entire country.
That's exactly what I asked for was a country.
Oh, just joking. I didn't hear that. Okay, well, if we're going to do it that
America,
way.
What do you think
Hawaii.
Costa Rica is? What do you think Costa Rica is?
I got confused for just a moment about what the question was that was being asked.
Now that I know, Arizona. United States is 11th, by the way.
Bora Bora.
Bora Bora, no, we're looking for Brazil. One. Brazil, one. Indonesia. No, Colombia, two.
Thank
Indonesia,
God, now
three.
I can sleep.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we needed to go over all of them now that Panda doesn't know what a country is. America. Hawaii.
Listen, I thought you were asking the most biodiverse place broad. Or more specific is what I'm trying to say.
That made it better. That made you sound like less of a doofus. There's no doubt about it. Gee.
I'm going to sit the next sheet plays out.
Well, it's too bad because it's what the Hallmark time and you're up, pal. Christmas Switch, March 15th, 2021.
I do want to ask you one other question about our book since we're on a podcast right now. The book comes out September 28th. I'll Be Home for Christmas Movies. Pre-order your copy now everywhere. If, Lord willing, we get a second and third edition of this book.
Whoa. Is that on the table?
Second and third edition. It's in the contract.
Yeah,
They have the rights to it.
I know.
We have covered a lot more content, Alonzo. How overwhelmed does that make you feel just thinking about that?
As the saying goes, we'll burn that bridge when we get to
That's
it.
right.
But look, we should have such problems.
Yes. What if I told you we're also considering doing all the Lifetimes this holiday season?
Good luck with that.
Alonzo laughed like it was a joke, and it's a possibility.
not a joke,
It's an
no.
actual possibility,
really?
Alonzo.
Wow. Well,
True story.
Wishing you all the best.
You're doing those with us.
Yeah, what do you mean wishing us all the best, Alonzo?
I need to renegotiate my contract.
That's right. The Spring Fling preview episode, March 16th, 2021. Spring Fling!
So Spring Fling has 6. It's a 6 boy.
I can't contain myself.
Dan,
So this is taking us to mid-April.
This is taking us through April.
Yeah.
Oh
what do
my
you-
gosh! Hey, I
Look
forgot
at the calendar.
Listen,
Just read a book.
I forgot that we're already mid-March.
Yeah, it's March 15th on date of recording. Here.
Okay, that's surprising to me.
6 weeks.
March is flying.
From March 15th. That's mid-April.
So May.
I think technically there is still one Saturday.
48
after.
days in March.
There's one the last Saturday in April. There's not a
Because the first one airs on the 20th.
Yes.
20th, 27th, 3rd.
So you could
10th,
argue that the
17th,
17th
24th.
is
it takes us all the way to May 1st. No, because April 30th is a Friday.
I'll be honest.
May 1st is the next one. It takes us all the way through April.
There's not a Saturday
calendar.
No.
There's not a Saturday after April 17th.
No. There's one. Look, 6 movies. Okay, the first one is the 20th of March.
Yes.
20th, 27th.
Yes.
3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th. 6, and then the next one is May 1st. There's only 30 days in April.
There's only 5 movies, guys. This was on me. There's only 5 movies. This is completely on me. This whole time I thought there was 6.
Why do we even do these?
I don't know. I don't know.
I mean,
don't know.
you didn't count correctly.
This whole time I have been told 6. I've been
By who? Who told you
Tracy
6?
told
Oh,
me.
we're blaming the producer. Tracy, you going to take that?
Well, there is a 6th one.
What's it called?
It's called Spring-a-ling-a-ling. Me and Rick made it
Oh boy, did we?
with his camcorder.
Yeah, it's a single cam autistic movie.
It's
single cam autistic.
What does that mean?
Autistic.
Artistic?
Yes, it's got a lot of art to it. What do you think I said? It's a single cam autistic movie. Where what? Hot toddy.
No kidding, pal. Where are your pearls? Good Lord. Wes Brown, March 17th, 2021.
The most memorable movie-going experience of your childhood. Like what movie that like you left the theater and you were just like, wow, that was unbelievable.
What about my childhood?
Yeah, I mean, all the way through teenagers. Just something that's a seminal moment. Like for me, it's Independence Day. Like I was in 8th grade. I remember Independence Day like it was yesterday. The alien's head opened up, the whole deal. Like I remember it like so vividly.
Well, I keep going back to, because you asked a question and you threw in a teenager, but I'll have to answer. You said honestly. It was the screening of Glory Road.
Oh, wow.
It's not because I was in it. It's because my dad got to see it.
Wow.
It's first time here, and it's an uplifting story, but it's kind of sad. But he saw the screening of it, and he actually passed away the next day.
Oh my
goodness.
So that would be the most memorable because it was not the last time we got to hang out, but it's kind of like, oh man, I told him I was going to be an actor, and he finally got to see something on the big screen. So that was pretty that was pretty cool for me.
Man, I got to be honest. That is. I mean, I'm sorry so much for your loss. That story. That's a cool story. Like just to get that.
It used to be a horrible story for me to tell, and now I actually really love telling it.
It's a great memory.
There's a lot more to the story than that, but that's the basis of it.
I mean, all I got is Toy Story. So boy, it's a beautiful story.
Yeah,
I got nothing.
Yeah. When Calls the Heart, Season 1, Episode 11, March 18th, 2021.
Jack is confused as to why Rosemary's there and doesn't really want to have anything to do with her. So we'll see what happens there. Now, Jack also, what?
Did you write a synopsis?
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Jack walk into the jail. He sees a very sharp-dressed fella. Did you see that guy with his hat? We're talking about Bill Avery, everybody. Bill Avery. Let's give it up for Bill. Guys, let's give it up for Bill Avery. I bet if Tony Danza said it, you guys would do it, wouldn't you?
No way.
Let's give it up for Bill Avery.
Yeah. All right, go Bill.
Bill Avery is there. He is a quote-unquote forensic investigator, and he is going to try to build a case.
A quote-unquote?
Quote-unquote. That's what he calls himself.
Yeah, he just is one, though.
Yeah, but quote-unquote. That's what
he says that?
He says he's a forensic investigator.
That's because that's what he is.
I understand that.
Forensic investigator, wink, wink. It's like he may or may not be one. That's what he is.
You may or may not be my friend. So Bill Avery's there.
You know,
Bill Avery, quote unquote, forensic investigator.
We have a timeout real quick. Hey, listen, it hasn't been great the first half of this.
Well, I feel like you guys.
While we circle back, focus in, buddy, because I want to have your back. Okay, focus in. We got this, and we can double down. We got this. So the second half of this synopsis.
You said we can double down.
Yeah, we can double down. Do better. You got it. I have the timer. Here
You
you
want
go.
me to start from the top?
No.
Okay.
Just where you're at, because I think the second half will get him.
Yeah.
All right. So Bill Avery, quote unquote, forensic investigators in the town. No, wish I left it out. And Finding Father Christmas, March 19th, 2021. Thank you,
Jerry. Jerry Towns, Year of Our Lord, 2016.
Has there ever been a year that's not of our Lord?
Yes.
Which year?
1911.
What happened?
Haley's Comet.
Haley's Comet's not from the Lord?
No, devil. It's a devil comet.
So is that the year of our devil?
The year of our Satan.
Okay.
1911. A Christmas Prince, March 22nd, 2021.
Hey, Fran, here's that name you dropped.
That's right.
Thank you. Hold on. I'll get back to you soon, Candace Cameron.
Yeah, her friends don't call her Bure. They call her Candace Cameron.
Absolutely.
They just call her CC. That's right, Candy Cam. Candy Cam.
Well, that's because I know that her and her husband are on the outskis.
Really? You're announcing that on Monday. Is Candace Cameron maybe getting divorced, a cardinal sin
I am just
in the Christian church?
I am just preparing myself for it.
Okay,
So
okay, all right.
If
that's a big scoop.
I'm still
Brandon.
rooting for them, but I am preparing myself, and that slipped out.
What's Mr. Bure's first name?
Hockey.
Jaunty Beret.
Andy Bure. I don't
He
know.
plays hockey, doesn't he?
Raspberry? Is it
Wasn't he a
Raspberry?
hockey
Beret?
There we go.
Raspberry Beret. I'm sure they're doing
You know what?
fine.
They have a vineyard, right? They should put out a line called Raspberry Beret. I don't
They
know what
do.
they're leaving money on the table.
Yeah, I mean, come on. We just hire us for crying out loud, Candace. All we do is say nice things.
You do
about
not need to come on the podcast, but for the love of God, give us some of that.
That's right. That wine
vineyard money.
You know the kind.
I know the kind. Believe you me. Chasing Waterfalls, March 23rd, 2021. So I am trying out a new thing called Hallmark Daddy.
Yeah.
Where
It's a terrible
I'm
idea.
thinking about changing my Twitter handle
Twitter bio.
to Hallmark Daddy. It's something that I've been saying today only. This is the first time So, Panda, you seem very into it. Dan, you seem very not into it. I'd like to hear both arguments so that I can make my own decision.
My
go
argument
ahead.
speaks for itself in the fact that it's creepy just to say it out loud.
Hallmark Daddy?
Yeah.
I want to hear you say it.
Yeah. No, but I'm more interested in to hear.
Hey, what type of movie are we watching?
Hallmark movie?
Okay.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
What's your least favorite way for someone to start out a prayer?
Oh, big pops.
I would love that.
You like big pops.
Big pops.
It's daddy. Daddy.
Oh,
Yeah, it's
man,
your least
those
favorite.
people. If you're listening and you're one of those people, well, I want to hear your defense of this.
No,
though.
I think it doesn't need a defense, first of all, because you're Hallmark daddy.
I'm Hallmark daddy.
I mean, think about it. You're one of the parents of this podcast.
Sure.
Here. And I, to be honest with you, I'm honored to call you Hallmark daddy.
Doesn't get any easier.
This is the best I've seen Cindy in a movie.
Really?
I think this is my favorite role she's done so far. I really liked her. I liked, it's Chris, right?
Christopher Russell.
Yeah, Chris
yes.
Russell. I liked his character. There's a ceiling, I think, naturally with a movie that's all about waterfalls. But overall, I really enjoyed it.
That's the best sentence I've ever heard.
He didn't know where he was going when he started it. He was just trying to add something of value, and you failed.
I think that this movie, like with hockey, it's boundless.
Yeah,
like
it's
taking a
bound-
shot
you
at
can-
love.
the hockey movies are boundless.
Boundless. But with waterfalls,
There's a ceiling.
Yeah. And so here, I think it reached the ceiling. I think this is as good as it could have been considering waterfalls.
Considering water,
That's not to downplay.
Yeah, waterfalls way down a movie.
No. I think, they can.
Wow.
Because if it's all about the
Wow.
waterfall, if it's only about a waterfall. I think the waterfalls were the best part of this movie too, though.
Okay.
But I think that there's a limit.
Yeah, you nailed it. Mystery 101, killer timing, March 24th, 2021. We've done better. We got an actual celebrity to join us this week.
Yeah.
Hashtag sleuther as well. Jax from the Bubbly Sesh is here.
I am here with Hallmark Daddy.
Thank
Are we
you.
doing that still?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. And I'm gonna, Dan. I wanted to workshop this with you before I tried it out.
Okay.
Petulant Papa for you.
Petulant
Here's
Papa.
why.
Okay.
The juxtaposition of it being a word that is like petulant is like childish and pouty,
Yeah.
which it's not that you're not, but juxtaposing that with Papa, I thought was cool because it doesn't really make sense, and I like alliteration, and I want to call Granddaddy and you Papa for the remainder.
I don't know how comfortable I am with that. I do know that I'm fine with petulant just from a standpoint of it's a word that Brand doesn't understand, and that would fit me very
that's
well.
fair.
But just the idea of anyone saying Hallmark Daddy does make me cringe, and so
It's okay, Papa. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if that's any better now that we say it out loud.
You'll get past it.
So wait, if Papa, okay, so Papa doesn't work, what we can shorten it to like PP, Petulant Papa.
Yeah, PP. Yeah, call
I
me,
don't want to.
call me PP is what we were saying.
That's fair.
I feel good about
PP is
this.
something I
Whose
understand.
idea was it to have her on? I don't understand. Why? I'm just kidding. Jax,
I'm just gonna call you Dan.
That's fair. No, you can call me whatever. I look, it's gonna make the show better regardless. I can tell you that.
When Calls the Heart, season 1 finale, March 25th, 2021. All right, 2 truths and a lie. Let's go. Panda, you go ahead.
Okay. I like sushi. I'm Dan's friend. I like Skechers.
Dan's friend is the lie. Okay. You said right beforehand, friendship over.
You got it, Dan. You got it, Dan.
I like sushi. I like Skechers. I'm Dan's friend.
Those are all lies.
No.
You don't like sushi or Skechers, and you know it.
I think Skechers are fine shoes.
You don't like sushi.
I don't like sushi.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, Dan.
I
like sushi.
Like sushi.
Yep.
Love Skechers. And I'm more of a fancy kind of guy.
Ooh. I think Dan. Okay. I hear me out. I don't think he's a fancy boy.
I think he's fancy under the radar, though. He's fancy in his own way.
Fancy under the radar.
He's his own way fancy.
Oh, yeah.
I would even say he's so fancy, and everybody already knows that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Skechers. You don't love Skechers. You think they're fine.
Skechers are for Joe Montana and losers.
He feels that way though because he's fancy.
That's right. And also,
you're a platter boy.
I wouldn't say it if I was your friend, but since we're not friends anymore, I felt comfortable.
Hey! Don't listen to him. He's a platter boy.
I'm not going to listen to him.
I'm dead.
I don't feel it right now.
Okay,
my
that's
heart's
fine.
hurting.
That's
My
fine.
heart's hurting right
That's
now.
fine. I don't want to force a platter boy on anybody.
He is a platter boy, though, right?
I'm dead. I think of other people over myself. Sometimes I do good deeds for no recognition at all.
But really, I'm not. I'm just lonely on the inside.
Did you say I do good deeds sometimes for no recognition at all?
Yeah. Like a real platter boy.
Yeah, that's super platter boy. And then you've got the romance with Abigail and Jack, but then you bring in Judge Black. Game changer.
James Brolin.
He does great. Knocks that guy off the horse, so we had a little bit of action. Like, it was...
Are you just gastrointestinally okay?
Yeah, no, I've had a lot of Diet Coke,
Okay,
and then
all
when
right.
that gets mixed with excitement,
it's tough.
just it's a struggle.
One winter weekend, March 26th, 2021. Look, I know her new boyfriend kissed another girl, and that's inexcusable. But, and this is not in his defense. However, you and your girlfriend did not arrive at the party until midnight. It was a New Year's party. Clearly, you were supposed to hang out with him all New Year's. They showed up.
That risk is always there.
They
guys.
showed up as the fireworks were going off and they're singing Auld Lang Syne. They didn't show up for any of the party. None of it.
Yeah.
He was just left by himself for the whole party. How's that happen?
If that was Tyler Hines and Aaron Krakow, everyone would be pumped that happened.
Yes.
They kissed.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. It was midnight.
Oh, he's dating somebody? Who cares? I do want to get this straight.
Looking at you, double deckers.
That's right. People that support us and love us dearly.
A Christmas Prince, a royal wedding, March 29th, 2021. What do we think about Rudy 2?
I mean, he's super New York.
Would you rather, are you Team Rudy 1 or Team Rudy 2?
Can he make a 5-alarm chili?
Can he make any of those Mexican dishes? You know the kind.
Rudy 1 made so little impression on me that I honestly didn't notice that this guy was different until y'all mentioned
Wow.
it.
How dare you?
I didn't even notice that it wasn't the same guy.
Stop trying so hard, Alonzo. It is such a different, it's a completely different performance. Like Rudy 1, there's a lot of history there because he doesn't make any sense.
And he's not consistent in his accent. Rudy 2
is full, got his hands out Italian.
There will be no mistake.
Hey, Mama, it's a capiche.
Rudy 2 looked like they were looking for the Canadian equivalent of the guy who ran the Peach Pit on 90210.
Yeah, wow. Boy, that's a callback before Bram was alive. No, Rudy 2 is a treat.
It's like Rudy 2 heard our podcast somehow and was like, "Oh, I'll commit to a voice."
Right. Yeah. Don't worry.
Oh, I'll commit, guys.
You want New York? You got it, pal.
You got it.
Buckle up.
That's right. Don't go breaking my heart. March 30th, 2021.
All right,
It had Rugrats on the front cover. It was great. Yeah.
Rugrats all grown up.
No, it was still the little kids.
Little kids. They're bringing them back. Paramount Plus.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, I actually subscribed to Paramount Plus for the Paw Patrol. My daughter loves Paw Patrol.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. Mighty Pups is cool.
How much is it?
Paw Patrol sucks.
$9.99. You know what? Why don't you back off?
I'm serious. Of all the kids shows,
dude, Mighty Pups is dope.
Dude, give me Puppy Dog.
An asteroid
Pals.
came and gave them their powers.
I've never seen Mighty Pups.
Well, it's pretty much Paw Patrol, except an asteroid came and they gave them superpowers. I love it, man. I could talk power. You want to talk Pup Patrol? Paw Patrol?
Are you? Just stop talking. If you just want to take like 3 breaths, just in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth.
You started mentioning Paw Patrol and I got excited.
Get fired.
Dude, Chase is...
He's on the case, man. I don't know what to tell you.
He's on the case.
Sky is dope. She's underrated.
Hey, is Marshall, is he...
Fire Marshal?
Fire Marshal.
Does he like chicken wings or anything?
He does.
Yeah.
He doesn't have 8 teeth, though. It's a weird bit.
It's time for all the feels part of the show. We talk about what in this movie gave us those feels. Panda.
The escape room scene. I like that. Hey, listen, you don't have to like it. This is my time to talk. Brand started a podcast. He invited me on. If you want to be invited on a podcast, be Brand's friend too. All right? Then you can have time to talk about the escape room
podcast. Hey, I'm sorry. I get your point is
made. Here's why I like that scene. I like the escape room concept. even though that's not how escape rooms work
at all. And it's, I mean, so bonkers.
You like escape rooms?
I've never done one, but I like the concept of a romance in one. And then also, I like that she just opens up and they have this like cute moment in a unique place, a unique thing. We've not seen this before. I liked it. Gave me the feels. I am who I am, and I embrace it. Paw Patrol on the roll.
Paw Patrol is on a roll, not Paw Patrol on the roll.
No.
It's just Paw Patrol on
Are you at a Paw Patrol themed restaurant?
Yeah.
Can I get
I'll take the Paw Patrol on the roll.
Paw Patrol on the roll.
In between just a hoagie.
The Chase Bouillabaisse. I don't know. Sky fries.
Can I get
That
the
restaurant makes itself. Am I right?
Can I get the
bubble tea? And I'm out of here. We'll see.
Can I get the Marshall meatloaf special, please? The kiss.
Yeah, give me one Paw Patrol on the roll. Coming in hot with Marshall's meatloaf and bubble rubble tea. I did have one other feels, the team building. I mean, I love a good team building.
No one loves team building more than Dan.
Good gracious.
No one thinks
we did a trust fall here and you just let me fall. And
Yeah.
you said, don't trust anyone. That's your first life.
That's your
lesson.
Your first life. Paw Patrol on the roll.
Lesson.
The team building concept is just that she's pushing here is even worse because she's having people who have just been dumped team build with each other for some reason, and it's absurd.
to teach them to trust.
To teach them to trust
And
each other.
confidence. They
That's
went
right.
on the
endurance. I listen to all the words. It's a bad idea, but yeah, the team building.
think it's a bad idea.
The ropes course gave me legit just like I hate my life feels. Like ropes courses are so easy, and we have to sit there because three bozos can't figure it out, and we're all supposed to be a team.
Oh. I would have been one of those bozos.
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah.
I've never done a ropes course.
Yeah, good for you. Probably best for all of us.
Remember that one that I did in Costa Rica, Dan?
I remember the one you backed out of after you had your harness on and everything.
It was high, guys. I don't know.
He had his harness on. We're supposed to be leading a bunch of kids.
I felt like
on a zip line tour in the mountains of Costa Rica. He's got his harness, his hat on. We get up 3 flights of stairs, and he's just like, "I can't do it. I can't do it. I'm out of here."
I felt like I
takes
could
off and walks down the stairs. Just leave me hanging.
I felt like I could chaperone better from down yonder. Just kind of get a good look.
You have not had great luck with people tag teaming and helping you on expeditions.
Why
of
would
these
they
sorts.
ask us?
That's a good question.
Why would they ask us? Why?
Now, to be fair, I don't know why they asked you the first time.
Yeah, sure.
I have no idea why they asked you the first time. And then the Kentucky, I don't know what happened there.
They said it can't be worse than Bray and let's let Panda go.
Now, Panda and I, when we took kids to Kentucky, did just break off and go eat pizza and wings.
Oh, that wasn't our best moment, but
we never broke off in Costa Rica.
No.
That said, the cave was scary. That was spooky.
We went
times in
caving
the
and
cave.
Panda couldn't make it. I had to take him back. I had to escort the
Okay, to be fair,
I was
really out of shape. I was sucking wind. I was puking in the cave.
Yeah, they said don't put any
Dude, I wouldn't be able to do cave either. Tight spaces?
Oh my gosh.
They were tight. You had to crawl.
Yeah,
get on
I
all
can't do
fours.
that. It gives me anxiety thinking about it.
Yeah, at the end, apparently, you had to lay down on your belly.
I just want to be clear. I don't like the outdoors unless I'm playing a sport with a ball, like golf, tennis even. I don't like the outdoors otherwise. But compared to you two, I'm freaking the brawny man. I'm just outdoors as it gets.
Hey, we rescued a dog, though.
We did rescue a dog.
We were pretty cool.
Yeah. Jack Turner, March 31st, 2021. I want to run something past you. I've been working on a British accent
Please
for a while
don't do
now.
this.
Hold on.
Please don't do
And I feel like I want to workworkshop it with you.
Yeah.
And you can kind of give me some pointers. And then that way I can stop
chop it up.
being bad at it. Okay. I'm really excited about one winter weekend. Really excited to see how it turns out. Is everyone going to get married? Will there be the fire? All that stuff. Was it rubbish?
I love it. It's kind of it's quite specific. It's not like a general one at all. It's kind of slightly dodgy, lowerish class London, East London.
Yeah, that
you got a point of view with it. That's
It's
hard to do.
it's like Cockney meets bad accent.
I am a lower class. It's a lower class accent.
That's
That's
you.
for sure.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Beautiful.
Wind calls the heart, Season 2, Episode 1, April 1st, 2021. This was terrible television. And I'm sorry that we did it, and I'm sorry that I'm here talking about it.
Well, it's time for all the feels. For our show, we talk about when this episode gave us those feels. Panda, none. Good. Me, courtroom. Dan, none. Is that correct?
I mean, what you want me to say? Like, there's not a lot. The judge is fine.
Jack's brother's great. I like Jack's brother.
Great in like didn't make the Newsies cast way.
Look at me. I'm the king of New York. I'm Jack's brother. I'm a bad guy. I get thrown out of pubs, but don't see me cry. It's New York.
I love Newsies, man. I love
that was still better than
anything we watched
saw
just now.
in the past 84 minutes.
Oh.
One winter proposal, April 2nd, 2021.
Oh, boy. We drove to Montana?
Yeah, it appears so.
I don't remember that at all.
You were, to be fair, you get car sick, and you took a little bit of melatonin. You were out the whole time.
That's right.
You're a mess. You say, give me the melly.
Give me the melly.
You just shotgun it.
Shotgun the melly.
Shotgun the melly.
You were
Saw that live too.
You woke up around Florida, and then we gave you a little bit more, and then you were back
around
in Montana.
Florida.
We go down.
Took a weird turn. Trace was driving.
That's not me.
Took us 58 hours to get to Montana. And that's driving
It said
time.
26. I went 84.
And Tracy booked us in all travel lodges, weirdly enough, which was I got fleas somehow. I didn't even know how that's possible.
Yeah.
Shotgun the Melly, they played live in the last When Calls the Heart episode, if I'm not mistaken.
I wish they would have. Well, been better.
Good gosh.
Hey, we're Shotgun the Melly. What are they? Shotgun the Melly, that's just like low-key chill beats the whole time.
They open up for...
it's white noise.
They open up
This
for...
guy pushes a button. It's just like... and he's just got headphones up here.
Shotgun the Melly. Shotgun the Melly. Shotgun.
We have fun here at Deck the Hallmark. A Christmas Prince, a royal baby. April 5th, 2021.
I just want to make this perfectly clear. They are working on this treaty back, 500 years ago. And
600.
And they were getting ready to sign it. And someone barged in and said, don't sign it unless you put the clause in there about the curse on a firstborn.
That's right.
They did it, and then they still signed it. So either it was a huge oversight on Aldovia's part, or like somebody's just over there with just a heart of stone.
The king of Aldovia in 1419 had the worst freaking attorneys. Like they were just
lawyer
like,
was also a wizard, so they had to work a curse in there.
Hey, should I be worried about this whole curse thing?
By page 46, it's just boilerplate. Just sign it. Just sign it. It doesn't matter. Just sign it.
That's like the iTunes agreement. No one's reading it.
Yeah, that's right.
The curse, it's in every treaty. It's in every treaty. You get used to it when you see enough of these. One Perfect Wedding, April 6th, 2021.
It's a double bounce back.
Oh,
it's a bounce back.
But that's not what happened.
It's a double dare physical challenge.
Oh, well, if you had told me that.
Slime's everywhere.
Challenge, oh, my gosh, yeah. Man. Figure it out. What is it?
Don't know. Is it?
Slime.
Summer Sanders.
Yeah, I love
classic.
I was the host of that show.
Boy, that was a weird way to say what you said just now.
Guys, I don't know what you want from me. I thought she was great.
You didn't say it in past tense. You didn't say I loved. You said I love Summer Sanders. Let's get that audio, get it over to Summer. See if we don't get a restraining order in the mail.
Consider it done. I made a dump step on it. You want to hear it?
A dump step?
A dump step.
Yeah.
Love Summer Sanders. Love Summer Sanders.
You good, man? You got all yours?
Done.
Yeah, we got it.
Paul Green, April 7th, 2021. There you have it. Comes full circle.
we have a lot of really talented people, you know, and as an actor, you just want to act. I mean, that's why I do this long acting class. That's why I'm here with you guys pretending to be interested. Like
you're doing a better job than Bran, I can tell you that right now.
Guys, I don't well, I don't know I could not be more in right now. Do I have more of a resting Grinch face than I think?
Yeah. I mean, just try to.
It's you know what it is. I think it's the mic's covering your face. So this is sort of my view right here. This is what. Imagine this. Imagine this right here. This is.
No.
Yeah.
Well, okay. So this is unfair. My hair is a little itchy, so I'm always doing this. And
it's because of all that. It's all that prepackaged food you're eating. And I've said it for
years. It all comes back to that, Paul. I told you earlier in confident. I trust you. I would throw out all my food for you, and then you come to me. You come to me and you say, I'm not interested. I could not be. Thank you.
So fantastic that he's doing that. I think it's great.
You know what? It was never my intention to hurt your feelings.
Leave it at that. I don't think I need anything else. That's perfect.
And just a slight, you know, idea is maybe not eat a pizza right before.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, come on.
No, that's fair.
Like if you had bone broth, if you had fasted and then had bone broth, you would be, you know, a blabbering talker like me right now.
Well, you're getting interviewed, Paul. That's your job.
If I knew you were bringing the bone broth, I would have gladly. We would have been bone broth bros.
Yeah, bone broth.
The BBBs
bros, for sure. BBBs.
The bone broth bros.
That's right.
There it is. When Calls the Heart, season 2, episode 2, April 8th, 2021. Peter, what are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for beard scrub. Makes the beard nice and tender.
What beard scrub do you use?
I don't know the brand. It's in the yellow bottle. My wife bought it for me.
So we're talking about When Calls the Heart season. I realized this was a bad idea. I'm sorry. This is on me, everybody.
It smells really good, if you were wondering.
I just thought
it smells like the Curve cologne back in the day.
Boy, that and really good are not synonymous.
I would beg to differ.
Curve from I remember.
Dude, yellow bottle?
I remember Curve.
Oh my gosh, that stuff is.
Clutch. Correct me if I'm wrong. You were a Curve boy.
A big Curve boy.
You got selected to be on the commercial, the radio commercials, but the commercials nonetheless.
Yeah, they said, "What's the Curve?" And I said, "It's great."
Got the clip.
Exotic.
Yeah.
Essential.
Oh yeah.
Old AF.
That's me.
Curve.
I love my Curve.
He loves his Curve.
That aired well. That was you as a kid?
Yeah, it was.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, thanks.
How old were you?
When I could finally afford it, I was about 19. So it wasn't like pure kid.
You bought a bottle of Curve, like full size bottle of Curve?
Yeah, I wouldn't lie about that.
What age is
you should?
What age is pure kid?
Like 12 through like 17, pure kid.
All right, When Calls the Heart.
Curve was the new Hugo Boss cologne.
I don't know what a Hugo Boss is.
Oh man,
but
that
it sounds
cologne,
like I'd like that too.
No, it was like the Axe body spray before Axe body spray.
Rig was the radio commercial boy for that.
I was, in fact. Singlet. Big stash. All you can handle. Hugo Boss.
Hugo Boss.
I don't know if Rig saying any of those words is okay.
We got rated TV 14 for that.
You know, he has that Gene Shalit mustache, which you can see he's twirling it a lot of times. Just weird. It's like a full Snidely Whiplash bit. But he showed me some pictures from the early 90s. His stash was out of control. You couldn't see his nose. It was bonkers.
Hey guys.
Yeah, Trace.
You guys remember Axe body spray?
Yeah, I do.
That was me.
That was you?
I did the radio for it.
All right, you got the clip?
I got the clip.
Boom. Boom.
Middle school locker room. Summer camp cabins. Unforeseen circumstances. Axe.
That is the most accurate of the 3 commercials.
Very accurate. It's weird.
Man.
You could almost smell it as she was saying.
Smell it.
You really could.
Especially that last one. You know, every 7th grade kid at camp was like, I didn't take a shower. This'll work. Hey.
If you lit a match in that general vicinity, the whole place went up in flames.
Gone. Engaging Father Christmas, April 9th, 2021.
The engagement was dope.
When he plugs in and
lighting the trees all the way down. Yeah, I can agree with that.
If you can't get on board with that, get off the road.
It's time for a wait.
Your road rage?
Do you want them to crash?
No, I want them to
Take an
pull over
on-ramp.
carefully or take the on-ramp. Park safely.
The off
Be careful.
You don't want them to take the on. Are they on the interstate?
They're on the interstate of
life.
Of get out of here.
And
they're
you want
getting
them to
off.
take the on ramp to
Get outta
in
here.
here. They're on the interstate of get out of here, and you want them to take the on ramp to get out of here. They just did a loop-de-loop back onto the interstate to get out of here.
I just want them to
they're
think through their
coming back.
life.
They're on their way back now.
Yeah, because I no one's being excluded from this team.
Snow Globe, April 12th, 2021. When she enters the Snow Globe for the first time, I love it.
I love that she realizes how terrible that place is, and you love the snow globe.
I love the winter wonderland that is the Snow Globe. Okay. Like of course I don't love I wouldn't love being there for a long period of time because it's not real and like it's a weird place.
Yeah.
I'm surprised she made it as long as she did. Like it is a weird place. It is a horror movie.
Yes.
But looking at it when you first walk into it, it's awesome. You've never wanted to walk into a snow globe?
No. It sounds like claustrophobic. I don't know. It's a no for me.
But just
would you want to drive into Hallmark's Evergreen
Yeah, so
in the red panel?
I was gonna say Evergreen, which you always compare to this. Evergreen would be a cool town to visit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It doesn't. It feels a little bit more expansive than the Snow Globe does. The Snow Globe feels like one. It feels like in the Dolly Parton Christmas on the Square.
But
like that's what it feels
Just
like.
Square only.
That's right.
But note that initially she doesn't know that it is a snow globe. Like
right.
imagine going into a snow globe without knowing it's a snow globe. So the beauty that is a snow globe, you get to experience that.
Yeah, it would depend on the situation. I feel like
I can't win with you. I can't win with you. Who?
It would depend on the situation.
What do you need? What do you need to be a third Friday in December? Like, what do you mean? It depends
If
on.
I wake up and don't know where I am, the beauty of a snow globe would be lost through my terror of not knowing where I am. It's not Lion the Witch in the Wardrobe. Like you don't just go in there and be like, oh, I found this cool place. Like you don't know where you are. If somebody told me I was walking into a snow globe and just got to visit,
You're such an upper crust.
Yeah.
You're such an upper crust.
I am what I am. Ah, laddie, as luck would have it, April 13th, 2021.
But I think my favorite scene I mentioned before is when they're all doing the dance for the first time.
Yeah.
And it's lit up with those
You
lights in
don't
the
want
background.
to call it
It's
an
beautiful.
Irish jig in case it isn't one. That's
I
what's
don't.
happening
Yeah.
here.
Well, to be fair, I don't know if it is or isn't.
But it's been here.
It has
and
been
it's
right
almost
on
come
the
out, and
tip
you're
of
like,
my
I
tongue.
don't want to do it.
It's a great dance.
Danny's
it's a great
adopted.
dance. You know what? I'm going to say it. Okay. That's a great Irish jig.
Man, racist.
Gosh, the emails are
Can't
flocking
believe you
in
did
already.
it. Can't believe you did it.
When Calls the Heart, Season 2, Episode 3, April 15th, 2021.
Students, as in all college and high school students, why would a theater give you a discount for being one
They
of those?
just need money.
I guess.
But they're the worst.
Maybe
patrons.
they buy the most. They buy the most snacks.
Do you think
There's
that's
no way
true?
in college that
Students,
High school kids are throwing down
yeah, you got
12
their
bones.
parents' money.
Maybe that'd be an interesting. This would be an interesting thing to break down.
I mean, I guess that explains why Carowinds jacks up their prices. Mostly teenagers are there.
right?
I stand by what I
It's a
just
good
said.
Carowinds analogy. A lot of people are going to get that. Somebody like, Missy in Oklahoma was like, I didn't understand, and then Panda brought up Carowinds.
You're welcome, Missy. Just wanted to let you know.
Shout out.
Shout out to Missy.
Man, when's Christian Music Day coming back? Am I right,
Dude,
boys?
I didn't miss a one. Then they split it up. So there was the hard music day and the CCM.
They had a Sunfest that was
Yes,
a 3-day
that's right.
event that was
Did that.
awesome. No one
What?
was there for a 3 o'clock Jars of Clay. I could get right up to the
Dude,
front.
Was it
Palladium,
SON?
Yeah, SOM Fest. What do you mean?
What is it, SOM?
Get out of here. Dude,
I just want clear. For when I Google it later.
I saw POD in the Palladium at Carowinds. There were not 300 people there.
Right.
It was empty.
It was amazing.
It was great.
Dude, there'd be hardly anyone there. You could get right up to the front and just be like, hey! And they'd sit there and they'd be like,
But to
hey,
show you how
it's
bad,
great.
how the mighty fell, jars of clay at 3 p.m.
Oh, you
That's
hate
all you
to
need to
see
know. And Panda stands by him, but even he would have to somehow reconcile in his brain that,
Was that their- what was that,
Carowinds on Christian Music Day was like, where do we put jars of clay? How about 3 in the afternoon?
Yeah, it was 3 in the afternoon on day 2, which
Oh.
is unbelievable. It was so
Oh.
high. I don't understand. To
so
be fair,
hot.
I walked out of that concert. as
What was
well.
that? Was
So-
that their Good Monsters
Yeah.
album?
No, it was the one before that.
Man, they were getting 3 p.m. before Good Monsters.
It was 04 when this,
You hate to see that.
you hate
it was
to
04.
see it.
I thought they leased at
They
least.
did autograph signing in the back. No one was there, man. It was heartbreaking. It was one of the saddest moments I ever saw. And
Did
I
you
would,
at least stay for Flood or Love Song for
yeah,
Savior?
I did stay
Okay,
for Flood.
good,
Once
good,
they
good.
played that, I was like, deuces, I'm out.
Dude,
is there anything more
in the encore?
Is there anything more sad than being Jars of Clay and seeing Panda walk out of their set? Little 6-year-old.
10 of them are like, who are these people? And then 20 of them are like, Black Flag.
I did stick around for the 1,000-foot
Do
crutch.
the extended bridge. Throw up your rock fist if you feel it when I drop this. Boom, boom.
Dude,
I've seen
I'm
them
telling
live
you, when
before.
I have too.
that was
Dude,
that was right in their
and I
wheelhouse.
were-
I love
you
it.
and I were
thought-
both at, like, you and I were at Carowinds on the same day a bunch, I feel like. Although 04, I was just toward the end of it. That was like me getting out of it, and that was
Yeah.
you getting into it.
I went
So-
to
We
a
might have been there for that.
We probably
concert.
were.
That was great.
I went to a 1,000-foot crutch Demon Hunter show.
Boy, you're proud of that, I know.
Was that 05, 06?
Might have been in that
Because they dropped they had a little single that went with that. There was a bunch of bands there that day. I still listen to that little mixtape that they threw together.
How do you know that the episode of Wind Calls the Heart was atrocious? This. So 1,000-foot crutch got more than just a mention today. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's all you need to know.
What's crazy because I went to the 2004 SUN Fest.
Yeah.
And it is not as fun as you might think.
Try to blind you.
It's really.
You walk into one room and it's very hot. You walk into another room and it's very bright. And it's just
They
like
got
the
those reflectors everywhere.
Yeah.
Just like you put in your car, they're everywhere.
You walk into one room and it's just a bunch of burning plastic.
You're
like, what is this?
You get on the hurler, the roller coaster around every turn. Bam! Blind.
They do have the flat Earth room though, which is very interesting.
What-
It's
what
just
happens there?
You just can kind of hear about flat Earth.
The eclipse room where it's
Oh,
dark in there.
boy.
Yeah, that's fun.
I feel like you and I were at Sunfest a lot. Right around that time. I was just getting out of the sun.
You were
at
getting
that
out
point.
of being a big sun boy.
And
you were getting
I was getting into it.
I totally understand.
Christmas at Holly Lodge, April 16th, 2021.
Have you ever been to Holly Lodge?
No, first time you said, no, I thought you said Holly Wild, and I was just very.
Where are the animals going in?
It was very.
Whole movie just out there feeding the animals.
Yeah, it's so great.
Man.
Oh boy, man, that place—that's a sad place.
It is a very sad place.
Just don't think about it.
You just don't go.
Don't go.
I know it's a local business. Don't go.
I've never.
Or if you do go, don't think about it.
I've never actually been.
Oh gosh, I can't imagine. You never been?
I've never been.
I will.
I only hear about
I
it.
refuse to. Like, my kids would go nuts. I refuse to take them. Refuse. Absolutely not.
I went once.
You live there, right?
Yeah, every day I go, and I'm a season ticket holder.
You founded Holly Wild. if
Yeah,
I'm not
I did,
mistaken.
and I was like, "What did they do? Oh, it's fine.
Big deal.
No biggie."
Hey, Christmas at Holly Lodge originally aired on December.
Hey, you know how we got a lot of red clay and it's just hot as you know what here? What if we just got a bunch of animals, put them inside a fence,
They'll be fine.
make them walk around, hope somebody in their outback will give them food? It'd be awesome.
The biggest thing,
Peter, I'm not worried about Peter, Paul, or Mary. You just
the biggest thing they have going for them is that they don't have like a Tiger King type character running it.
If they did, Netflix would be rolling on up.
they
Like,
would.
what's going on here?
Hey.
That thing would already be shut down and the documentary would have already been made. I'm just telling you.
Yes, 100%.
Good griffle.
Christmas at Holly Lodge originally aired on December 3rd, 2017.
Habitats? What do you mean habitat? All the animals are just out there. That's a habitat.
Seems okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ecosystem. You need to go back to college, you big word freak. Don't come down here to Hollywood.
Man, people outside the upstate are loving the Hollywood bit. They're like, give us more.
Just Google Hollywood. You will come up with
Google Hollywood,
news stories
South Carolina.
abundant.
Yeah. You got a day ahead of you. I'm just telling you.
You know what they did do one time? They gave you these 3D glasses that you could put on during the
What?
Christmas lights display, and it would pop out with like 3D gingerbread men and stuff like that. It was wild. It was the one time I went, I splurged on the 3D
Hey,
glasses.
what if with all the animals we got a bunch of bright lights? Maybe just did flash real hard all around.
Animals love it.
Oh, you got a Texas steer? Bring it on over. Big horns. Let's do it. Yeah.
Put right next to that camel.
Hey, Tommy.
Rottweilers.
Tommy, you ordered fireworks. Is that a good idea, Tommy? Are fireworks good for animals?
Oh, they happen. Some habitats happen. Loud popping noises. You never know. You never know. You know what else? I called my insurance guy, and I got a special policy that said as long as less than 4 people get bitten by a goat, I'm good. Bite 4, bite no more. That's my rule.
And if they're in there,
I'm good with 4 a year.
And if they're in their own car and get bit by a goat, doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
You're in your car. That's
right.
your fault for putting your hand out the window.
We don't tell you to do it. Here's a loaf of bread.
We
That's
just
for you to eat. You thought we wanted you to give that to the goat?
Hey, what if we slather every driver in honey? Stem to stern. What if we do it? Make them stick their head out the moonroof. It'd be awesome.
Cows will love it. I love it. Don't love it. Everybody loves it.
It's not Holly mild. It's Holly wild.
Hey, you think if we wrap the animals in Christmas lights, could that be problematic? No,
we're good.
As long as they have the 3D glasses, they won't know. They won't know.
I don't care that we've alienated everyone in the country worse than Panda did with Carowinds. This needed to be done. Here for it.
Holly Wild.
Holly Miles. Holly Wild.
Well, Brig over there probably loves Holly Wild.
Oh, man, season ticket holder.
Yeah. When was the last
They're
time you
too
went?
kind to me. They're too kind to me because I'm there so often. They got the best concessions in the upstate. Good venison. It tastes so fresh. That venison jerky tastes like it came straight off the vine, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. There might be a reason, pal.
You never know. I don't ask questions.
You like to see
That's my rule in life. Like I go into Fitzy's, I see that C rating on the front door. I don't ask questions.
Yeah, that's a question. You wear the 3D glasses everywhere you go.
Oh yeah, everywhere. Life in 3D is just better. It's like it's coming right at me.
You know, if you don't wear the glasses, life is in 3D.
That's
right?
what you think.
Yeah, that's true.
Have you heard about a little documentary called The Matrix?
That's not a documentary.
You're not a documentary.
God bless, Rick.
Next, they go to chop a tree down, and they have an axe, and he starts going to town on this tree with the axe. They're like, stop. We got the chainsaw for the tree. And then they say this line, the axe is for the lower branches to trim. Why? You have a chainsaw. May I suggest doing what every Christmas tree lot in the world does, cut the tree down with the chainsaw, and then trim the lower branches with the chainsaw. It will save you an infinite amount of time not to chop branches off with an axe when you have a chainsaw present.
You know,
is it
each
because
their
of
own.
precision cut? You can't get precision
You
cut?
think that an axe is more precise than a chainsaw?
Well, it's like a close
Get
shave.
out of here.
You could get close shaver, right?
Just keep going. I'm just going to let you go. Keep going. Axe is more precise than a chainsaw. Go. Handheld chainsaw. Bang.
No. Okay. No, but you see what I'm saying? Like you could get real close
You
with
could
an
get
axe.
closer with
You
the
can't get-
axe blade.
Than you
Because
can
of
with a
that motor,
chainsaw.
the motor gets
The
fat
motor's
in the
over
back, and
here.
you can't get like.
What? How are you cutting this tree? Are you straddling the tree? Is it laid on top of you?
I'm trying. Like you're trying. I can see. Okay. Let me envision myself there for a second.
I'd prefer that you stand by it personally.
No, I think I do. I think you have to, because I do see where you come with the axe. The axe gives you a cleaner cut.
No, it doesn't. No, you said more precise. There's more precision, and that's
more
wrong.
precision. Both.
It
I'll
doesn't.
stand by them
It
both.
doesn't. It doesn't do those things.
Axe double down.
Snowed in Christmas, April 19th, 2021.
Right in front of me, April 20th, 2021.
Stan?
Well, and there's one other touch scene that you're missing, that she gets the hives, which is
Yes.
a weird scene in general. But he tries to hide her face. It's really awkward and weird.
Yes.
But then all of a sudden it becomes romantic with hives, which I saw them live.
Romantic with hives?
But yeah, but also
Not good.
Not great.
You saw him live.
I saw them live.
You didn't even tell me.
The last tour.
Where'd you go?
I went to the Honey Pot.
Oh.
And they played.
They can never get the sound right. At the
They
Honey
played
Pot
their
when I'm there.
self-titled album start to finish at the Honey Pot. It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah. There's a barker at the door. Just a guy woofing at you at the door. You remember
None of it.
Barker?
None of it works for
Ron
me.
Barker?
I'm not a fan of the Honey Pot.
Really?
No.
Wow.
They never get the sound
Very
right.
pretentious.
They're
They are
pretentious.
super pretentious.
I mean, they have a. We don't need to get it.
No, we don't have to right now.
But we can all agree the cocktail menu.
Bonkers.
Bonkers.
Yeah. Insane. Little pricey, but I'm in.
Oh, Victor Webster, April 21st, 2021.
To them.
Yeah. Have you gotten to utilize your martial arts in much during the TV? Like, is there something that I could go and find you, like, and watch you where you're using your has that ever helped you get a job in one of these shows?
Yeah, I've done a bunch of action movies. I did 2 Scorpion King movies.
Oh yeah, that's
I did
right.
a fight scene with probably about, I don't know, there's 400 extras, and I had a massive fight scene. I got picked up by an elephant and thrown and tore my ACL and had to fight for 2 days on a torn ACL.
Wow.
I almost got decapitated, riding a camel.
I mean, wait a minute. Time out. Did you get thrown by an actual elephant, like a real elephant?
Yeah, so we were shooting a movie, Scorpion King 3 in Thailand, and part of the thing was a ninja or ninja-like character kicks me into an elephant. The elephant wraps his tusk around me, picks me up, and throws me.
What?
And we had to train the elephant to do that. And I didn't have a stunt double in those movies, so I had to do all of the stunts and martial arts stuff myself. Oh, I tackled Kimbo Slice off of a 30-foot waterfall. All kinds of stuff.
What was Kimbo Slice doing in the movies? What movies Kimbo Slice in?
He played one of the bad guys in Scorpion King 3. Dave Bautista, I would think it was his first acting role. He was in that as well. Ron Perlman was in that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So the actual elephant picks you up by his tusk and throws you in the air.
Yep.
And you tear your ACL.
About 13 times, and on the last time is when my ACL tore, and we had 400 extras. We're out 6 hours away from the nearest city. I'm like, just give me 6 Advil, let's keep going.
So
it has to be. These fight scenes, and we had to adapt the fight scenes because now I had a limp. And so we had to change the fight scene and have one of the guys stab me in the leg with a knife, so it made sense that I'd have a limp. And I had, right after that, I had to chase an ATV with the cameraman on the back, and I'm full speed running after this group of ninjas and on a torn ACL. And I'm like, I'm doing this once. We're doing this one time, ready to roll. Let's go. You don't get it, we're done, because I can barely stand on my leg right now. And I full speed sprinted after this ATV with a camera guy, and that was it. And then we had to finish the next day with a fight scene and went to the hospital in Thailand, and I had a 40% tear in my ACL.
So, and Victor, you just have to come back every week so we can hear these stories. I know you just come on. It's COVID. You don't have anything to do. Just come on. I just want to get this straight, and it's hard for me to get over. You were thrown from an elephant tusk 13 times, and on the 13th one, did you ask for that take? Were you like, can we get one
Guys,
more?
I can fall better.
What in the world, man?
This was the director. A lot of times in fight scenes, as you guys know, they shoot pieces.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
They shoot the first 6 or 7 moves, the second 6 or 7 moves. This director didn't like to do that. He wanted to shoot the whole thing as a master. So this was at the end of the fight scene. So this was 13 full fight scenes. Punches, kicks, spinning kicks, sword work, all kinds of stuff. and this was at the end. So I was completely depleted. It just so happened that we didn't clear the ground well enough, and there was an embedded rock that was sticking up about 3 inches to a point, and I landed right on that, and that's what tore my knee.
Ooh. Unbelievable.
That being said, elephants are one of my favorite creatures, and they're incredible and they're beautiful. And it wasn't his fault.
And let's talk about Matchmaker now.
You signed up for Scorpion King 4 Quest for Power, so it didn't stop you from recurring that role.
No.
When Calls the Heart, Season 2, Episode 4, April 22nd, 2021.
So boring it hurts. So boring it hurts.
Yeah.
You guys know I try to be a light in the darkness.
Thank God you guys are finally coming around.
I'm sad we didn't get to see more of the car driving, you know?
That's when you know.
Guys, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's just pack it up. Let's try again. Let's just try again. Let's just run it back. We'll try again next season.
I'll be optimistic next week, though, because this is every week now. I'm like, it'll be better next week.
You remember the good old days of Billy Hamilton and Abigail trying to open the cafe and Gowan in the mine and the burned church? Do you remember those days?
Yeah.
Boy, I miss those days. I miss them. This is a
simpler time.
An absolute rudderless ship on a bridge to nowhere. We are stuck in the desert, and there's not even a mirage of water. There is nothing to be found. Like, I feel like I'm being buried alive watching these episodes of television. Like, I feel bad because I gave the show Lost such a hard time that year before they had the end date of the show figured out, and they were making a season of television, and it was clearly they were just stretching for no reason. That is pure art compared to what is going on. It is like they're trying to run out the clock on life on this show. They are just like, maybe if we do one more episode, we'll all be buried underneath the ground and then disappear and biodegrade into the ether. How can we make life seem more like a vapor and meaningless? Another episode of When Calls the Heart. This is the worst. And I'll tell you why it's the worst. Is because I am not judging based upon my experience as a whole. I'm judging minute by minute. Per minute of bad, it doesn't get worse than this. This 43 minutes of bad packed a punch. It was a knockout. Are some of the other ones worse because they're 80-some minutes, infinity, whatever? Yes. But minute for minute, this is as bad as television gets. I've never been depressed in my life. I'm about to get there, guys. I'm about to seep into a deep depression. I just don't know how you guys do it. I long for season 1. I yearn for the good old days of season 1 of Coal Valley and When Calls the Heart. This is awful.
There's no Gowan
television.
in this episode either.
No Gowan.
There's no
purpose.
Who were the bad guys? They were counterfeiters? Is that what the issue was?
It is absolutely inexcusable that this is television. And you know, I noticed something else today because I'm fully convinced that this season is all about making sure the super conservative Christians love it like the books. The saloon, the sign for the saloon makes a cross. Why? Why does it do that?
I don't know.
Good gracious. I got to be honest. This episode was a bigger waste of time than some poor just nobody building an entire stage so Pascal Hutton could sing for 10 seconds. Because that happened in this episode. I booed. It got an audible boo from me.
Yeah, you did. You did boo.
It's terrible, guys. I'm just downtrodden.
Christmas and Homestead, April 23rd, 2021. Rady's like a good sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Can make a not great nugget from McDonald's delectable.
Yeah. I will say this: the mighty sauce at McDonald's saves the nuggets.
So you're saying Rady is like the mighty sauce.
If he had said the mighty sauce was one of the best inventions, I would have to go back and think, because as far as fast food sauces go, if it's a national chain, mighty sauce has to be up there. If it's a regional chain, no, because you got Zax sauce and the others. But mighty sauce is delicious.
Is there anyone higher on Zax than Dan?
I love Zax sauce.
No.
It's
You bring Zax into every equation.
It's great.
Rady is the mighty sauce.
Rady's the Zax sauce.
Sure, either one. Oh boy.
The Princess Switch, April 26th, 2021.
I saw, to the lady who commented last week on our Snowed in
This
Christmas.
is how to best handle the comments.
Yeah. To the lady who commented last week on the Snowed in Christmas and was like, "You guys were you loved the movie, but then you got mean and you started picking it apart. What's up with that?" That is also going to happen here. So I just want to give you the warning.
Literally
that's the
every
show.
episode of the show.
That's the show.
Yes.
So if you get another one of these where we're like, we love the movie, and then I also have, I think, the most weight what's I've ever had.
Wow.
Doesn't matter. Just want you to know that's the show.
That's the
Alonzo?
show. Criticism isn't mean. It
No.
is just we're evaluating art.
That's right.
Of course.
So when I say a
let's
film
be
is
clear.
utter garbage, not trying to be mean.
No.
It's an evaluation of art.
Hot Stat Anda. April 27th, 2021.
Like Christopher Russell appears shirtless. You're like,
boy.
yeah, even if I worked out my whole life, like there's just
Yeah.
a genetic
Yes.
giftedness there that I don't possess. But this guy comes out of the beach with his shirt off, and you're like, I could get there. Like I could get to
It
that.
does instill confidence. Now, I want to be abundantly clear. I'm not there.
No, and
nor
that-
will I ever be.
And that dude is miles more attractive than any
I'll
of
ever
us.
be.
Yeah,
Yes,
and
yes.
will ever be. I'm not saying
he's a good-looking fellow.
but he walks out from the ocean, and you're like,
underwhelmed.
Yeah, I would say at the very least,
underwhelmed.
It's just like, all right. Like,
Here's the thing:
I
like you
think
see him with some of his shirts on, and you're like, boy, he's gonna have
chiseled.
it.
Yeah,
right?
he's-
I
doesn't
think
have it.
I could challenge him to a push-up contest.
No.
I think I could challenge him to a push-up contest. I think I could.
What's his name? Google
Ross, Tim Ross, I believe.
Google him.
Tim Ross.
DM Tim Ross and ask him if he will do a push-up contest.
No, we'd have to be in the same room
against you.
'Cause there's some
Live
intimidation.
stream.
No.
We'll do live. It was
No.
for charity.
No.
It's for
not
charity.
direct. It would have to be same room. Tim,
I would do it. I would do it stream. He would beat me, I think.
Yeah.
Just a hot take.
So the only reason you're not doing it,
I have seen you do a push-up, and I love you.
It was not.
But I would probably wager that Tim Ross would beat you.
It's because I get shaky on the up.
Yeah.
wait, the only
And on
reason
the
you're
down.
not
When I
doing it
start
is
going
because of
down, it gets shaky.
intimidation.
I would intimidate him. That's the whole thing. Is if we were together, I feel like I could intimidate
That's
him.
what you think it is, huh?
Yeah. Now live stream, he probably takes me. He probably beats me.
You think that being in person, the intimidation
I would
factor.
intimidate Tim Ross.
It's a plus how many for you with the intimidation
It's a plus
factor?
30.
Wow.
Well, that's why I have it out.
There's a 30 push-up.
That's why I'm always
Yeah.
shaky on my push-ups
'cause I'm
around
watching
you.
so
'Cause
closely.
it makes me uneasy.
I can only do
By myself, I rip off 1,000.
Yeah, I know. I can only do 10. I can only do 10 if we live streamed it. But if I got Tim Ross here, I can do 40. He stops at 22. I just keep going to like bury him. Just like, yeah, Tim, let's go.
I feel
Tim
like
Ross, if you're listening, I know you could beat me in a push-up contest. I want to be very, very clear.
I feel like there
about
has
this.
to be some sort of like, like to get into like the military, you have to pass some tests.
Yeah.
I feel like to be a lead actor in a movie, you have to at least be able to do 100 push-ups, right?
100 without stopping?
Yeah, you have to.
Dude, that's a lot of push-ups. That guy can do 100 push-ups without stopping? That we just watched?
I'd like to hope so.
No.
I don't know.
But
I want when I think about these rom-com guys, I want them to be able to hold me for a while, Like, and
just
I
pick you up like
yes,
that?
just pick
Do
me
you want
up,
them to rock?
rock me, comfort me, whatever I
I
need.
held you for a photo shoot. That's a true sentence.
Yeah.
And the reason I know I held you is because Panda was supposed to hold you with me, and he did nothing.
He had my
To be
shoe.
fair, all I could do was get your shoe. You're a big boy. You are arm span. There wasn't a lot left of Brand to hold.
Wingspan. Arm span?
Arm span.
Some
Arms
life.
in your span. I don't know how I can make this clear for you, Daniel.
Early in this movie, Cindy Busby is chef in the kitchen, and she looks over at one of the sous chefs who's made something out of Jell-O, and she said, we're going for intriguingly gelatinous. This looks like hospital food. We're going for intriguingly gelatinous?
Some live.
Interestingly, people have said the same thing about me. Intriguingly gelatinous.
What is it about Panda? He's so intriguingly gelatinous.
Wait, would you call him a pear shape? I'm not really sure.
No.
Upside down candy apple. Skinny on the bottom, fat on top. Like
You've thought this through more than anyone else has. And if
can you update your
no. If you're fat up here and skinny down here, you are a right side up candy apple.
Oh yeah.
Upside down candy apple.
No, because I'm thinking when you have like when it's
when
laying
you're
down.
eating it.
Oh yeah, no. Then you're all right.
You're thinking of a candy apple that's sitting in the store still.
Yeah. That's accurate.
I don't know what this guy's talking
So
about.
you're a held.
I'm a held candy apple.
I want you to update all of your social media, your bio, intriguingly gelatinous / held candy apple.
Held candy apple.
Done.
Thank you.
Wow. When Calls the Heart, Season 2, Episode 5, April 29th, 2021.
Well, everybody.
Oh, boy.
Very excited. We are around the water cooler.
Yeah, for this water cooler episode of When Calls the Heart. Did you get you a cold one?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
What's
the scuttlebutt?
You wouldn't believe it, Dan.
I really wouldn't.
Tiffany over in accounting.
Tiffany in accounting has been a problem since the beginning.
Yeah.
Red, why do we keep her around?
Because I met her.
Okay. Congratulations.
That's all I've just heard. That's all I can tell about that story. I can't. Standards and practices. I have them in my ear, so I have them in one ear and you guys in the other ear. And Tracy is not in my ear at all. And they said, if you say one more word of that story, you're fired. And so I said, okay, no more story. I met her. Hey, Tiff.
Hey, Tiff.
Santa Claus is coming to town April 30th, 2021.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Deck the Hallmark.
You know what my favorite part of today is, aside from the fact that it's Friday, weekend starting early, get it going, is that I drank over half of Panda's Diet Coke. He didn't notice.
Oh. It did feel a little light now that you say it.
Hey, we were all post-vaccination here. I'm just letting you know, we've all had our vaccinations. Yep. Both of them, we're doing great over here.
We suffered through it. We powered through.
That's right.
Get vaccinated.
Please do. Absolutely.
Do it.
Hey, we have a lot of fun here on Deck the Hallmark. And the two things you need to know is, one, get vaccinated. And two, frontline workers. If it weren't for you out there, nurse working the night shift, we have actually a group of nurses. I'm not making this up. Come back to me. This is a true story. Come back to me in a second. Talk. Okay. Vamp.
Okay.
Brand Vamp.
But so far, all you've given us is that there's a group of nurses, and I'm excited to see where it goes.
I met her.
We're talking Santa Claus is coming to town. Guys, if you have a classic Christmas movie from Hallmark that you're wanting us to watch, let us know. We need as many as we can get because Christmas in July is coming right up as well. And we're going to go into overdrive with these Christmas movies, which I'm very excited about. For Christmas in July, are we still doing When Calls the Heart?
Oh boy, I don't want to talk. What if we did all the movies? All the When Calls the Heart Christmas movies.
Out of order? That's what got us into trouble in the first place.
I don't really care about the trouble. Thanks for vamping, Brand. The ladies at the Roxanne and all of her colleagues at the Cleveland Clinic Surgical Unit in Cleveland, Ohio, thank you for your work. And thank you for listening to Deck. They all listen to Deck the Hallmark.
Surgery?
Amazing.
No, they're listening.
That seems ill-advised.
They say they really love the banter between the three of us, and they make we make their day, especially on the drive homes from work. Oh, they're first responders at the hospital, Cleveland Clinic Surgical Unit, Cleveland, Ohio. Roxanne and all of your colleagues, thank you for listening. But more importantly, thanks for doing the hard work. Seriously, we have a lot of fun here on Deck the Hallmark, but you guys are doing it.
Yeah,
so thank you.
There's a surgeon out there to cut, giggle. And
he's like, Scalpel, that Rig Dilby is a character.
He's wild.
Whenever the boys say they see him in concert, I don't think they have. Suction.
That's right. Yeah.
God, swap me the crystal, Dan, son of a gun. I need more slots.
You know, most of the time they're faking, but baby ambulance, I saw them live. They're not.
They really do have that
baby siren. Couldn't think of it. Dude, a baby ambulance is just tiny. They are real, and they're not great.
They're not great.
Nothing to be proud of, Doc.
They're trying to get off on the.
Wait a minute! I know it's Friday.
The success of Baby Siren. Let's talk about Santa Claus is coming to town, which originally aired on.
They had a lot of the Bloomin' Onion sauce was. Dude, this whole opening is going on the best of, isn't it? I mean, we're locked and loaded today. Water. Oof. Son of a...
Scared me.
Why did you scream?
I don't know.
Nothing here.
I saw something out of the corner of my eye.
Nothing here can hurt you.
I thought it might be hitting me in the head.
Nothing
I
here can hurt
realize
you.
now it was. I didn't have to.
Oh my gosh. We had that scream on tape, right?
Guys,
like that's good. Thank goodness.
Guys, recording around the water cooler, not a great idea, like aesthetically.
No.
But it's been great. I've loved it.
You think it's
been a
gonna
lot
stay?
of fun.
I just.
Originally aired on December 10th, 2011.
We can cut that out, right?
No, that's staying
and it
in.
went a little
That scream will live in infamy. We're never finishing, Brand. Just.
I don't know how to cut anymore. Sorry, lost the computer.
Bro, are you going to try to edit the scream with one of your screams, Trace? Are you going to? Okay.
Do a dubstep. Go on the TikTok.
He said, "Ha!" That's what Panda did. It's a Princess Switch 2, May 2nd, 2021.
I'll tell you, first of all, to quote Stephen Carell in The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Kelly Clarkson. They Thank you.
That was a good one, man. They caught me off guard. Well done. I love it.
Thank you. They play Underneath the Tree under the insane decorating montage, and I love that song. And so it makes that whole moment just really kind of pop.
Matchmaker Mystery, Art of the Kill, May 4th. Be with you 2021. There's all that talk about going to space and living there and stuff.
Yeah.
What are you? If you could afford a trip on the space, would you go?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Elon
it's a
Musk said he's
no-brainer.
going to put a Dogecoin on the moon.
A Dogecoin?
A Dogecoin on the moon. He said it.
Man, I should invest.
We should all. It was a funny joke, but I think we should all jump in.
I think we should.
Let's get in on the Doge.
Yeah. Well,
Not because of Elon Musk.
No.
He's awful. I want to be clear. But
because of Mark Cuban.
It's funny.
It's Mark
Let's all
Cuban.
spend money.
100, 200, 300, 400, whatever. Whatever you have.
Whatever you have.
Dogecoin.
Dogecoin. Doge. Look it up. Welcome to Crypto Talk.
We have nothing to gain here by you and also investing.
What if we put all of the business's money into Dogecoin? Dude, what if we did it? We should have done it at 30 cents.
Yeah.
And we'd have made a few $1,000s.
Hey,
dope.
So Bitcoin
It's awesome for a risk on a dog meat cryptocurrency.
So
that's a sentence.
So Bitcoin is 52,000.
56,000 now, yeah.
Should we just take a? Do we have that in the bank?
$56,000.
Where are we at? I don't know. I don't do the
If
money.
we have that much money to just give to Bitcoin, let's do it.
I'm just saying, do a quick in there and quick out.
That's what I was saying. It's a little less scary at the 30-cent model.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
just saying a little easier to gain money at that model than at the 56K model.
There's there's another one that's like right underneath it, but like right under Bitcoin.
Ethereum. Yeah,
that's probably a safer
9,000
bet.
right now.
Safer bet.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Crypto talk.
I'm big Ethereum boy.
You're a big
I think
Ethereum
it's a good
boy.
bet. Yeah.
But I don't think any of us are more excited about anything.
Frog Legs
than-
is going to be the best one.
Gosh, right now, do not sleep on frog
Dude,
legs.
it is now's the time. If you're listening on Tuesday, especially, if you
And
think
guys-
the Wednesday is going to be too high.
Guys, stay on our social medias at Home Our Podcast. We have our NFT that's coming out.
That's right.
And it's a once for all for one picture of us.
It's a once.
And like there's only one of the pictures available that's an NFT version.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Sure, you can find the picture
Other ones,
anywhere.
yeah.
But it's only one.
Wow.
Yeah.
You did a single hashtag.
Only
It's just
one.
a cross. Is all
It's
that
just
is.
a cross.
Did you think you were going to get cryptocurrency talk today on Deck the Hallmark? But you did, and that's why you come here.
No, that's true.
This is what happens when there's no new movie and we're doing a mystery, a Danica mystery.
Doge,
Dogecoin. Buy right now. Dogecoin. You heard it here first.
Okay.
Frog legs also.
Frog legs.
Fitzy's is starting to take them, and now that Fitzy's is
What's the
man.
frog leg little acronym?
It's kind of it's
frog.
It's FGLG.
Oh, interesting.
FGLG.
It's like Figgle.
Figleg.
Figaloo.
Yep.
It's good. It's good.
What are you saying? It's just FGLG. Figaloo? What is that? Figaloo.
Dude, Sob Live. The first 15-ish minutes of this movie takes place inside the museum. We see Clinton. He dies, and then they pretty early on show back up to the museum. They find his body. And then for the next 8-ish minutes, the body is just being rolled around this museum.
It's the best.
In the background,
such a classic.
In the background of every scene, you just see them wheeling this
They're
body.
like the band members in This Is Spinal Tap that can't find the stage. They're just like,
It's this
you
way."
think it's this way? Nope. It's this way. Really sorry. Excuse us. Dead body coming through.
I know it's a big
is.
building, but it just made me
It's
giggle.
one of my favorite wait whats that we've had all year. Like you just keep going, where are they going? There's still just one dead body, right?
Yeah.
They just keep wheeling around.
Found the exit. It's over here. Oh,
Somebody
dang it.
dropped the ball hard on that set to be like, have him roll it again. What if we had him roll the body through? We've already done
Danny,
that.
it's
No.
like it's in the background of like 5 so far. You want one more?
Yes.
We need to establish
He's
that
dead.
they take the body out.
Do you think
Man.
did he invest?
Dogecoin?
Yeah. Do we like
Danny?
What happens to those coins?
Ooh, I don't know. That's a good question. They're out in the crypto?
Oh, you hate to see it.
When Calls the Heart, Season 2, Episode 6, May 5th, 2021.
I would still risk it.
Would
Yeah,
you?
you
Risk
don't- you never
scandal?
turn down
You
first
risk
class.
it. You risk it for the brisket.
You risk it
There's
for the
brisket in first class.
Oh,
Really?
Yes.
How good is it?
Oh,
So good.
it's good enough not to risk it.
First class brisket.
It's good enough not to risk
It's
it.
good enough that you don't want to risk the risk.
No, you want
do
to risk it for the biscuit.
Yeah.
But the brisket is so good, you don't want to risk
You
not
don't want to
getting the
risk
brisket.
not getting the brisket.
Ah,
you
yeah,
don't.
yeah.
You don't risk it for the brisket. You don't risk it.
But you also would risk it for the brisket.
You do. You risk.
It's depending on your context.
Yes.
If you're already in, you don't risk it.
risk it.
But if you're not in, you would risk
it for the brisket for sure.
Yeah.
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 That comes with some Triscuits.
Oh boy.
Triscuits with the briskets.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Wouldn't
prefer a
risk it.
biscuit.
Biscuit would be good with a brisket. Trisket.
Biscuit. I think we.
Yep.
This is When Calls the Heart Season 2.
We're here and we're loving it. Dan's got all the feels. Brand's singing about breathing.
Just breathe. Cameron Matheson, May 6, 2021.
So Brandon Penny doesn't really do podcast interviews. It's a thing. He just doesn't do them. And so we kind of have a running bit on Deck the Hallmark where we're always like, we got Brendan Penny on the line? Like it's a joke that we have, but we
really,
yeah, seriously.
What the heck?
But what's funny about it is that whenever
you want me to text him,
and
find out why.
Absolutely.
Say, hey, Brendan,
Deck the Hallmark.
Deck the Hallmark guys want to know why the heck you won't come on their show.
Yes, we have been dying to get this guy on the show.
Brendan, Cam Matheson here. Hope you're doing well, brother. Period. I'm on with Deck the Hallmark guys, and they want to know why you refuse to do their show. Period. We need to figure this out ASAP.
He's gonna reply back. It's probably because they trashed my last movie or something.
I
like
love
that.
it,
It's
Cam.
definitely possible.
Dude, we have been trying to get that guy on the podcast for 2.5 years. You just let
Brendan
us know.
Penny update real quick before I ask you the last last question.
Oh, we got Brendan Penny.
We got an answer.
Hey,
Oh my God, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Matheson? What is Deck the Hallmark?
Brendan, come on, man.
Brendan, you gotta fire your people, man.
Dude.
You gotta fire your people.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Brendan. Oh, now he's going to Google it and it's going to get ugly. Because if he listens to everything we've said without
we
any
love
context.
that guy.
Oh,
But
man.
we got him on the line. Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Just in time for Christmas, May 7th, 2021. Next week, it's just going to be crickets.
It's radio
out there.
silent.
Radio
That's
silent.
right.
So-
I
but
might,
don't
I might put a few
unsubscribe.
things out. I might put a few things out.
What are you gonna
myself. Maybe
Thoughts with Panda.
Thoughts with Panda.
Daily Thoughts with Panda.
Yeah, it's gonna take the storm by rain. You know, I like pancakes. It's wild to me because you can just make them in a pan if you really want to. But I don't think they taste a lot like cakes.
What do they taste like?
More like muffins, really.
What
if
do
you
they
think about it.
taste like?
More like muffins.
What do they taste like?
More like muffins.
What do they taste like?
More like muffins.
What do they taste like?
More like muffins.
Tell me, what do they taste like?
More like muffins.
And I think that's going to take off.
It's going to be something.
That's going to take the show to the next level.
Mm-hmm.
We're here right now.
It's like Dogecoin.
Yes.
All rise.
All rise.
Who are you saluting to?
Just anybody?
Everybody?
Everybody? Anybody?
I think we should bring it back, the salute.
Oh, man.
Did the salute go out of style?
Yeah, for a while.
Oh,
Bring it
you
back.
hate to see that.
Bring back the salute.
When was the last time salutes were in bounds?
In bounds?
In bounds, like in style. That's something I'm trying out.
I don't know when the salute.
I started
I
feeling
will
weird
occasionally-
doing it in 2017.
I will occasionally give, when we interview somebody, like I'll give them one of these when we leave. Like, hey, good to see you. Yeah. It's kind of a half salute.
Yeah,
half
the
like
half
salute.
salute, though, I find it offensive.
You find the half salute offensive?
Yes, because it's like, oh, either salute me or don't. Like, don't assault me with a half salute.
Whoa.
Assault my
Whoa.
integrity.
Got out of hand.
Like Dogecoin. Cut the alphabet.
Even in educational philosophy and psychology, you learn about Maslow
So
early on, like first year early on.
First few chapters of psychology, like
Yes.
even if you broke it up into modules where you were teaching motivation and reward, like the reality is that's the first slide you probably pop up.
You can't break out Maslow last day.
No, you can't.
You know,
You're
what if she
swing and a
was
miss.
making it full circle? What if she went back to Maslow?
Well, then she's a genius.
She came all the way back around. And
No
said,
one's bringing Maslow back
you
around
bring
these
Maslow
days.
back around.
That's cutting edge.
I saw Bring Maslow back around live, and they were kind of boring. They started by throwing like food and water to the crowd, and then they worked their way. Anybody? No, just no. Okay, good. Glad it's just him. At least
By the end, everyone was affirming one another. They're like, I feel great.
we did it. It's a psychology joke. And our goal to alienate everyone.
They're like,
cryptocurrency, boxing, psychology jokes.
We have it all here for you.
Yeah.
More like Floyd Mayweather, am I right, boys?
I love it. And that's fantastic.
He goes in and he boxes the other guy. Is like, what do you think your mom?
Yeah.
What do you think about your mom?
Why is his voice all weird? He's still Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah,
What do you think about your mom?
Well, that's Floyd Mayweather. I mean,
Floyd Mayweather.
This is
He's
a different
wily,
guy.
dude.
Yeah,
He's
he
wild.
is.
He's scrappy. He scraps.
He is. Crafty dude. Second thing.
Back to you. Crafty dude. Back. Boom goes the dynamite. Back to you.
He's a crafty dude.
Crafty
dude, if you know what I mean.
Back
Yeah.
to you. Back to you, crafty dude. Back to you. You Rain Man? Judge Wapner, crafty dude. Back to you.
I don't know what you want from me. The guy
He's a crafty
dude. I don't know what
He's
you
wild,
want.
man.
You just can't predict.
The Gathering, May 17th, 2021. And I will I'm going to hand this one to you by just saying the phrase 72 hours.
Yeah. So Ed Asner's talking to his son-in-law, who there's this big thing, right, about how I don't want to work for him, and he's blah blah blah, this, that, and the other, and he doesn't think I'm worthy of you because you make all the money and blah blah blah. And then they're talking, and he's like, "Hey, I do want to offer you a job, but it's on your own merit. You're worth it." Blah blah blah. This is Christmas morning in 1977, and he goes, "I can't just walk out on my other job." And Ed Asner's like, "How much time do you need?" Well, at this point, we're thinking, there's a standard 2 weeks notice. At this point, we're thinking maybe a month. And he doesn't even blink and go 72 hours. He says, "It's Christmas morning. Let me wait until the 28th, and then don't let the door hit you." I don't even know what are you doing right now?
Yeah, there is a margin between just walking out and the 72 hours of the week of Christmas.
That's right. Yeah.
There's a large amount of people that would say 72 hours is indeed just walking out.
Walking out the door. That is what that is. If you say 72 hours from Christmas morning, you're just walking out the door.
Yeah.
What if it was on a weekend? What if Christmas morning was a Friday?
Forget about
just forget it.
Give me till Monday.
Didn't you get my memo while the office was closed?
I'm a good employee. I'm not just going to walk out here. I'm going to give them 3 days after the biggest holiday of the year. Sweet Caroline, May 18th, 2021.
Cooper comes over to help Josie and the kids with a bake sale situation. They get into literally the biggest flower fight I've ever seen, and I would say the biggest flower fight this side of the Mississippi.
Yeah, this side for sure.
For sure. The West Coast is known.
They have for the big boys.
They're known. Flower Fest 54.
Dude, 54 was such a year.
Gosh, we got that clip. Flower Fest 1954. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Flower Fest. We're very excited. We're going to be throwing flour at each other. You know the rules. No headshots, no knee shots, and nothing in between. Let's throw some flour, if you know what I mean. Go.
I'm going to flower you so hard, you're going to grow out the ground.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this and might as well shake and bake it. All right, here we go.
Flower Fest shout out 1954. So, baby, it's cold inside. May 19th, 2021.
This girl shouldn't be anywhere near anything that requires her to be efficient and keep things upright. What are you doing over here right now?
I'm pulling up the comments.
Okay, can you do it
can you do it without the volume?
Or maybe
Hey, volume boy.
Could you maybe act like you're listening to me like my opinion matters?
Oh, let me look at the comments. They're more important. Oh, I'm brand. Am I funny enough? Does everyone think I'm funny? Do I have any feedback yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I want feedback right away. Scroll.
That went on a skosh too long, but overall, I loved it. And I know, guys, this is probably my feels from Winter Castle back in January of 2019, and I don't care. I love this Winter Castle.
2018 there.
It was 2019.
2019, you're right, 2019. January 2019.
Do you even know the history of this podcast?
Right, we weren't even around.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes I Google myself and see what comes up. And then I send it to my friends and my family. And I say, guess what? George Stephanopoulos thinks I'm cute.
Did you say Google myself and see what comes up?
Yeah.
Who Calls the Heart, Season 2, Episode 7. May 20th, 2021.
Guys, we are on the Season 2 finale.
You promise?
No amount of vacation could prepare us for this.
No. We came in fresh, had done nothing at 9:30 in the morning, 10 days off, and this still hit different. It just hit.
It just, my body left my soul.
I thought I had mono. I thought I had mononucleosis. It was hard for me to lift my arms in the air. I went to the doc and got checked out. He was like, "Did you watch the Season 2 finale?" When he calls hard, I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Yeah."
We see this a lot.
We see it a lot. Just go back to regular activity.
Remember whenever you found out that a buddy in high school had mono?
It was always a kissing
boy. Poor guy didn't do anything. He just got it. It actually really sucked, man.
As everyone in the locker room shares the same bottle of Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, boy. I don't know how you got it.
Yeah. Two girls, man.
Man, it happened to be all the time in my locker room.
Dude, you'd go around licking stuff hoping you'd get mono.
Right. It was homeschooled. It was a weird bit.
Yeah, it was. I kept licking the remote.
Mom, I got mono. Your mom wasn't nearly as excited.
Yeah. She's like, "Atta boy." It's weird because you haven't ever left the house and you don't have a girlfriend, loser.
What? Your mom is meaner than the dad in Sweet Carolina.
Never. We don't even joke.
No, not possible.
Not possible.
Cold-hearted. Also, back then, you just had to be a little meaner. Your kid wouldn't survive.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. And we get a real nice shot of his hands. And I know, guys, this is going to be a weird bit, but Bill's hands are beautiful.
No, he's putting his hands on Nora.
Yeah, on Nora. That's right. That man's what's his real name? Jack
Wagner.
Jack Wagner. Jack Wagner, you got beautiful hands, man. Like I've never seen a man with such pretty hands.
Would you say delicate?
That guy delicate hands. He should be a hand model. They were exquisite.
Exquisite.
They were exquisite.
Exquisite.
They were.
Why, hello there.
Decanter.
That is exquisite.
They were exquisite, and I was taken aback. I think this is the loudest I've gotten this season. I was like, boys, look at his hands. So I guess
you sounded like me with the aloha. we just kept going. Okay,
that's where we are right now.
Wild hands, huh?
Wild hands.
Ranking every movie so far, May 21st, 2021.
You know what's paining me right now is that
What's paining you?
I'll tell you what's paining me, Dan. It's just giving me some gas over here, and it's the very fact that I think that Fit for a Prince might be ranked too high.
Yeah, because there's no way. That's my next question is, Brand put it as the best in that bad category sneakily to move it up when we put Ice Castle in, and I'm not having it. That dumb Prince movie with one shoe that never appears in the movie is not going to the middle category. Not on my life. It's not.
I'll move it down.
Man, I've got some bad news for you. That bad boy's got to drop.
Garbage, and we know it.
Okay, and then but
it's better than Hearts Down Under, right? No, maybe not.
It's not better than Hearts Down Under.
We are splitting turd hairs down at that bottom.
Okay,
fine. Here's where can I tell you where I'm at personally? Can I tell you where I'm at spiritually and personally?
Yeah, of course. Hey, share your heart.
I think that the four movies at stake here, Fit for a Prince, in my opinion, there are four movies that hold the key to everything. Fit for a Prince, Fit for a Prince, Baby It's Cold Inside, Winter Getaway, and One Perfect Wedding. We have to get in that slosh and determine the order there. And
this makes me feel dirty.
Here's the thing: is for me, all those movies are just dirty, rotten scoundrels. I want to be clear.
Yeah.
But of those four movies, One Perfect Wedding's my favorite one.
Wow.
Of those four, it's my favorite one.
No.
And Winter Getaway is my least favorite one.
Really? The fact that the guy gets the helicopter and they're eating the charcuterie board?
I love that.
I love that. I
thought that movie was a blast.
Pronounce
you know what?
Charcuterie correctly. Charcuterie every time.
I don't know what you want from me. It's
Just
spelled the way it is.
It's pronounced.
It's pronounced the way it spells.
CHARCUT.
Charcuterie.
Where do you get shootery in there?
Because there's an H somewhere in there.
There isn't. There's one H at the beginning, char.
There's one at the back end, isn't
there's
there?
not one at the
there's
back
no
end.
back
There's
end.
not a secret H back end. Saw them live.
So you're saying it's charcuterie?
Charcuterie,
Okay.
yeah. The Gathering, Part 2, May 24th, 2021. And then lastly, we saved this for the end, and I'm hoping Alonzo didn't catch it so we can quiz him. This movie is historic. And it does hold a place that hopefully will make our second edition of I'll Be Home for Christmas movies coming out September 28th. They end this film by saying Happy New Year's to each other quite a few times.
Oh, no, I didn't notice.
Alonzo, how many times does this family say Happy New Year's in a row?
Is it more or less than in Reunited at Christmas?
It's more.
Oh, wow. Okay, then I'll say 14?
13 times.
Wow.
They say Happy New Year's to each other 13 times before the credits roll.
And it does make you wonder if Reunited at Christmas was like.
Whoever's directing the
Paying
movie
homage to,
is like, this is what
Gathering
we'll
Part
do.
2.
It's the Gathering Part 2. Like everybody watches it and makes fun of it, and they're like, you don't know your history. If you had watched The Gathering Part 2, you'd know what I was going for.
Sir or madam.
Touche.
I sense a film and a movie happening here.
I tip of the cap to you. That's right. If you make me watch those two movies again, friendship over.
Summit Nights 2021 preview show, May 25th, 2021. And we're going 1 out of 5 lemonades. How excited are you for this movie?
5 lemonades.
There's 3 other movies coming up now.
5
and I just want to be
lemonades.
clear. during his reading of the synopsis, you were showing me Mo's descriptions
Right.
and texting your wife.
That's how
those are the two things you were doing.
And I stand by everything I said, and I stand by it. Five lemonades.
5 lemonades. Okay.
All right, where are we at on Stay Dollar Cove? Be honest and transparent here.
Yeah.
Now that you've heard it, Allie and AJ,
Yeah,
going
I'm
to Stay Dollar
pumped. Plus
Cove,
with,
saving the pier.
Yeah, saving a pier is not necessarily my jam.
But imagine Chad Michael Murray being like, "We gotta save the pier."
Yeah, no, and that's why. Okay, so I will say, in all honesty, I'm going to give this a 4.
Okay.
2 pinks, 2 yellows.
Okay.
So I think this one will end up being the best one only because of the leads involved. Put
You're
it
a
ahead
huge
of
Allie and AJ fan.
Huge. I couldn't tell you the plot of that show.
You don't even know what you did.
I don't clearly.
I can't.
Allie and AJ
They're
is
a musical
band,
group. Goober.
Allie
music
and
band.
Allie and
A music
AJ.
band?
Allie and
I didn't know about that
AJ are sisters.
I heard of Casey and JoJo.
Allie, no.
Crazy. Just
Allie and AJ, they're
Take
like,
it seriously or don't take it at all, Dan.
I'll take it. I won't take it at all.
This is a potential breakup song. Our album needs just a one. It's great.
It sounds awful. You sound great, but it sounds awful.
I'll play it for you
great.
afterwards, and you'll be like, "This is a Bob."
No.
Yeah, no, you will.
In calls the heart. My wish. New Year's wish. May 27th, 2021. Boy, did you think when we were in January in that tiny office space doing the New Year bit that 2020 was going to happen? Because boy, we were in for it.
I had an inkling.
You had an inkling?
Yeah.
You just didn't say
Do you
anything?
think Deltex made it?
I hope not. We were in this office complex, and there was a company down the hall called Deltex, and we just knew that because their placard said Deltex. And for literally no reason, we all decided it was a terrible company. We don't know anyone that works there. We just had to walk by it every day, and so we determined Deltex was bad news.
Yeah. I once walked by their placard, and I moved it halfway out. I didn't throw it on the ground. I just kind of pushed it a little bit off center.
Like they became our mortal enemy.
Yeah, they did.
They
were really sweet.
They could literally help impoverished people do great things or just be completely nonprofit. And we were like, Deltex is the worst.
But they're not above board. They're not above board. They're not above board.
Everything's not in front.
My Christmas Love, May 28th, 2021.
I'm not saying I'm better than Golden Corral.
You are. That's what you're saying. Either go to Golden Corral with us, or
you have a chess pie there.
A chess pie.
I said
Stop selling.
They have cotton candy, all you can eat.
The wings there.
Oh no.
Dan, either say you'll go with us, or admit that you're too bougie. You're too big.
And let me toss out one final thing to consider before you.
Okay.
All right. Before steak o'clock, which is what, 6 o'clock, or is it 5? You have to pay more for the premium. It's sliders up until that time.
Are you doing serious business right now?
I'm not joking. So they have these sliders there that are awesome.
No,
They are
all
so
you need
good.
to know is now Bran is now on my team and no longer wants to go.
No, but hear me out.
I can't get a standard steak until steak o'clock hits.
Yeah, but hear me out.
Please
If you
don't
play
tell
it
me-
right, but if you play it right, listen to the
Steak
genius.
o'clock's not a real thing. What you're saying is you go before steak o'clock and you eat during steak o'clock and you pay the less price, you still get the
Right,
steak.
but you can also, they don't have the sliders at steak
Please
o'clock.
don't tell me steak
So what you
o'clock's
do
a
is-
real thing.
It's like 5 or 6 o'clock because
Is
you pay
steak
the
o'clock
premium. I call
somewhere?
it steak o'clock, but I don't think it is steak o'clock.
How often do you go to Golden
I
Corral?
haven't been in a long time.
Okay, all right, thank
but
you.
I'm just telling you, that's the play. You go for the sliders, you stay for the steak, you pay less. So it's like you're robbing them blind.
Steak o'clock.
I'm here to tell everybody that steak o'clock is not a real thing that
No,
Golden Corral
no,
does,
no.
which means that Panda's given this enough thought to
have named-
coin a phrase
That's right.
of the time that
Panda
it
goes to
switches.
Golden Corral after Sunday church every week, and you and I both know it.
He has given enough time
Steak
to, hey,
o'clock. I don't
all
know
right,
what you-
so they're switching from sliders to full-blown steaks.
Oh, man.
Steak o'clock.
Slide on into steak? No,
When
steak
did,
o'clock.
when did you have this revelation?
It was 3 or 4 years ago. I've been holding this one. I haven't wanted to share
Was
it
it
with everyone.
2015?
It might have been 2015.
Morning Show Mysteries, Murder Ever After, June 1st, 2021.
Yes, it's because we're just focused.
It's going to be perfect. There's not going to be any screw-ups.
Flawless.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Me too. Nailing it. Oh, no. He already hit record.
Hi, I'm Hi, I'm Brandon. I love mystery Hallmark movies. So as for Jay has apparently, before he disappeared, did a big money steal situation from his company.
He embezzled.
It's a money steal. It's a money steal situation. I just want just in case people don't know what embezzle means, it's a money steal situation. That's as clear as I can make it.
When Calls the Heart, Season 3, Episode 2, June 3rd, 2021.
Yeah.
Vindicated. I am selfish. I am wrong. I am right. I swear I'm right. Swear I knew it all along, and I am flawed, but I am cleaning up so well.
Just let me. You weren't going to finish.
Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, everybody.
Taking it back.
Yeah.
We did it.
Signal Fire was also on
Do
that
you remember
by Snow Patrol. Love that album.
You say so. Do you remember back in season 1 where you're like, this is what I look forward to the most every week, When Calls the Heart? Not recording the episode, watching the show. Do you remember that, Panda?
Yeah, I misspoke. It was Spider-Man 3 soundtrack.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Because some people, I didn't want
But
emails.
Vindicated was Spider-Man 2, right?
Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Spider-Man
I said
3
Signal Fire
is the Snow Patrol of superhero movies in that it sucks.
When Calls the Heart, but back to your point.
Not going to defend it. Just straight back.
I can't. I saw it in the theaters and I was like, boy.
Sandman, baby.
I did buy the DVD of it just to be a completionist.
Of course you did.
It was bad though.
There we are.
Are you Kermit the
Said
Frog?
Spider-Man. It's the worst one. Spider-Man 3. Tobey Maguire.
Oh, so bad.
Or any of the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man.
Any of the Andrew Garfield.
Yeah,
Spider-Man 3.
I liked Andrew Garfield.
Here's the thing. You're not going to like this. Either one of you are going to like this. But
you don't know me.
Okay, I know your opinion here. Spider-Man 3 is the worst by a mile. The two Andrew Garfields are right there with Far From Home, the Tom Holland movie, as the next 3 worst. And in fact, depending on the light, I would maybe say Far From Home is the next worst.
I'm getting a call.
Oof.
Yeah. Okay, right.
Wait.
Guys,
not
2021.
Homecoming is wonderful. The first Tom Holland one is wonderful. The first Tom Holland Spider-Man.
last one wasn't
wonderful.
bad with
the
the
second
Jake-
one with Jake Gyllenhaal and all the cameras.
That's not bad.
Oh, it's terrible.
Here's why I would not actually disagree with you though, because where else are you going to put it?
Here's the deal.
Because the first 2 Tobey Maguire movies,
Spider-Man 2, Tobey Maguire
is the best.
Into the Spider-Verse is the best in my opinion. Into the Spider-Verse is crazy good. And then Spider-Man 2, and then Spider-Man 1.
Yes.
Okay, so then
We're in
you've got
agreement
those
on
other
that.
3, and if you look closely, that Jamie Foxx, Electra, Andrew Garfield movie is not a terrible movie with Emma Stone.
No, it's not bad.
Where she dies at the end,
No,
spoiler alert.
that's really good.
So that's probably next for me.
Yeah.
I think Homecoming, the Tom Holland Homecoming one is
Homecoming's next, and then you have Emma Stone.
Far
Yeah.
From Home is second to bottom.
I just because I don't know where
I
else
just think
you
the
would put
Jake
it.
Gyllenhaal, that whole
I don't
plot
count
line-
Into the Spider-Verse because it's not.
Oh, it's
live
so good
action,
though. Into
but
the
it
Spider-Verse
is phenomenal.
So good. But yeah, Spider-Man 2, Doc Ock, Alfred Molina, the
It's
best.
phenomenal.
No question.
Yeah, it's the best.
Where are you at? Are you a little bit more?
No, I think
I just don't know where else. I think you're right because there's nowhere else to put it.
It's different to rank them than you said. It's like lumped in, like right there. I don't think it's.
I think it's worse than those 2. Oh man, I think it's worse than those 2 movies. I think Tom Holland's a better Spider-Man. I just think the Far From Home is just not a good movie. I don't know what to tell you. It's
You're
funny
wrong.
in parts. It's not good.
It's not bad. No, I don't think it's bad.
There's no
I don't
such
think
thing.
I
The
just-
only bad Spider-Man is Spider-Man 3.
Spider-Man 3 is atrocious.
It's a bad
It's
movie. That's the
terrible.
only bad Spider-Man.
Sandman.
I'm not going to sing it. Hats off to Christmas. June 4th, 2021.
You look great. I think the
Thanks.
shirt looks great.
Appreciate
I
it.
think you look great.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, you're sweet.
I know
You're
what you're
sweetheart.
Hats off to Christmas. It's gonna be a real good time
We are talking Hats Off to Christmas,
Thank
which
God.
made it into the classic Christmas list. I know this is going to seem like a very quick transition, but this is what Tracy has written down as the order of service. And so what can you do? Hats off to Christmas! It's going to be a real good time!
You know, I am starting to question the second line.
Is
gonna
yeah,
be a
I don't
real
know.
good
I don't
time?
think
I don't
so.
know.
I think it is.
The musical though is a real.
Oh my gosh,
we
so
saw the
good.
musical too. We didn't get to do that's going to be
No.
streaming on Hulu. Pluto. It's going to be on Pluto.
Yeah. Oh gosh, Pluto. We're gonna be right. I don't know. We're gonna be right back, and we're going.
Are you
to,
having a love affair with Pluto?
Oh, this is
yes. Pluto.
This is Mickey's dog, right?
Mickey's dog.
Oh boy, we're gonna be right back.
Your Mickey impersonation's not bad.
Do you feel good about the joke though?
Pluto's the worst.
So you mean to tell me your reaction to Pluto is somehow better if it's about a cartoon dog?
Have you seen that dog?
Rather than the inanimate plot.
What are you talking? What are you talking about?
I got stuck between
that
Pluto and planet.
But that planet is not inanimate.
A planet is inanimate.
Inanimate is alive.
No, animate
Interesting.
would be alive. Inanimate object.
I thought
The
that you
planet
were.
is inanimate.
But a planet is alive.
Are we talking about the
it's not-
planet?
I am talking. You can't.
Are we
call
talking about the
Pluto-
planet?
Inanimate means not alive.
Right. I'm talking
A
about
planet,
the planet.
is alive. It's moving. It is filled with something.
Pluto's not a planet, so
It is back. It's back. Pluto's back.
Yeah, Pluto is.
Go!
I thought we were talking about Pluto, the platform.
The straight me
With
too.
watching
He-
stuff.
Yeah, he was out to lunch. We never were talking about the planet. We were talking about the streaming platform.
You thought that the only place that people could watch Hats Off to Christmas, the
Was on
musical,
the
was
planet.
on the
I thought your
planet?
reaction to Pluto was.
Oh, I love Pluto.
God, I love Pluto.
You think
It's
that's
so
better
good.
with a dog? That's my. Oh, that I love.
I
oh,
thought it was not so bad if you're talking about the planet.
I'm just happy the planet's back, baby.
it's back.
The planet's back. Pluto. Hats off to you, Pluto.
Hats off to
Pluto. It's back as a planet. Yeah.
Yeah, sell.
Buy-
No questions asked.
Pick up some Doge.
For sure.
you would,
Yeah,
100%.
Hats off to Doge. It's kind of at a bad time. Hold, baby, hold.
Come on, you
To
buy
the
one,
moon.
That's the time to buy
To the
everybody.
moon.
Bye.
He's bringing in his son to
Yes.
run the company.
Hats off to Christmas is doing something they shouldn't be doing.
More
I
like
don't know what it is.
more like hats off to cocaine. Am I right, boys?
Hats off to cocaine.
It's gonna be a real good time. It's time for the double decker
Does
of the
singing
week.
hats off to cocaine like rob us of our family friendly label?
I don't think so. We did it
Okay.
once. It's like one of those things where you get one F bomb
You
and a
get one
PG-13, right?
All About Christmas Eve, June 7th, 2021. The male lead in this movie, I don't like. We couldn't believe he was the male lead for a solid hour of the movie. We're like,
It was the Baxter.
yeah. We thought for sure, like, old Sideburns pushover is not. He's not the guy, right? He's not the guy. And I just
Like he is me scootering out around
yeah,
work.
that's
Now
right.
my scooter
That's
does
right.
have a motor.
That's right.
And is built for adults.
That's right.
Except I did see a bunch of just 10-year-olds riding into the park on my scooter like a
how'd
few
that make
weeks
you
ago,
feel?
and that bummed me out a
sting
little
you
bit.
some?
Yeah,
Yeah.
And then I rode off.
regardless,
And I drank a beer because I'm old enough.
That's right. Get some 10-year-olds.
Yeah.
You showed them with your scooter.
Let's be honest.
yeah.
I drank a hard cider.
Yeah, you didn't drink a beer. You didn't drink a- Like, you love when movies are cheesy, bad, terrible. I listened to one of our old episodes, Merry Christmas Match, the first one from season 2. And that movie is just a dog. It's a bad movie. And you gave this full thing about how it was different enough. Like this full-throated, like,
Yes.
it was different enough.
But it's important to note, Dan, that it is different enough within the realm of.
Well, this stays in the lane of the guy and the girl. And
I
the
don't
stuff.
want to see two Haley Duffs looking at each other.
So
how much clearer can I make
So
this?
movies can be different as long as you're okay with the difference.
Yes.
Okay. All right. There we go. That's all I needed.
They can be magical, but only if Santa is
Yes.
involved. That's
Okay.
what Brian is trying to say.
The unwritten. You should write a second book or maybe an addendum.
Yes.
Elijah can help you. The unwritten rules of different and non-different.
If Lord willing, everybody buys 1,000 books, we will do another one, and in that one, I will write how to be different enough to get
The
Brandon's
manifesto.
rule of approval.
That's right.
I'll
Rule
Be
of
Home for
approval.
Christmas movies now available for pre-order.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
Aloha Hawaii, June 8th, 2021. They're rebranding Great American Country. And Great American Country used to be like country stuff, country music, and also some lifestyle stuff. Of
course.
But it sounds like it's going to be rebranded to be family-friendly television.
Yeah.
Allah. It's not Allah.
You keep
The way you said it. The way you said
a
it.
la Hallmark.
Allah,
Hallmark.
not
But
Allah.
you said Allah. we've switched religions. And
Yes.
we don't want to get anybody in trouble. Trace did draw a sketch of a. No. Okay.
Bad idea.
Later in the pod. Save it for it.
Hot in here? Holy. Who was taking the underwater scuba videos when they're diving down? Because they're on the beach. There's only one camera guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
when they're doing, I just want to know who's doing that.
There's a
It's Tammy.
There's a no. It's actually there's a mantis shrimp.
Oh.
He's
just they can hold like 15 times their weight, and he's just holding the camera down there. I got you. Hey, I made a shrimp.
Dude, they're
he
wild.
does a great work.
He does.
I gotta be honest
No,
with
it's
you.
good stuff.
He's gonna get an
He's a
award.
professional.
He's gonna get an award.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's up for one.
What award?
Tommy the mantis shrimp.
He's up for best
Cinematography.
best cinematography by a fish. He's up against Clammy.
Is Clammy a clam in this case?
It's hard to say.
We've listed two things, neither of which are fish, and I want to be very clear about that. Shrimp, not fish. Clam, not fish. But they're both up for best cinematography by a fish.
I'm telling you, the fish category, but
Yeah.
the fish, they're doing nothing in their field. So
No,
you
they
got
are. You're
to
right.
branch out.
You're right. Sammy Shark, he's PO'd. He didn't even get a nom.
And he shouldn't
He
know.
didn't even get a nom. nom. It's a shark. I love puns. I don't even know.
This is all fun. We have a lot of fun here.
Gets me here.
What the bleep's going on? It's like the Hallmark.
When Calls the Heart, Season 3, Episode 3, June 9th, 2021.
The good news, boys, is that it was a short boy today. No long
Short
boys left
boy.
for the rest of the season, and that's
right.
very exciting.
Yeah.
After last year, it feels like, or after last season, it feels like, whenever it's a short one, you won the lottery.
Yeah. But it's a lottery that you're still not entirely sure you wanted to win. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you won I don't know, $20, but you're somehow like punched in the eye.
I tell you what it's like. It's like after the first year of the marathon, when we did the 25 hours, it was like the feeling when you finish just the 20 hour that we did the second year. Like you're still exhausted and feel like it was a bad decision, but nothing near how it was the previous year.
Yeah, sure.
It's like winning a scratch off, but you're far away from where you got the card, and you have to
What do
decide.
you mean you're far away? Like the card's far away from you, or you're far away
You're
from...
far away from the gas station that you bought it at.
Who cares?
I thought you have to go back
You
to
can
the gas
cash it
station.
in
You
wherever
can cash
you
it
go.
in anywhere.
You're far away from every gas station.
I'd say once you have a lottery
And you
ticket,
only won $3.
You only won
And
$3.
you gotta figure
And
out,
you
is
have
it
to
worth
decide.
for me?
And you have to,
You're gonna have to
and
go
you
back into
have
civilization
No,
at
you
some
have
point.
to turn it in by the end of the day. And you have
taste
plans.
is low on
You
you.
have
Wait a
plans in
minute,
the middle of
wait a minute.
nowhere.
Walk me back here.
Okay. I will.
This is a situation where you won a lottery ticket.
Let me give you this scenario.
Mailed to your house.
No.
You live on the frontier.
No.
It's far away from all gas stations or lotto acceptance
I can tell you
places.
exactly what happened.
Okay. And it's due at the end of the day.
Yes. It's January 16th,
Okay.
1999.
Okay.
You buy a lottery ticket, a
Okay.
scratch off, and you
Scratch
put it
it.
in your back pocket for later.
Yeah.
He then hands you your cigarettes.
Yeah.
You get those. You walk outside the gas station. You said, I'm quitting. You throw out those cigarettes.
Yeah.
You go to a bar to celebrate.
Okay.
You go down to Fitzy's.
Fitzy's.
You have one too many.
Fitzy's.
Rig brings you back to your apartment. The next day, you remember, I have a wedding in San Francisco. You fly across the country to San Francisco.
Okay.
In the process, you get word that your cousins are in need of some help on the farm. And you have to be there for the rest of the year.
Okay.
Or else they're going under.
They're going under.
So you decide, you know what? I'm going to skip the wedding. I'm going to go to the farm.
Where's the farm?
The farm is in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
That's not important. You get there.
It's very important.
You get there. You're going, and it's a whole thing. It is December 31st. You're done with the farm. And you finally go in to put those pants on that you rode into town on. And you reach in your back pocket and you find that lottery ticket. And you're like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot that I had this. You scratch it off. You won $5. This is great news. But it has to be claimed by the end of the calendar year, 1999. 2000, the lottery tickets for 99 aren't welcome.
No good.
And so you have to decide, am I going to bust it out of here to try to get that $5 or not? That's what When Calls the Heart is like.
That is, you know what? I stand corrected. That is what this episode was like. Yes.
That was good.
Somehow I'm leaving South Carolina for San Francisco only to be waylaid in the middle of nowhere on a farm for a year. That is accurate. Yeah, I have nothing.
Yeah.
You're right. I have nothing. I have nothing.
My people say my analogies are like a pudding briefcase. Like you never want it, but if once it gets delivered, you're like, well, I guess I better dive in. You know what I mean?
Thing. When Calls the Heart is like washing your hands in the bathroom and then just wiping them on your red shirt.
Just because you think you're in a little bit of a rush.
Yeah. Well, When Calls the Heart's like two jerks who just keep being jerks. Am I right?
At the jerk place.
At the jerk store.
Jerkorium.
Yep. Pudding briefcase. Can you walk me through when you said that?
It's a pudding.
That's what I said.
Pudding briefcase. So like someone shows up, gives you a briefcase, you open it up, and it's pudding.
I love that.
Yeah.
I would be in on it.
Yeah. But you're not expecting it.
No, and I don't
know. You're not asking for it.
No, but
it's
if
fair,
I got,
so I guess.
What's the pudding though?
Chocolate.
Yeah, you see, if it would have been like, banana or like.
You like a banana pudding?
I love banana
I know
pudding.
people like banana pudding. It's
I
not
love
my
it,
jam.
man.
No.
Cookies and cream. I could have done a cookies
Pudding's
and cream.
not my joy.
Oh, I'm all about some pudding.
The thing about banana pudding is that the variance on it is massive.
Yes, it is.
Depending on where you get it and who you get it from. Most banana pudding has this very weird, like soggy vanilla wafers and fake banana flavor that I hate. But like occasionally.
Have you tried Clara O'Nagli's?
Dude, the entire O'Nagli family's dead to me.
What they do?
Well, I don't want to talk about it.
They make great pudding though.
No,
they do.
Their pudding is very good, but I'm with Dan on this one after what they did to him.
No, but they won the pudding off. Now the pudding off is in two stages.
Yeah.
One is pudding, and another one is putting someone off, just being like, "Get out of here," and it's an insult thing. Yeah. And is that what happened with you guys? The O'Nagli's won the pudding off.
To do with the pudding off. I'm totally happy they won the pudding off. I just can't speak to them again.
Are you?
Kinda.
It's time for all the feels. The first show we talk about what in this episode gave us feels. Panda.
How about that kiss?
Oh boy.
I mean, come on.
Nip and all.
You can't say it like that.
Well, I think you
No,
absolutely
they both
could.
did. Yep.
I think you absolutely
If you took that clip in a vacuum, though, we sound really bad. I'm just saying.
It's when you nip at something.
I know what it is.
I don't know what you want from
We're not sounding any better. I want you to sound better is what I
Look,
want.
it's like, nom, nom, nom.
But they won the pudding off fair and square.
They did. The O'Nagli's did win the pudding off fair and square. I'd never say
What
otherwise.
happened after that?
You don't want to talk. I don't want to talk about
Just
it.
share.
No, we don't have time for this. A Princess for Christmas, June 11th, 2021.
Lil T. Now, Lil T's his real name. He's a
Lil T
rapper
also
now.
is big. He is
24 years old in
That's
this
right.
movie.
That's right.
He
is a 5'1" adult male playing a teenager.
is unsettling watching him
It's
act.
wild.
It is enough to not give this movie a pass. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah, I will say that maybe is part of the reason I pulled back. I sat there and then I just
Favorite
saw,
Big T. Oh,
The actor
It
of
just- it
the
just
Lil T is an interesting part of this movie.
There's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
It is like when they CGI'd like young Leia in like Rogue One.
it's weird, man. And
except he's not CGI at all. He's just there, like, hey, it's me, guys.
when he's just like hitting on one of the maids, like it's just knowing that he's 24 at the
It's
time.
weird.
Like, It is unsettling.
Yeah.
But he's 12 in the movie.
He's 12. It's a 24-12 sitch.
Oh.
How many 24-year-olds do
2.
you know that are going to play a 12-year-old?
Not many.
Not many.
So kudos to him.
Kudos
he
to
was
T.
also in the real life version of Fairly Odd Parents, which I know people were flocking
for
to
sure.
see.
Yeah.
Wait, there was a real life version of that?
Live action, guys.
Live action.
The other one happened in real life as well. Like it was a show that aired in real life.
No, it didn't.
You're nuts, dude.
Dude.
Crazy boy.
I don't know how you.
So you're telling me the live action one happened in reality?
It happened in real life.
You could touch it.
You could touch it. If you were there, Dan, you could have touched it.
Yeah.
You could have
Still would've been on a movie
You could
set.
have touched Lil T.
Live action.
You could have touched Lil T.
That sounds worse than it actually is.
Yeah. Good luck. Good luck touching Timmy Turner in the animated version.
You couldn't do it. Your
You
hand
couldn't
would
do
hit
it.
the screen.
It would hit the screen.
You go boink.
It would hit the screen.
That's why it's live action. Live action.
No,
Not
that's why
real
it's
life.
real life.
It's not real life. And even you know it's wrong.
What do you mean it's not real life? Could I touch Lil T? Could I touch Lil T? Could I touch him?
What's his name in Fairly Odd Parents?
I think he plays Timmy Turner.
Could you touch Timmy Turner? No, you could not.
Then it's not in real life.
Then it's not in real life. That's right. It's live action, not
I
real
think
life.
the point he's making is
Yeah,
he was
you helped
playing
me.
a
You
character.
literally flipped sides
What
without
I
even
meant,
know it.
what I meant to say was No. I said because you said it's not in
I
real
said
life.
it's live action, not real life. Real life would be Timmy Turner actually exists.
He did in that moment.
No, he's playing. Little T is playing
He is
Timmy
in real
Turner.
life.
No.
Okay, it happened in real life. Yeah. But then that also didn't happen
It's
in real
fun.
life.
It's fun for you two to be wrong.
A California Christmas, June 14th, 2021. The sister here, at one point, there's some sort of baked good. I don't know what the baked good was, but it's something that needs sprinkles.
Yeah.
I don't know what the baked good is, but
This
it
is going
needs
to bother you
sprinkles.
for the rest of eternity. I know it
Yes.
is.
And Callie turns to her while she's putting the sprinkles on and says, "Hey, not so much, because Christmas isn't for 2 weeks."
What?
What?
You know,
settle down on the sprinkles. We got to ration up. Like, what was it? What was it?
You can get a tub of rainbow sprinkles that will last you until the next election for $5.99. And she's like, simmer down now. Let's save them. Save them.
We all know that until actual Christmas, you have to keep it light on the red sprinkles, apparently.
You know, you don't like us. Like we wouldn't eat 2 dozen donuts before we did the show.
It's 2 weeks till Christmas.
It's 2 weeks till Christmas. Come on.
Tap the brakes.
Baker's Son, June 15th, 2021. It is unabashedly a fun time. Like it is for what these movies do. Eloise Mumford is great. Brent Doherty is great. It's funny. It's
Call her the Little Lion Man.
It's the most what? Was it a Mumford joke?
Yeah, I said the Little Lion Ma'am.
You nailed it.
I missed it, and I'm sad I did because
I was so happy to get it. I think I was very happy to get it out.
Yeah.
Panda, wait, what do you have for the baker's son?
Matt at one point just orders a beer at a bar. He just says, "I'll take a beer."
Yeah.
And then the only other one I have is he.
So can we back up just briefly? I know you've got 2. You've done a lot of work here. Do you know how many times we've done these movies and someone's ordered a beer at a bar?
Correct. We've done
The
it a lot.
movie's
But
airtight.
that's how good
The
this
movie's
movie is,
airtight.
Dan. Like if I've got to pick something apart, you're right. That's how good this movie is. If I got to scrape at the bottom of the barrel, I'll do it for the sake of consistency. But this show is gold. Golden.
But that's not a wait
This might
what.
be the best movie of the year.
Then just say you don't have any wait whats. That's not a wait what.
It is a wait what? Have you ever just gone in and ordered beer? If you had done that, I'd go, wait, what? That's what you're saying out. Not so sharp now. Pointy.
Pointy? It's a good
Yeah.
one.
Thanks.
You nailed it.
What's your second
got any more?
dynamite?
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
what?
Yeah, here it comes.
Somebody
Right
ordered a
at-
sandwich. It was crazy.
When Calls the Heart, Season 3, Episode 4, June 17th, 2021.
I
I just want everyone to know no bits today.
No
I
bits.
don't want to do any bits.
No
especially,
bits.
we want to dive right in and give this show the due it deserves.
Well, here's the thing:
I saw Do It Deserves live.
Do It Deserves is they're fantastic.
They're
phenomenal.
The thing about When Calls the Heart is it always gets our best and our most serious.
Well, and I think that this is just, I want to double down today and say no bits for When
No
Calls the Heart.
bits.
You go straight into the synopsis.
There are people out there that listen still every week that don't like the bits.
That's what we found out.
That's fair. And
so, we're
This
gonna be
episode's
better.
for them.
This one's for you.
That's right. It's gonna be bitless.
We are talking about When Calls the Heart. Yes. You up there? You have a question?
I sure do.
What's your name?
It's Daryl.
Daryl, how are you, pal?
Daryl Strawberry. Not that
Guys,
one.
we got Daryl Strawberry.
No. My Strawberry family has lived in London, Ontario for the last 200 years. Thank you very much.
So what are you doing here in
Greenville?
Greenville
If
South?
a baseballer has that kind of history.
Daryl, why are you talking baseball? Why are you here in Greenville? Why did you come to the show today?
Well, I drove all the way down from London to tell you, one, I hate the bits.
Okay.
It's about time you got back to the good stuff.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Thank you, Daryl.
Thanks, Daryl.
Strawberry out.
All right.
What?
Call that a strawberry short bit. We're talking about
Good stuff.
talking about when
That's terrible. Strawberry shortbread. Rushing it.
we're talking about When Calls the Heart. Yes, I see that hand. What's your name?
Hi, hello there.
Decanter?
No, not Decanter. That bit's terrible. It's Daryl Strawberry.
Daryl, how you doing?
I've been better.
What'd you think of that synopsis?
I drove thousands of miles
From Canada, apparently.
from Canada to listen to this drivel.
Why?
I thought my presence would help you be better.
Why would you think that?
Because I'm Daryl Strawberry. That's
fair.
why.
That's fair. Do you have anything to add?
That's it. I'm out. Strawberry out.
You're leaving?
I'm leaving.
You're not going to be here
For
the rest
good.
of the show.
Not the rest of the show. Not ever again. You've lost a fan, Mr. Gray. You've lost a fan.
So if later on in the show I turn to the crowd and I call on somebody, it's going to be someone different.
It will be someone different. It will not be Daryl Strawberry.
Yes, I see that hand. What's your name?
Hi, hello there. It's also Daryl Strawberry.
Okay.
I just have one of those mustache nose glasses things on.
What do you need, Daryl?
I love bits personally. Your bits are not very good, is what I'm saying.
Our collective bits?
The Strawberry family has a long legacy of bits.
What's your best bit?
You don't want to know.
I do want to know.
Okay. So what we do is we went to Pastor Jack's house. He has 15 acres of field of dead trees in his fields. And we put our name tag on them and we called it Strawberry Fields.
I stand corrected. It's a good bit. Great episode. There's excitement. There's kisses. There's
gunshots.
Lots of Lori Loughlin jokes to be made. Like, it's just big fun for everybody. And so really enjoyed it. Yes, I see that hand.
Hi, hello there.
Who are you?
I'm Barry Strawberry, twin brother.
You're Daryl's brother, Barry?
What other Daryl Strawberry do you know? Don't answer that. That's not what I meant.
Barry.
Aside from the baseballer.
Do you like our show? Or did you...
I hate your show.
Okay, why are you
Daryl drugged me down here against my will.
He drugged you?
Drug me.
Oh.
In our Chevy Astro van.
He left, though. Is he going to leave you behind?
I got a passport for this. I got a passport for this.
But he left already.
He did. He walked out as a sign of protest. I told him I'd ask one more question and this is his notes, to prove the haters wrong.
What's your question?
I'm out of here.
That's not a question. What's your question?
Why are you terrible?
Okay.
The more I get to know the Strawberry family, I've got.
I think they're just like, they're committed to something.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
They're committed to showing up to mid-sized regional podcast recordings.
Yeah.
And
just lambasting them. Just I
I'm okay with it. I whatever makes you.
It was just can we be honest? It was a bad episode to say we go bitless.
Yeah,
because it really played into the Strawberries' hands.
It feels like it feels like a bit.
It feels like a bit,
and that's not
because we didn't know the Strawberries.
That's not fair to us.
Yeah,
We know this. If we knew the Strawberries were in the crowd, we would have never said that.
All bit
because it's not a bit.
It's not.
But it feels very much like a bit. It feels
from Canada.
Feels like it's in the
not
bit
on us.
family.
No, I can't.
You can send us an email of what's calling your heart to hello@deckthehallmark.com. Fine. Yes. 2 people up there. I see those hands. What can we do for you?
Hello there.
Rick?
I'm Smick Smilby. No, I'm sorry. I'm Rick Dilby. You know that, guys. How you doing? I got out of my glass case. No stickies, though.
Okay. What do you need, Rick?
I was handed a letter by a fairly heavy-set woman on her way out the door. And it says, "Dearest Brand, Panda, and Sham." I think Sham's supposed to be Dan. I don't know. I'm just reading here. I don't have anything else. You guys should be ashamed of yourselves. I drove my whole family down here from London, Ontario to watch your show live and see if we could contribute some of our sumptuous bits. But instead, you made a mockery of the whole proceeding. Consider Daryl, Barry, and the rest of the Strawberry Gang no longer a fan. Signed, Big Mama Strawberry.
All right. Thank you, Rick, for passing that letter along to the Strawberries. Strawberries. The Strawberries, we're so sorry to the listeners out there. That was our Bitless episode. We'll see you tomorrow with another one.
Naughty or Nice, June 18th, 2021.
I always like to end the week by thinking back over what we've done and just kind of talk about. We usually do this after the fact, but we don't have time today. We got to leave right after we got to get on the bus and head to Chicago.
Okay.
For Shy Fest.
Shy Fest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's weird because it's
CHI. It's CHI Fest.
SHY
Yes.
Fest.
Yes.
And it's just for shy people,
Shy
which
people.
you may not know this, but off of camera, we are all ridiculously shy.
Very shy.
We hardly talk to each other, and when we do, it's in a whisper, and not like in a creepy, like naughty way, like in an actual whisper.
We actually have a clip of last year's keynote speaker at Shy Fest, Tammy Lowell, doing his lecture on how to break out of the bubble, and so let's cue that clip. You guys,
you want to go ahead?
No, you go.
Tammy, whenever you're ready.
Tammy, you ready?
Okay. I just wanted to go ahead and share.
I think that's enough for today.
Okay.
Yeah, so we go.
Okay.
That's Shy Fest.
You know what's crazy is I have a few questions,
Yeah,
if
go ahead.
I may. Number one, we have most definitely confused shy with quiet, and that's fine. That's fine for the sake of what we're doing here.
Yeah,
nobody cares. But two, Tammy's last name is Luau.
Luau. Yes, Luau.
And pronouns are very important. And you've switched from she to he.
Yes.
Was that just a misstep?
It was a misnomer on my part.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's all I had. The speech was wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, it was.
It was.
I remember
we
being
would
there.
say it was
Oh, yeah.
life-changing.
Oh, my gosh.
Life-changing.
We
Yeah.
could not stop talking about it on the way home. On the car ride home.
It
We
was
actually have a clip of that as well.
It's unbelievable.
Blew my
This is
mind.
crazy.
Blew my mind. I'm going to take those and apply them to my life.
Dude, I'm not kidding. Gave me the compass to be who I am.
I think let's keep quiet for the rest of the ride. Shy Fest. Anyways,
You know the problem is we had a bitless episode yesterday, so we're really trying to gear it back up. Sometimes it's like riding a bike. It takes a little bit of, we're wobbling a little. Shy Fest means quiet. We're here. Hey, Brandon and I had an idea. Our neighborhood isn't an official neighborhood at all, and no one in our neighborhood cares about landscaping at all until now we have a neighbor in between us that she 100% cares about her yard. But we've always just, none of us, it's just a mess of weeds and everything. We thought about buying a yard of the month sign and putting it in one of our yards.
we just pass it back
And then
forth.
just back and forth every month. And then if anybody asks, we'd be like, we don't know.
We don't know.
Like they just, I guess
They
they
vote.
decided.
They vote.
They voted
They
and they
voted.
gave it to us.
They gave it us.
I love it. Wouldn't that be wonderful?
That'd be wonderful.
I feel bad for Myra. That's why I feel bad. Is she really works hard?
At one
She would ask us.
At one point, we would spray paint fraud on it.
Yeah.
We would call a town hall meeting. Great. I love it.
I love that bit.
Yeah.
Oh my
We did
goodness.
it. We'll pick back up next year, everybody.
That
we'll
was a
pick
fun
back
time.
up next year.
This is what we live for right here. We did it. A fun time had by all. Another 3+ in the books. 3 hours, I would assume, in the books.
Amazing.
We did
Amazing.
it, guys.
Thank you so much for listening. To everybody who has listened, whether you're a new listener or you've been with us since the beginning, it means so much that you would take time out of your day to spend with us. To everybody who has emailed us over the past 3 years and told us that you care and that you listen and that you love us, those emails mean a lot as
They
well.
mean the world to us.
But to the Double Deckers,
God bless you. Absolutely.
you're the one.
You're the one.
It's always been you.
Still the
Double
one.
Deckers.
You're,
Still the
you're
one.
our mermaid.
Yes. All of those things. All those things.
Yep.
Until next week when it becomes Christmas in July, may we be the first to wish you a Merry Christmas.
Deck the Hallmarks of Bramble Jam podcast. It's presented by Philo TV. It's produced by Brandon Gray and recorded live in, Greenville, South Carolina. Set decor is by Plum at Haywood Mall. For more information on Deck the Hallmark, you can go to deckthehallmark.com. For more information on Bramble Jam Podcast Network, you can go to bramblejampodcast.com.
Get everything you need for your holiday meal at Whole Foods Market. Right now, you'll find animal welfare certified rib roast on sale. It's a deliciously crowd-pleasing centerpiece. Plus, save on spiral sliced ham, bone-in lamb, and seasonal produce like sweet potatoes and Honeycrisp apples. For ready-to-eat sides, head to the prepared food section. Done. And remember that Whole Foods Market caters. Order gourmet catering at shop.wfm.com. Bring the holiday magic with Whole Foods Market.